Get out of here!
Get out of here before I call
security!
Raymond Cross shouted, then tore the federal inspection order
You
in half
doesn't
right in
get to
front of
walk
Maya
into my
Williams.
facility.
A
Black woman like you doesn't get to walk into my facility
and threaten me
with fake federal paper and threaten me with fake federal papers.
In absolute silence. Maya Williams remained perfectly still, her expression unchanging as the two halves of the document drifted down, settling on the granite floor between her flat shoes and Raymond's polished Oxfords. Behind the reception desk, the steady clicking of a keyboard stopped instantly. Near the main corridor, two security guards shifted their positions toward Maya, while a young
You call
nurse
this an
clutched a
inspection order?
medication binder
Look at
tightly
it!
against
It's
her
trash!
chest. Her
Get
name
out of my
tag read
facility!
Chloe Martin. Raymond pointed at the torn paper. That is what I think of your authority.
Sir,
Maya looked
you
at
have
the
just
paper,
destroyed a federal
then at him.
inspection order.
You just destroyed a
This
federal
shredded paper is
inspection
worthless.
order.
I don't recognize this as an
destroyed
official
garbage.
order.
The order
You
is
were
valid.
instructed to
As a federal
verify my
inspector, I
credentials.
require immediate
I don't
compliance with this
verify
verification.
scams.
As
You
per
were given
Federal
the official
Regulation
number.
402 subsection
Raymond
B, the
leaned
verification
closer.
number is
I don't call
885.
Washington every
Nobody
time
cares what
some
you think,
angry
you
black
affirmative
girl walks
action
through my
hire.
door with a
Stop
fake
right there!
envelope.
I
Chloe's
said don't
fingers
touch that
tightened
federal
around the binder.
property!
Maya bent down. One guard stepped forward. Raymond snapped. Don't let her touch that. The guard reached out, but Maya's hand was already there. She didn't snatch the paper. Instead, she lifted the first half by the clean edge with a deliberate, unbothered precision that made the guard's hand freeze midair. Meeting his hesitant gaze for a split second, she picked up the second piece just as calmly, sliding both into a clear evidence sleeve from her case.
Give me the evidence
Raymond's face
sleeve.
hardened.
It's federal
Give that to
evidence,
me.
sir.
No. The word was quiet.
Officers,
The room heard
she
it
is
anyway.
obstructing our investigation.
Raymond turned to the guards.
As Rose
You
Harbor
heard her.
receives Medicare
She
funding,
refuses to
we must
cooperate.
ensure compliance
Maya
with all
closed
federal
the evidence
guidelines
sleeve.
regarding patient
Mr.
care and
Cross,
record keeping.
Rose Harbor
The facility
receives
is
Medicare
subject to
funding.
federal
This
inspection,
facility
and
is
that
subject
records
to federal
must be
inspection.
preserved.
You are required to preserve records, including care logs, billing
files, medication reports, incident notes, and video retention data.
Raymond laughed once.
As you can see, we are fully
Listen to
cooperating
her.
with this surprise
She memorized
inspection.
the script.
Though I must say,
Maya did
bringing
not
an
answer.
evidence bag feels
He
a
faced
touch
the
aggressive
employees
for Rose
now.
Harbor, wouldn't you agree?
Everybody look at her.
This inspector has no uniform,
escort,
no
local
escort,
approval.
and no
She
local
walks in here
approval.
alone and expects us to hand over private medical files because she says so.
Would you
No
hand
one moved.
patient records to a
Raymond
stranger?
pointed toward Chloe. Would you hand a stranger your patient records? Chloe opened her
I'm
mouth.
sorry, I can't.
Then shut it. Answer me.
Patient
Raymond
confidentiality.
said. No, sir. Chloe whispered. Raymond smiled. Exactly. Maya turned her eyes to Chloe. The nurse looked away. Raymond stepped back, giving himself more room to perform.
Let me be clear,
This is
we
how
will
they
not
do it now.
tolerate these tactics.
They come in with
To suggest we are
accusations.
anything but
They
excellent
play
is
the
an
race
insult
card.
to these
They
dedicated
use fear.
professionals.
They
You
try
are,
to make
as I've said
honest people
repeatedly,
look
we follow
guilty
all
for asking
protocols. You
basic
have no right to
questions.
question.
Sir,
Maya
you
said.
are refusing the
You are
basic
refusing
question.
the
You need
basic
to call the
question.
verification line
Call
now.
the verification
I will
line.
not take these
I
orders.
don't
This is
take orders
completely
from you.
unacceptable.
You are
Sir,
not
this is
being
not a
ordered.
request.
You
You
are
have a
being
lawful
given a lawful
opportunity to comply
opportunity
with
to
federal
comply.
regulations.
Raymond's jaw tightened. A man seated near the visitor chair stood halfway up, then sat back down when one of the guards looked at him. An older woman at the reception counter slowly pulled her purse closer to her body. Raymond saw it. He used it. See? He said.
You are frightening
You're
these
frightening
families.
now.
No one
Maya
is
looked at the
required to
room.
speak without
No one
counsel,
here
and
is
no one
required
is
to speak
required
with me
to
without
guess.
counsel. No one
The
here is
inspection
required
order
to
can be
guess.
verified in
The
less
order
than
can
2
be
minutes.
verified in less than 2
You're
minutes.
just trying to make
Raymond
people
raised
believe
his
I
voice.
am hiding something.
She wants you to think I'm hiding something. Maya answered at once.
I'll ask you one last
Are
time.
you? The
Where is
lobby
the
went
control
silent
log
again.
for reference supplies?
Raymond stepped toward her. One
This
guard
is my
moved
building.
closer.
It is a
Maya
licensed
did not
care
step
facility
back.
receiving federal
Raymond's
funds.
voice dropped.
Private
You are in
property
my
does
building.
not shield you
This
from
is
oversight.
a licensed care facility
This
receiving
facility is
federal
private
funds.
property.
This is private property.
It is not beyond federal oversight.
Federal
Call the
oversight.
security supervisor.
His eyes narrowed. He turned to the
Block
receptionist.
the entrance now. Don't let
Call
anyone
the
else
security
in.
Supervisor.
We have a situation at the
Now,
front desk.
The
I
receptionist
need security
lifted the
immediately.
phone with shaking fingers. Raymond looked at the nearest guard. Block the front entrance. The guard moved to the door. Maya watched him, then looked back at Raymond.
I am
You
ending
are
this
escalating
confrontation
this.
right now.
No,
You are seizing
Raymond
federal
said.
property without
I
due
am ending
process,
it.
sir.
He reached
Back
for
off.
Maya's leather case. Maya pulled
Take
it
her
back.
bag.
The second guard stepped behind
Federal
her.
materials
Raymond
must
said,
not be touched
"Take
without
her
a
bag."
chain of custody
Maya's
record.
voice stayed level. Do not touch federal materials
still think this is a
without
courtroom?
chain of custody record. Raymond smiled coldly. You still think this is a courtroom? The guard grabbed the handle of the case. Maya held it for 1 second, then released it. The guard handed it to Raymond. Raymond opened it on the reception counter. He pulled out a folder, a sealed envelope, a notepad, and a second identification card.
Every item removed must be documented.
Every item you remove must be documented. Raymond ignored her. He held up the identification card.
Anyone can print
glanced
plastic.
at it, and tossed it onto the counter. Anyone can print plastic.
It is a federal credential.
That is evidence
This federal
of trespassing.
credential is evidence of
Maya
trespassing.
looked at the receptionist.
Write down the time.
Write down the time. The receptionist froze. Raymond slammed his palm on the counter.
I told you,
Do not write that
anything. down.
The receptionist dropped the pen. Chloe flinched.
Is that clear?
Maya saw it. Raymond saw Maya see it. He turned on
Do you
Chloe.
have anything you'd like to
Do
say?
you have something to say? Chloe shook her head. Good,
I didn't think so.
Raymond said. Because if
If a
this
resident
woman
is
frightens one
frightened, if
resident,
a family complains,
one
or if
family
any
calls
chart
my
goes
office,
missing, he
if
will
one
know
chart
who let
goes
it
missing
happen.
because of her little stunt, I
Threatening
will know who
staff
stood
during an
here and let it
inspection is
happen.
also relevant.
Chloe swallowed hard.
We'll ensure this
Maya
intimidation
said.
is part of the
Threatening
record.
staff during an inspection is also
You are
relevant.
threatening my staff,
Raymond
and I
spun
will
back
not
toward her.
tolerate it.
I am
You don't
merely
get to threaten my
documenting your
staff.
conduct.
You
I
are
am
finished
documenting
here.
your
Get
conduct.
out!
No.
Yeah,
he
Sheriff,
said.
it's Tom.
You are
Listen,
done.
I've got a
He
situation.
took out
There's a
his
woman
phone
here
and
claiming
pressed a
she's federal,
contact.
but we believe she's
Calvin,
impersonating an
it's
inspector.
Raymond.
I need you to send
I've
someone
got a
down here
woman
right
here
away.
claiming to be federal.
She forced her way
She
in
forced
here
her
with
way in
fake
with
papers. I am
want her
demanding
removed.
that she be
Maya
removed
listened.
immediately.
Raymond kept his eyes on her as he spoke.
She was
Yes,
aggressive,
an aggressive
threatening my
black
staff,
woman,
and
late
attempted to
20s.
steal private
She's
medical
threatening my
records.
staff, refusing to leave, and trying to steal
want her bag
private
seized
medical records.
immediately.
Bring handcuffs
And get me some
someone
handcuffs.
who can seize her bag. Chloe stared at the floor. Maya's face did not change.
The sheriff is on his
Raymond
way.
ended the call. Sheriff Briggs is on his way.
You have just
Maya
made a
said.
false report to
You just
local
gave
law
a false
enforcement.
report to local law enforcement. Raymond
You have
stepped
run out of
close
time,
enough
Inspector.
that the guards tightened
Now,
around her.
if you'll follow me
And
to
you
the
just
isolation
ran out
room.
of time. He pointed down the hallway.
Escort her down the hall.
Reflection room.
Gentlemen,
One guard took Maya's
I will
right
walk
arm.
under my own
The
power.
other
Do
reached
not
for
touch
her
me.
left. Maya said, I will walk. Raymond nodded. Then walk. They moved fast. The front guard carried Maya's leather case. Raymond kept the torn order inside the clear sleeve. The receptionist stood rigid behind the desk. Chloe remained near the hallway, her binder pressed against her chest, her eyes fixed on Maya. Maya passed her without slowing. For half a second, their eyes met. Maya gave her nothing dramatic. No plea, no warning, just a steady look. Chloe's grip on the binder tightened again. At the end of the hall, Raymond opened a small
Inspector,
conference
if you
room
would
door.
please step into the
Then,
conference room
he
so we
said,
can begin.
Maya stepped inside. The room had one table, 4 chairs, no window. The guard set Maya's case on the table, leaving it closed. One guard stood at the door. The
You have
other
exactly
remained in the
30
hall.
minutes to admit
Raymond
you entered
leaned
this
in.
facility without the
You
proper
have 30
authority.
minutes to admit
If you
you
don't,
entered this
things
facility
will get
without
much worse.
authority.
You
will
must sign
a
this statement and leave
You
quietly,
will leave
or you will be
quietly,
arrested in
or
front
the
of
sheriff
everyone.
arrests you
You
in
should have
front
made
of
the
everyone.
verification call.
Maya looked at him. You should have
She is
made
to
the
have no
call.
phone,
Raymond's
no
mouth
bag,
tightened.
and no
He turned to
papers.
the guard. No phone, no bag, no papers. The guard nodded. Raymond
Activate
stepped
the room
back
shield!
and shut the door. The lock clicked. Outside, his voice cut through the hall. Victor, activate
Get
the
those
room
red
shield.
files out of the hallway
Then start
right now.
moving the red
Move them to
files.
the offsite storage
Inside the
immediately.
closed room, Maya stood alone. The status light on her hidden body recorder blinked once and went completely dark. The cellular bars on her phone dropped to 0, and her smartwatch flickered, losing its encrypted connection to the field team outside. Total, dead isolation. She looked at the door. Then she looked at the empty table. Raymond Cross had taken her papers, locked her in a room, and called the sheriff. And he believed that meant he had won.
They're locking down the floor.
silence inside the reflection room lasted less than 10
Ensure
seconds
all charts are
before
up to
Maya
date
heard
before the review
movement
team
beyond the
arrives.
door. Fast footsteps, low voices, a cart rolling somewhere down the hall, then stopping suddenly. Someone whispered, "What's happening?" Another voice answered, "Mr. Cross," said nobody talks. Maya stood beside the table and did not sit down. The room shield had done exactly what Raymond wanted. Her phone showed no service. Her recorder was dead. Her watch had lost its encrypted connection.
We need to get those red files removed from the administrative wing
She placed
immediately.
the phone on the table.
Go.
Screen up. and turned toward the door.
Medication variance
Outside,
reports,
Raymond
complaint
Cross
logs,
was moving
billing
quickly
exceptions,
now.
and
"Victor,"
other red
he
files
said,
be removed
his
immediately.
voice sharp through the wall.
The
"I
auxiliary
want
server
every
is still
red file out
initializing,
of the
Raymond. It's
administrative
going to take
wing.
some time.
Medication,
You have exactly
variance
30 minutes,
reports,
Victor. Not a
complaint
second more.
logs, billing exceptions.
I think this is quite enough,
everything.
Victor. We have what we
Victor
need.
Hale answered from farther down the hall.
And get those notes cleared
the
out
auxiliary
immediately.
server takes time. You have 30 minutes.
I am
What
demanding
about the
full
inspection
statements from
materials?
everyone present.
I have her bag.
This
I have
breach
the
of
paper.
conduct is
I have
entirely
enough.
due to Miss Williams.
You want Denise involved? I want Denise cleaning up anything with resident notes attached to it.
Here's the acknowledgement of
There was a
federal
pause.
detention.
Then
Please
Raymond
sign it.
added, and I want staff statements.
Just sign here, Maya.
Now.
It'll make
Everyone in
things
that
much
lobby
easier for
saw her
everyone
threaten
involved.
us. Maya's eyes narrowed. The door opened. A security
and
guard
sign right
stood
here.
there, one
Once
hand
it's
on
signed,
the handle,
we can move
blocking
past
the
this.
exit with his body. Raymond stepped in behind him, holding a clipboard.
The
and a
evidence here
printed
confirms your
form.
trespass
You're
during the
going to
inspection.
make this
Your
easier
medical
on
records
yourself,
dispute your alibi.
he
Those
said.
accusations are
Maya
false,
looked at the
Raymond. I
form.
adhere to the agreement.
What is
The form
that?
says otherwise.
A statement.
The truth is malleable,
written by
Maya.
whom? By someone
Once
trying
this
to
is
keep
signed
you
by
from
everyone
spending the
involved,
night in county
this
lockup.
version is the only
He
one that
slid
matters.
the paper across the table. Maya did not touch it. Raymond tapped the blank
What is your
signature
name,
line.
officer?
You entered without proper authorization. You refused to leave when
Understand
asked.
that you are
You attempted to
actively
remove private
participating
medical
in the
records.
detention of a
You
federal
created fear
official
among staff
during an
and residents.
inspection.
Maya looked up. None of that happened.
Outside.
Raymond
Wait
leaned
there.
both hands on the table. It will, if enough people sign. Behind him, the guard looked away. Maya's gaze moved from Raymond
You
to
do
the
not
guard.
understand the tone.
What's your name? The guard's mouth tightened. Raymond snapped.
We handle
He doesn't
uniforms,
answer to
obviously.
you.
Overtime is
Maya
paid out
kept her
generously,
eyes
plus
on the
annual
guard.
bonuses. We sponsor the local
You are
fundraisers and do plenty of
participating in
community
the
favors.
detention
It's
of
how
a
we build
federal
loyalty
official
here.
You
during
think
an
money
active
buys
inspection.
silence, Raymond.
Raymond laughed.
It
Listen
only
to that.
rents fear.
Still playing federal. The guard shifted his feet. Raymond
You have
saw
no
it
phone,
and turned
no
cold.
badge, no paper,
Step
and no
outside.
witness.
The guard left.
Sign the form.
Raymond shut the door halfway, but stayed inside. You think
You
you
realize,
can scare
of
my
course,
people
that
with
destroying
titles,
those documents
he
right
said.
now is a
You
serious
don't
federal
understand
offense.
this town. People here know who signs checks. They know who keeps this place open.
When
they
the
know
sheriff
who pays
arrives,
for
he
uniforms,
will not have to ask
overtime,
twice.
holiday bonuses, school fundraisers, church raffles, Maya said. And you think that buys silence? It buys loyalty. No. It rents fear. Raymond's face hardened. He lifted the form again. Sign. No. You're very calm for someone
We followed
with
the
no
procedure
phone,
exactly
no
as
badge,
outlined.
no paper,
The
and no
timeline you're
witness.
proposing simply
Maya
doesn't
stepped
align
closer
with
to
the
the
facility
table.
logs.
You're very confident for someone destroying records in real time. His eyes flickered. It was brief, but she saw it. Raymond folded the statement and placed it under his arm. When Sheriff Briggs arrives, I won't have to ask twice. If you feel for Maya in this moment, when she is isolated, falsely accused, and still staying calm to protect the truth, please hit like to show your support and comment
Get
where
her
you
in
are
here now.
watching
I don't
from,
care what she says.
because there
Please,
may be
I
someone
can't.
near you watching Maya's story right now too. He stepped out and locked the door again.
Bring the nurse in
the
here
hall,
now. We don't have
his
all
voice
day.
rose. Bring Chloe Martin to the lobby. Maya moved closer
But I
to
was
the door.
assigned to the medication
She heard
rounds today.
Chloe's soft
Your assignment has
protest before she
changed.
heard Raymond.
Report to the lobby
I
now,
was
Miss
assigned
Martin.
to medication rounds, Chloe said.
You just need
You're
to sign
assigned
off
to
that
me
the
now,
delivery was verified,
Raymond
understand?
answered.
I know, but
I don't know what you want me
I
to
saw
say.
Maya ask
You
for
saw her
verification
refuse
herself.
to leave. I saw her ask
Don't
you
mention
to
the
call a
seclusion.
number.
As I just
The hall
explained to
went
Miss Martin,
quiet.
we strictly follow
Raymond's
all
voice
medical
dropped.
primacy
Be
protocols and
careful.
reflection room procedures.
Chloe said nothing.
Everything was handled
Raymond
correctly.
continued.
On the night in question,
Louder now,
an unknown
making
individual
sure others could
aggressively
hear.
pressured
You
staff
saw
for
a
protected
stranger
resident
enter the facility,
information,
present
violating
questionable
protocol.
paperwork,
I
and
can't
attempt
say
to
this. It
pressure
isn't
staff
true. The
for
report
access to
clearly
protected
states.
resident information.
Silence.
That is what happened. That's not exactly, Chloe.
Do you like
One
working
word.
here, Chloe?
Enough to stop
I
her.
ask because your
Maya heard
continued
the paper
employment
slide
relies
against the
entirely
clipboard.
on signing this
Raymond said,
document.
You like working
Do you
here?
like having a license,
No
Chloe?
answer.
Yes.
You like having a license? A long pause. Yes, sir, Chloe whispered. Then write what you saw. Maya closed her hand into a fist, then opened it. She forced her breathing to remain steady. She stepped back from the door and looked at the room. 1 table, 4 chairs, no window, a ceiling vent, a camera dome in the corner, dark, a wall plate near the floor with a data port, a locked cabinet with nothing on top. The door opened inward. The hinges were outside. The room was built
Well, now,
for containment.
this is an
Maya
interesting
checked
place
the
for a
underside
federal
of the table
inspector to
with
be.
one quick pass
Care
of
to
her
explain
hand.
yourself?
No recorder, no panic button. She crouched near the wall plate. The
Calvin,
screws were
right on
standard.
time.
She
We
had
appreciate
nothing
you
to
coming
open them
down.
with. Outside,
It's difficult to say,
another
Sheriff,
voice
but
entered
based on the
hall.
evidence, we
Older,
believe she is impersonating the
male,
real Miss Rodriguez.
confident.
We
Raymond,
can't be too careful
Sheriff
with the patients.
Calvin Briggs had arrived.
Are these the
rose.
documents in the bag
Raymond's
in question?
tone
Did
changed
you
at
verify
once.
the contents with her
Warmer,
directly? This is Maya's
relieved.
bag and the torn paper,
Calvin,
yes.
Thank God.
Sheriff, she wouldn't
What's
leave.
The situation?
We found her trying to
She's in
access the
room.
resident files,
Claimed to be
unauthorized.
federal.
I mean, the
Fake order.
liability alone is
Wouldn't
deeply
leave.
concerning.
Tried to take
Forget the
resident
reports.
files.
Who actually saw
Briggs
it?
said,
We have 3
"You got the
nurses,
documents?
security, and
I've
the
got a
families.
bag and the torn
They all
paper.
confirmed the consensus
Torn.
against Maya.
She shoved it at me.
Briggs,
It
you were
came
supposed to
apart
verify
during the
the order.
confrontation.
I explicitly
Maya
told her
stared at
not
the
to.
door. Briggs did not
She's
ask
staying
why
put.
no one had verified the order. He did not ask for the official number. He asked, "Any witnesses? Staff? Security? Families? Good." Maya heard boots stop outside the room. The lock turned. Sheriff Calvin Briggs stepped in with Raymond beside him and 2 deputies
Miss
behind
Williams,
them.
we don't need
Briggs
federal
was
oversight
broad,
here. The sheriff
gray
has
at
this
the
under
temples,
control.
I
with a
am
pressed
Inspector
uniform
Williams, and
a
I'm here to
relaxed,
assess the
heavy
situation.
posture that commanded immediate authority.
I am
He
Supervisory
looked Maya
Federal
up and
Inspector
down.
Maya Williams.
Miss Williams?
This is an official
Supervisory
inquiry.
Federal Inspector Maya Williams.
Raymond reported false
scoffed.
pretenses.
Briggs ignored
Raymond
the title.
lied.
I'm Sheriff Briggs. Mr. Cross says you entered this facility under false pretenses.
Lower your tone, Agent Williams.
Then Mr.
You are in
Cross
my
lied.
house.
One
My tone is
deputy's
irrelevant,
eyebrows lifted.
Sheriff. Let's
Briggs took
discuss the
one step
verification
closer.
process.
You want to lower your tone.
May I see your
My tone is
identification,
not
please?
the issue. Verification
He confiscated it, Sheriff.
You got identification? Mr. Cross confiscated it. Briggs turned to Raymond. Raymond held up Maya's credential card between 2 fingers. This? Briggs glanced at it for less than a second.
Sheriff,
Could
call
be
the number
real.
on the order right
Could be
now.
fake.
The order was destroyed
Maya
this
said.
morning, Maya. There's
Call
nothing
the
to
number
verify.
on the order.
The verification
Raymond
line
said.
is still active.
The order is destroyed.
The original
The
order
original
is filed
not.
with the issuing
Briggs
federal
looked back
court.
at her.
Where is it?
The original? Filed with the issuing federal court. Raymond laughed
Sheriff,
under his breath.
you cannot
Convenient.
interfere with this
Maya
federal
held
inspection
Briggs's
without
stare.
verifying the
Sheriff,
order and the
you are
scope
being
of
asked
authority.
to interfere with a federal inspection before
Sheriff,
verifying the
I must
inspector,
warn you that any
the
further
order,
action
or
without
the
legal
scope of
representation
authority.
could jeopardize
You
your
should
case.
step out and make
I
the call.
urge you to reconsider.
Briggs's face hardened.
She is
I don't need
deliberately
legal
stalling,
advice from you.
Sheriff. We
No.
need to move her now
You
before
need
this
it from
gets
someone
complicated.
before you go further.
Get the deputies ready.
Raymond moved in. Calvin.
Stand her up.
She's stalling.
Wait.
Briggs nodded once
Turn
to
around
the
now.
deputies. Stand her up. I am already standing, Maya said. Then turn around. No. The deputies moved, but Briggs raised a hand, stopping them for the moment. Raymond smiled.
The ultimatum is
stepping
this.
back to watch the confrontation
Surrender the
unfold.
remaining devices,
Briggs said.
sign the statement,
Here is what
and
happens.
leave pending our
You
review.
surrender any remaining devices.
This is a simple
You sign
acknowledgement
a
of
statement
unauthorized entry, Ms.
acknowledging
Williams.
you
Sign
entered
it now.
private property without
Your federal
confirmed
inspection
authority.
rights don't apply on
Then
private
you leave
property.
this facility pending
No!
review. Maya said. No.
You really want to be
Raymond's
arrested
smile
over a
faded.
piece of paper?
Briggs leaned in. You really want to get arrested over a piece of paper? Maya looked from Briggs to Raymond. Then to the dead camera
I
in the
think
corner.
Raymond is the one
No,
risking arrest.
she said. But I think
Destroyed
he does.
federal
For the
copy,
first time since
seized
Briggs
materials,
entered, Raymond
cut
stopped
communications,
moving.
and moved
Maya
records.
continued, calm and direct. He destroyed
Raymond
a
called the
federal
sheriff
copy,
before making
seized
one
my
verification
materials,
call,
cut off
then tells
communications,
Briggs to ask
moved
himself
records,
why.
and called you before making one verification
This is clearly
call.
just a manipulation
Ask
tactic,
yourself
Sheriff.
why.
You can't seriously
Briggs's jaw
consider this.
worked once.
Sheriff,
Raymond
I am
cut in
requesting the
fast.
verification call
She's
now.
manipulating you. Maya looked at Briggs. Make the call. The room held still. Then Ramon's phone buzzed. He looked down, read the message, and his expression changed. Victor had sent only 4 words. Auxiliary server almost ready. Raymond
Take
locked
Miles'
the phone
papers
and
and
turned to
phone.
Briggs.
If she will
Take her
not
papers.
sign,
Take her
we
phone.
will do this
If
publicly.
she won't sign, we do this publicly. Briggs nodded to the deputies. Maya did not move as they stepped toward her. Outside the room, Chloe stood at the end of the hall with a blank staff statement in her hand, unsigned. Her face was pale. Her eyes were fixed
Chloe,
on
we
Maya.
need to discuss this
Maya
statement
saw
now.
her. Raymond saw her
That's
too.
enough, Nurse Martin.
Chloe,
The statement is unnecessary.
he called.
Go back to work now.
work. Chloe did not move at first. Then, slowly, she turned away. Maya watched her disappear around the corner, leaving the hallway empty. Deputy Briggs's 2 officers stepped in at the sheriff's signal. One reached for Maya's phone on the table. The other took her smartwatch. After Briggs told her to remove it, Maya complied without rushing. List each item, she said. Briggs
Understand this,
looked at her.
Agent.
My county
You don't
controls
give
this room and this
procedure in my
investigation.
county.
Duly noted,
You are
Sheriff.
seizing
However, the
federal
phone and the
equipment.
watch are federal
I'm
evidence.
securing
They come
property
with me.
involved in a
This
trespass
seizure is part of a
complaint.
valid trespass
Raymond nodded.
complaint. You need to leave the
Exactly.
premises immediately.
Maya looked at the
Understood.
deputy holding her
Deputy,
phone.
may I please see your
Name?
identification?
The deputy
You wanted
said nothing.
identification.
Briggs answered for
This
him.
is Deputy Lanier,
Deputy Lanier.
and that is Deputy
And the
Ford.
other?
They are
Briggs's
with the
eyes
county,
hardened.
same as me.
Deputy Ford. Maya
They have
looked
now
at
been
both men.
identified.
You have now been identified. Raymond stepped closer, still trying to scare people. No.
There it is, Sheriff.
Maya
Completely
said.
destroyed, as I
I'm
said.
giving them a
We'll
chance
take
to
custody.
remember what they did.
Deputy, the phone.
Ford shifted his
Right away,
grip
sir.
on the phone. Briggs took the evidence
She ripped
sleeve
this order when
containing
we
the torn
questioned her
inspection
authority.
order from
I
Raymond
presented the
and held
order
it up.
intact.
This, the paper?
It was refused,
Quote,
and only then did
"Yes,"
it get torn.
Raymond said. She tried to
I
use
suggest
it to
you let
intimidate
this
my
go, Miss
staff.
Williams.
Maya said.
You're interfering with a
He tore
federal
it in the lobby
investigation.
after refusing verification. Briggs slid
Sheriff,
the
my
sleeve
jurisdiction
into a
is
folder
clear.
under his
These
arm.
devices are evidence in
We'll
a federal
sort that out.
inquiry.
This is
Not if you
absurd.
bury it under
You're
your
deliberately
report.
wasting our time,
Briggs
Inspector.
moved closer, lowering his voice. You are one sentence away from being cuffed. Then make sure the sentence is accurate. Raymond exhaled through his nose. Calvin, she's wasting
Look at
time.
me when I am talking
Maya
to you.
caught the words.
We need to discuss your
wasting
settlement.
time. That was the point.
All right, let's
time
move.
mattered to Raymond. Time mattered more
Escort
than
Miss
the
Williams
insult,
to the vehicle.
more than the sheriff, more than the staged statements. Somewhere
Don't
beyond
look at
the
them.
room, a cart
Is that
rolled
Maya?
again. Metal wheels.
Keep quiet, they're watching
heavy load.
everyone.
It moved toward the rear service corridor. Maya
I need written
turned her
statements
head
from every
slightly.
staff member who
Raymond
witnessed the
noticed.
incident immediately.
Eyes
Be
on
aware
me.
that false statements
Maya
to
looked
law
back at
enforcement
him.
carry consequences.
Briggs opened the door.
Just get it done.
Bring her out. The deputies positioned themselves on either side of Maya. They did not touch her at first. They wanted her to walk. She walked.
Who
the
handled the
hallway
bag?
outside had changed.
My security team secured
Staff
it.
who had been moving freely
The
now stood
inventory,
against walls or behind
gloves,
counters.
and witness
No
log
one
are
spoke
missing.
above a whisper.
She's
The
deliberately
housekeeper
trying to
held a stack
create
of
chaos,
towels against
Sheriff.
her stomach.
This is
A
nothing
nurse
more than
avoided Maya's
procedural
eyes.
confusion because she
Chloe
knows
was
she's
gone.
exposed.
At the nurse's station,
I'm taking this credential
Denise
with me
Carver
now.
stood with a clipboard
Sheriff,
and
it
a
must
hard
remain
smile.
with me or be
Raymond
transferred
pointed at
only
her.
through federal
Denise,
channels.
I need written statements from
This is
every
completely
staff
out of
member
line.
who saw the incident. Denise nodded.
Excuse
Already
me, we should
started.
clear the hallway, Mr.
Maya
Cross.
said, make sure they know false statements
moving,
to law
all of you.
enforcement
Let's
carry
go.
consequences. Denise's smile vanished. Raymond snapped. Keep walking. They brought Maya back
What
into
exactly
the
is
lobby.
going on here?
The reception desk had become an
We are
evidence
simply
table
assisting the
without a
sheriff
record.
with his
Maya's
investigation, Miss
leather
Williams.
case sat open. Her folders were stacked in 3 separate piles. Her credential card lay face down near the phone. The receptionist stood behind the desk with her hands clasped
Who
so
handled
tightly
this bag?
her
My
knuckles had
security team
turned
secured it
pale.
properly,
Briggs
Sheriff.
looked at the mess.
There is no
Who handled the
inventory list
bag?
attached.
Raymond said, my security
No
team
gloves,
secured
no
it."
witness log, no
Maya
inventory.
said,
You are creating
inventory,
procedural
no
confusion
gloves,
to hide
no
that you are
witness log.
exposed.
Raymond turned to Briggs.
This will go
You
with
see
me.
what she's doing?
It must
She's
stay with
trying to
me
create
or move
procedural
only through federal
confusion
channels.
because she knows she's exposed. Briggs picked up
It
the
must be
credential
transferred
card.
through federal
This will
channels,
go with
Sheriff.
us.
You cannot do
No,
this.
Watch
Maya
me.
said. That credential stays
What
with
the hell
me
do you think you're
or
doing?
is transferred through federal
Enough!
channels. Briggs placed it in his breast pocket. It's staying with me. Maya held his stare. You just made yourself part
Everything
of the
is
chain.
quite all right, folks.
Raymond slapped the counter.
If you'd all please return to your
Enough.
rooms now.
Several residents
me,
had
are
appeared
you
near
with the
the
government?
entrance to the West Hall. One older man leaned
I was
on a
hoping to
walker.
ask her.
A woman in
Nora,
a pale sweater sat
you
in
need
a
to rest
wheelchair,
now. We can
watching
discuss
without
this
blinking.
later.
A staff aide moved to turn
We're
them
just heading
around,
back to the West
but the
Wing
woman
now.
lifted one hand and refused.
She's a little tired,
Raymond
but
saw the residents
we
and
have
immediately
everything under
changed his
control.
tone. Everything is fine. Please return to your rooms. This is a police matter. The woman in the wheelchair looked at Maya. Are you the one from the government? Before Maya could answer,
Miss
Denise
Jenkins,
stepped in
you
front of
need
the woman's
rest.
chair. Miss Jenkins, you need to rest. Maya's eyes moved
Escort
to the
Miss
woman,
Jenkins back
Nora
to the West
Jenkins.
Hall immediately.
Denise gripped the handles of Nora's wheelchair. Nora did not move her eyes from Maya.
I already
Raymond
asked
said,
Maya the question.
Take her back. Nora spoke clearly.
Mrs. Jenkins, you
I asked
really
her a
must
question.
stop now.
Denise bent near her ear. Not now.
Miss Jenkins
Nora's
has the
hand
right to
tightened
speak.
on the armrest. Maya said, Miss Jenkins has the right to speak. Raymond laughed.
She's just
You
a
don't
little
even know her
confused right now.
condition. I heard her question.
I am not
Denise
confused
pushed Nora's
about
chair
this.
back a few inches. She gets confused. Nora said, not about this. The lobby went still again. Raymond's expression changed. Denise. Denise pushed the wheelchair toward the West Hall. Nora turned her head as long as she could, keeping Maya in sight until the corner blocked her. Maya watched every
Don't you
foot
ever
of
use
the
my
movement.
residence again.
Raymond leaned
You should
toward
stop
her.
hiding behind them,
Don't
Raymond.
use my residence.
That is enough. Both of you
Then
step
stop
back.
hiding behind them. Briggs
Miss Williams,
grabbed
you
the
are being
moment before
detained
Raymond
pending
answered.
verification of your
Miss
identity.
Williams,
Understood, Sheriff.
you are
I
being
hereby demand
detained
immediate
pending
verification of my credentials as per
Then
the federal
verify.
guidelines. My
I said
credential, the
pending.
official
You
number,
have
the
my
facility's
credential.
Medicare status,
You
and
have
the
the number.
destroyed federal
You
order.
have the facility's
That is why
Medicare
verification
status.
must happen
You have a
immediately.
destroyed
There
federal
is no
order.
lawful reason
There is
to
no
delay.
lawful reason to delay, Raymond said. There is every
There is
reason to
every
delay
reason
a
to
fraud.
delay a fraud.
The front doors opened. A man in a gray security polo
Sir,
hurried
they're
in.
here.
He was
The marshals
breathing
just
hard.
arrived with the order
Keys
for the
clipped
prisoner
to his
transfer.
belt.
What should we do?
Mr. Cross.
She is
Raymond
not to
pointed
leave,
Maya,
make calls,
security
contact
supervisor.
residents, or
She
access
is not
records.
to leave. No
This
calls.
lobby is now a controlled
no contact
containment
with
zone.
residents. No access to records.
What is your name, sir?
The supervisor nodded
Look, there's no
quickly.
need for that.
Yes, sir.
We can handle this
Maya
internally.
said. What is your name? He hesitated.
The name does not
Raymond
matter.
answered.
It will.
It doesn't matter. It will, Maya said. The supervisor looked
Harold
at Briggs,
Pike.
then at Raymond.
Harold Pike.
Harold Pike.
Thank you.
Maya nodded once. Thank
Is
you,
this the signed
Mr.
statement
Pike.
from the staff?
Harold Pike looked like he regretted saying it. Raymond took a
All right,
folded
this is the
sheet
first
from
staff
Denise,
statement.
who had returned without Nora.
Was this
Here's
written
the first
freely?
staff statement. Maya looked at the receptionist. Did you write that freely? The receptionist's lips parted. Raymond turned slowly toward her. Careful. The receptionist lowered her head.
The statement supports
Briggs took
removal.
The statement.
It supports coercion.
This supports removal.
You need to leave.
Maya said. It supports coercion. Raymond stepped so close.
Stop calling
Briggs
my
had to
people
shift
coerced.
aside.
Then
You are
stop
done
coercing
calling my
them.
people coerced, Maya answered. Then stop coercing them. Raymond's hand
Dispatch
tightened
to
around
sheriff.
the statement until the paper
Advised
bent.
county unit
A
is waiting
radio on
outside the
Briggs's
lobby
shoulder
entrance.
crackled.
Acknowledge.
A dispatcher said something about a county unit waiting outside.
Stand
Briggs
by.
pressed the button. Stand by. Raymond looked toward the corridor that led to the administrative wing. Victor appeared there for 1 second, then stopped when he saw Maya watching him. His face was dry and controlled, but his eyes moved to Raymond. Raymond gave the smallest nod. Victor disappeared again. Maya marked it. Victor was moving records. Raymond was buying minutes. Briggs was the wall between the federal order and the truth. Briggs
Maya
said,
will be taken back to
"We're
the room
taking
until
her
county
back to the
transport
room
is ready."
until county
Absolutely
transport
not.
is ready."
I want a press
Raymond
note
shook
prepared
his
first.
head.
We are not
No
moving her
transport
yet.
I want
Press?
the press note prepared first. Maya
The community
looked at him.
should know someone tried to
Press?
invade a senior
Raymond
care
smiled.
facility with fake
The
authority.
community should know someone tried to
This
invade
woman
a senior
actively
care
sought to
facility
undermine
with
me and
fake
this
authority.
institution. Her
Briggs
accusations were
hesitated.
public, and the
Raymond,
defense must be public
she
as
tried
well.
to ruin me
Sheriff, you see
publicly,
what she's doing.
Raymond said.
You're building your
She
defense
can be
before you
corrected
even know the
publicly,
charge.
Maya said. You are building your defense before you know the charge. His
I know
smile
exactly
thinned.
what you are.
I know
Say it again.
exactly what you are. Then say it again, Maya said. The room tightened. Raymond understood
Take
the
her to the
invitation.
reflection room.
He did not
Activate the
take it.
communications shield.
Instead, he turned to the guards. Put her back in reflection. Keep the shield on. Nobody opens that door unless I say. They moved her down the hall faster this time. As they passed the west corridor, Maya saw Chloe at the far end near a supply closet. Chloe had a blank staff statement in one hand. Her other hand was pressed against the pocket of her scrub top, as if hiding something small. Maya did not slow down. Chloe did not look away this time. The door
Victor!
to reflection room opened.
Hey, Victor, where are
Maya
you
stepped
going?
inside. The lock clicked again. Outside, Raymond's voice carried down the
How much
hall.
longer?
Victor.
22
How much
minutes.
longer? Victor
Don't waste
answered.
one.
22 minutes, Raymond said. Then don't waste one. Maya stood in the center of the locked room and listened. The first minute told her more than Raymond wanted her to know. A cart rolled past the door, stopped, then rolled back in the opposite direction. Two sets of footsteps crossed quickly. Someone opened a cabinet somewhere
God damn
nearby.
it.
Metal struck metal. A man cursed under his breath. Victor was moving faster now. Maya walked to the table and checked her phone again. Nothing. She tapped the recorder beneath her blouse. Dead. She pressed the side of her watch for 3 seconds. No response beyond the blank emergency screen. The room shield was still active. She looked at the ceiling vent, the dead camera dome, the smooth walls, the door without an interior lock, the table, the chairs, the closed cabinet. There was nothing in the room that could transmit. Nothing she could use to force the door. Nothing loose, except a plastic cup and a dull pen left in the center of the table. She picked up the pen. Cheap, flexible, not useful for the door, useful for time. She made
Stop
one
this
small mark
immediately,
on the
Maya.
corner of the paper
Aid.
Raymond had
Confiscate
left
the
behind.
materials.
1 minute, then another. She would not
We
let
need
him
every
steal the clock
handwritten
from her,
note from
too.
West Hall secured
Outside,
immediately.
Denise
Check
Carver's
every room
voice
on this
cut through
floor.
the hallway.
Move quickly.
I want every handwritten note
I
from
want
the
every
West
note
Hall
and paper
collected.
off these walls and
Anything
out of the
taped
drawers.
to a wall.
Even the calendars?
Anything in drawers.
Everything goes into the
Anything
bins.
residents
Move quickly.
keep near their beds.
Are we
A
really
staff member
supposed to
said,
collect their personal
"Even
calendars
personal
too?
calendars?
They use them for everything.
Especially personal calendars."
The
Maya turned
instructions were
toward
clear,
the door.
nurse.
Nora. She heard a nurse answer weakly. Some residents won't like that. Denise's voice hardened. They don't have to like it. They
If
have
I may
to
be
comply.
candid, Inspector,
Maya
the
marked
parameters of this
another minute.
inquiry have
Then
drifted
the door
significantly
opened.
from the initial
Victor
scope.
Hale stepped
It is
in,
imperative we
holding
regain
a tablet
control.
in one hand
This room shield
and a
goes
thin
beyond
folder
standard
in the
procedure,
other.
Victor.
The
Why are
guard
we
remained
isolated?
outside.
We're ensuring participant
Victor
privacy,
closed
Maya.
the door behind
It's standard
him,
federal
but did
protocol
not
for
lock it
sensitive
from
discussions.
inside.
The
He looked
isolation is
calmer
only
than
your
Raymond.
interpretation. This can help us
Cleaner,
both.
More
What
careful.
is that you're carrying?
Gray suit, blue
I
tie.
refuse to accept this
no
process.
raised voice.
Raymond
No
is
performance.
angry, the sheriff is
Maya,
defensive, and the
he
staff are
said.
scared.
Inspector
I believe we are
Williams.
the only
He
two
nodded
rational
once,
people left in this
as
building,
if
Maya.
correcting
We
a
should
minor
work together.
etiquette mistake.
This is a simple
Inspector
corrective
Williams,
statement.
I think this has gotten out of control.
Once signed,
you helped
we can
make that
finalize
happen.
the administrative
I operate
review.
the building. I
This
don't
is simply
control
confusion
Raymond's
about
temper.
access
You
and an
control the room
unscheduled
shield.
appointment.
Victor paused for
Rose
half a
Harbor is
second.
prepared to avoid
Security
charges if you
protocol.
leave now.
For what?
Your offer is missing the
Family
red files,
disputes,
Victor. They were
recording
destroyed.
concerns,
Get it done now.
Privacy issues.
I
Federal
can't account for what
isolation.
Raymond says when he's
His
upset.
mouth tightened. That is
Who
your
prepared this
interpretation.
statement?
Maya
I need a
looked at the
name.
folder.
We can record
What
a
are you
short
carrying?
clarification right now.
Something that can
It's
help
for your
both
protection.
of us. No, you haven't
came alone,
seen it.
acted
I don't
before
need to.
verification,
Victor
and
glanced
stepped
at the
back
dead camera in
voluntarily.
the corner, then back to
We
her.
just need that on the
Raymond
record.
is angry. Sheriff Briggs
clarification
is
protects
defensive.
everyone.
It is a
The
false
staff
record.
is scared.
You are 28,
You and I may
locked
be the only
inside,
two
cut off
people
from
in this
communication
building still
with your
thinking
documents in
clearly.
facility possession.
Maya said nothing.
The sheriff is
He placed
downstairs.
the
Staff
folder
are
on the
already
table
writing
and slid it
statements.
toward
Think
her.
about
She
survival
did not
instead of
touch it.
pride.
Is that what
Victor
this is
Seal.
about, Victor?
It's a
Your
corrective
survival.
statement.
Real
Very
evidence
simple.
must be
You
placed on the
acknowledge there
table
was
with
confusion
name,
about
title,
access.
source, and
You
time
acknowledge you
stated
entered
clearly.
without a scheduled appointment. Rose Harbor agrees
We
not
prefer
to file
candidates who
charges.
reflect the
You
established
leave.
culture here.
Your
I'm
office
sure you
can send a
understand.
formal request later. You forgot the part
What
where
did you say?
destroy the red files. His expression did not move.
Just hand them the
I don't know
clipboard
what
and
Raymond
repeat what we
says when he's
discussed.
upset.
We
You
don't have all
answered him.
day.
I answer a lot of calls. Maya looked at the folder. Who prepared that statement? Our counsel. Name? I don't think that matters. It does if you
Why
want
don't
me
you
to
step
sign
inside?
it. Victor placed
The
the
nurse is
tablet
waiting,
beside the
and
folder.
she can help
We
clarify
can record
everything.
a short clarification. Your words, not Raymond's.
Regarding Ms. Williams'
Say you
arrival in the
came here
lobby,
alone,
we must ensure
that you
your
acted
recollection
before full
matches the documented
verification,
time.
and that
Just
you
confirm what's on the
voluntarily
paper.
stepped back to avoid
Agitated.
alarming residents.
Say the word, Chloe.
That protects
Agitated.
you.
I.
It protects you.
I
It
think she
protects
was just
everyone.
concerned.
No. It creates a
Maya
false
was
record.
calm.
Victor's patience thinned. You are 28 years
What
old.
about the chart signed after
You are
your
locked
shift?
in a room with no communication.
The night shift
Your
entries were
documents are in our
backfilled, sometimes
possession.
hours
The
after the
sheriff is
residents were asleep.
downstairs.
Nurse,
And staff are
I am
already
ordering you
writing
not to
statements.
answer that question.
You may want to start thinking
They
about
made you feel
survival
like
instead
one
of pride.
signature wouldn't matter.
Maya leaned slightly over
They
the table.
isolated you,
Pride
convinced
is
you that
what
you were
made
alone
Raymond
in
tear
this.
the order.
Chloe, you need to
Survival
leave the room
is
right
what
now.
made you bring me a folder
They are going to
with
blame
no chain
you
of
first.
custody.
Do
Victor
exactly
looked
as
down
I
at the
say.
folder. Maya continued.
Powerful people
If you want to
always
give
build
me
their
evidence,
escape on those
place it on the
beneath them.
table, step back, state your full name, your title, the source
If
of the
a real
document,
record still exists,
and
she
the
must
time.
find the old maintenance
Victor
man
said
and warn
nothing.
him that the red
Maya
files are
waited.
moving.
He smiled without warmth. You people are
You are
always
coming
so
with me.
rehearsed.
No, let go!
Maya's eyes stayed fixed on him. Say that again. He did not. A knock came at the door.
You've only made
Victor
things
opened
worse
it a
for
few
Chloe.
inches.
The harm began
Chloe
long
stood
before I
outside,
arrived, Victor.
pale, holding
This
a second
facility is
clipboard.
responsible for that.
Denise's voice came from behind
One
her.
frightened nurse and
Give
an
it to
old
him
maintenance
and
worker
get
could
back to
save
West Hall.
Maya.
Chloe handed the clipboard to
Victor,
Victor.
you're just
Her
scared they
eyes
might.
flicked once to Maya, then down. Maya saw the
No one else
pocket of
is
her
allowed
scrub top
inside.
move
Not
slightly
staff,
as
not
her hand
residents,
brushed
not
it.
anyone.
Something was folded inside. A note. A key
Denise,
card.
find
Maybe
anything
nothing.
Nora
But
Jenkins
Chloe
has
was
written down
hiding fear
immediately.
badly now. And fear usually had a reason. Victor took the clipboard. Wait. Chloe stopped. He looked at Maya. Maybe Nurse Martin can help us clear this up. Maya did not react. Victor stepped aside. Come in. Chloe entered entered slowly. Denise remained outside the door, watching. Victor held up the paper.
Please make the right choice, Chloe.
You were in the lobby.
It's all up to
You
you
saw Miss
now.
Williams arrive. Yes, she was agitated.
We cannot
Chloe's
keep
lips
this wing
parted.
understaffed, Victor. It's
repeated,
unsafe. We
She
are
was
following
agitated.
the director's orders,
Maya
Denise.
looked at Chloe.
There is no flexibility.
Not Victor. Use your own words. Denise snapped from the hall. She asked you a question, Chloe. Victor corrected her gently. I asked.
These charts
Chloe
need to match
swallowed.
the orders by
She was
noon.
calm.
No exceptions.
Victor's face changed.
Fix the signatures.
Denise stepped closer. Chloe. She was calm. Chloe repeated. Quieter this time, but still audible. Maya kept her voice low. How many charts did they make you sign after your shift ended?
The red files are
Chloe
moving.
froze. Victor turned. What did you say? Maya did not look at him. After
The
the
red
night
files are
shift,
moving.
after
Maya is locked
residents
in the
were
reflection
already
room with
asleep,
no phone, no
after
recorder.
the entries were
told you?
backfilled, Chloe's eyes
The shield is
filled,
active.
but she held
I
still.
installed the housing
Victor
years
said,
ago, but I was told
"Do
not to ask
answer that."
questions.
Maya
Can
continued.
you turn it off?
Not because you wanted to hurt anyone, because they told you it was
First,
normal.
we learn which problem
because
they're
they
solving.
told you one signature
Then we
would not
move.
matter.
Don't
because
wait.
they made you feel alone. Chloe's grip weakened.
We are
on
looking into the
clipboard.
matter and will provide
Denise moved
updates
into
as
the
they become
doorway.
available.
The funds
Get
were
out,
illegally
Chloe,
diverted from
Maya
the public
said.
trust.
They will blame you first.
That is all for today.
Chloe looked
The
at her
chapel
then.
storage is the
Maya
hidden
said,
route.
People
If
like
they're scared
Raymond
enough to move
do
it,
not fall alone.
the storage may
They build
contain
stairs out
everything.
of the people beneath them. Victor slammed
Denise
the
is
folder
searching
shut.
for Nora's calendar.
That is enough.
If she finds
Maya
those
spoke
writings,
faster,
we have to choose
still
between
calm.
protecting Nora
If there is
and the
still a
drive.
real record somewhere,
Go west.
find
Keep Denise
Sam
away
Whitaker.
from Nora while I get
Tell
the
him
drive.
the red files
The
are
shield
moving.
must wait.
Denise
Turning it off
grabbed
too
Chloe's
early could
arm.
rush the destruction.
Not hard enough to injure, but hard enough to
cannot do
control.
this.
Don't do it for
Out.
yourself. Do it for
Chloe
the
let
first
herself be
resident whose
pulled back
chart you
into the
knew was
hall.
wrong.
Victor shut the door. For the first time, he looked angry. You just made this worse for her. No, Maya said. You did that before I arrived. Victor stepped close.
We are preparing
You
a press
think one
statement regarding the
scared nurse and an
suspected
old
fraud.
maintenance man can save
The
you?
residents are protected,
Maya looked at
and
the
Sheriff
marked
Briggs
corner
is
of the
fully
paper.
aware.
Another minute gone. No, she said. I think you're scared they might. Victor held her stare, then opened the door. In the hallway, he told the guard, no one else goes in. Not
You think this
staff,
badge means
not
something here,
residents,
Miss Williams?
Not anyone. Then he turned away.
You are making things harder.
And raised his voice.
A little respect downstairs
Denise,
would have gone a long
find
way.
anything Nora Jenkins has written
Respect
down.
is not surrender,
Now,
Sheriff.
The door closed again.
Sign the statement, Maya, and you
heard
walk
the
free.
lock
It's your
click.
last chance.
She
I
marked
can't.
another
The
minute
inspection
with the
is
pen.
active, and you've seized
Somewhere
federal
beyond
property.
the wall,
Pity nobody is
Chloe's
recording
hurried
this.
footsteps moved away from Denise, away from the lobby,
Hello,
toward
Nora.
the maintenance corridor.
Just here to
Maya
collect some
listened
items
until
for
she could no longer
safekeeping.
hear them. Then she set the pen down and looked at the dead camera. Come on, Chloe, she whispered. Choose.
This is simply
Chloe did not
unacceptable.
run. Running would have
I
been
want this
noticed.
addressed
She
immediately,
walked past
no
the nurse's
exceptions.
station with the clipboard pressed flat against her chest.
This
head
room was
slightly
supposed to be
lowered,
unlocked for the
steps
inspection an
even.
hour ago, Victor.
Denise was still
We
near
are
the
addressing
reflection
the
room,
oversight, Denise.
speaking
It
sharply
won't
to
happen
Victor.
again.
Raymond had returned to the lobby.
So the
Sheriff
nurse was
Briggs
unauthorized in the
somewhere near
records
front
area.
entrance,
Absolutely, Sheriff.
turning a false
A clear
complaint into
violation.
an official posture. No one was watching the young nurse who had just refused to call. Maya agitated. Chloe reached the medication room, opened the door with her badge, stepped inside, and closed it behind her. Her hands started shaking the moment she was alone. She set the clipboard down. The statement Raymond wanted her to sign stared back at her. I observed an unidentified woman enter Rose Harbor Senior Living Center in an aggressive manner. Chloe pushed it away. Her breathing came too fast. She pressed both hands against the counter and forced herself to slow down.
Please, I need help.
She had seen plenty in 6 months at Rose Harbor. Late charting,
Somebody help me.
missing signatures, residents marked as asleep when they
Change
had been
the
calling
times
for
to
help,
reflect the scheduled
medication
dosage,
records
not the
corrected after
actual.
the fact. Denise saying,
And make sure the signatures
fix it
match
before
the log.
corporate sees it.
These times
Victor
must
saying,
match the tablet
make
exactly.
The times
We cannot
match.
have discrepancies.
Raymond
Family
saying,
concerns are noted,
families
but
don't
compliance
understand
comes
medical
first.
care.
But the care hours.
Chloe had told herself she was new. She had told herself she needed the job. She had told herself everybody in long-term care cut corners. Then Maya
facility
Williams
will
had
blame
looked
you
at her and
first.
named the exact fear Chloe had been carrying in silence. They will blame you first. Chloe grabbed the unsigned statement, folded it once, and stuffed it into her scrub pocket. Then she opened the medication room door and moved toward the service hallway. At the far end, Sam Whitaker was kneeling beside a
What are you
wall
doing
panel
down here,
with a
Chloe?
screwdriver in his
You know
hand.
you're not supposed to be
He
back
looked
here
up.
during inspection.
You're not supposed to
The
be
red
back
files
here
are
during
moving.
inspection trouble. Chloe swallowed. The red files are moving. Sam's face changed. He stood slowly.
Who told you
Who
about
told
the
you
inspection,
that?
Chloe?
Chloe did not answer.
Was it
Sam
Victor?
looked past her, checking the hallway.
Now repeat what you
Say
just
it again.
said.
The red files
The
are
red
moving.
files are moving.
She whispered.
Victor has
Victor
30
has
minutes
30
or
minutes.
less.
Maybe
The federal
less.
inspector told me
Maya
to
said
find
to find
Sam.
you. Sam's eyes went hard.
Where is the federal
Not
inspector?
with anger, but recognition.
She is locked
Where
in
is
the
she?
reflection room.
Reflection
without
room.
phone or
Door
recorder.
locked. No phone.
They've
no
turned on the
recorder.
shield.
They
We're
turned
completely
on
cut
some
off
kind
now.
of shield. Sam looked toward the ceiling, then toward the older utility wing. Of course they did.
I only installed
You
the
know about
cabinet,
it?
not the device
I installed
itself.
the cabinet it sits in.
They made it
Didn't
clear I shouldn't
install
ask
the
questions
device.
about it.
Was told not to ask what
Can
it
you
was.
turn off the hidden room
He
shield?
closed his tool
Going
bag.
straight to it would expose
That
our
was
plan to
3 years
Victor.
ago. Chloe's
We have
voice
to be
cracked.
careful.
Can you turn it off? Sam
What
looked
should
at
we
her.
do?
Maybe.
We must first
But
find
if I
out
go
which
straight
crisis
there, Victor will
management is
know.
trying to solve.
What do we do? We find out which fire they're trying to put out first.
Did
He
you
moved
catch the
down
game
hall
last night?
without waiting.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Chloe followed. They reached
We
a
got 2
junction
more stops
near
on
the
this
laundry
route after
corridor.
this.
From there, Chloe saw
Get it to
2
the incinerator
orderlies
now.
pushing a locked cart toward the administrative
I don't care who
wing.
sees, just make sure it's
Victor
gone before
Hale
O'Malley
walked
arrives.
behind them, phone in hand, speaking
I'm telling
low.
you, check the
No,
auxiliary
not the main
drive.
server.
The rest are in
Victor
the
said.
cabinet behind chapel
The auxiliary
storage.
drive. The cabinet behind chapel storage.
I need you to pull the physical backups
too.
right now.
Sam stepped into a supply
make it
alcove,
quick.
pulling Chloe with him before Victor turned. Chloe whispered,
Chapel storage.
Chapel storage.
There's a false access panel
Sam
behind the
nodded
him
once.
cabinets. An old
There's a
data line
false
still
access
runs
panel
there.
behind the him
We'll
cabinets.
review the reports on Monday.
Old data line runs
What could
through
be on the
there.
hidden system?
I thought they
If
abandoned it.
management is scared
What's on
enough
it?
to move it,
If they're
then
scared
it may
enough to
contain
move it,
everything they are trying to
everything.
hide.
Victor's voice
If
faded.
Denise asks,
Sam
you
looked
never
at
found
Chloe.
him.
Listen carefully.
You must say you went to
If
check
Denise
wound supplies
asks,
in West
you
Hall.
never found me. You went to check wound supplies
Denise is
in
looking
West
for
Hall.
Nora's calendar.
She's looking for
She
Nora's
knows about the
calendar.
notes.
Sam stopped. Nora Jenkins? Chloe nodded.
Maya
said
warned
the
about the red files, and Denise mentioned
said
handwritten notes and personal calendars.
The old resident has been
Sam
writing
muttered
things down
something
longer
under his
than most
breath.
staff have worked there.
That old woman's
Can
been
we help
writing
Nora?
things down since before
can't
half
help
this
both
staff
Nora
was
and
born.
Maya at the
Can
same
we help
time.
her? Not both at once. Chloe looked terrified.
Go
Sam
west and
lowered
keep
his
Denise
voice.
away from Nora
You
as
go
long
west.
as possible
Keep
while I
Denise away
search for
from
the
Nora
drive
as long
and
as
the
you
room
can.
shield.
I'll find the drive. And the shield?
If the shield is turned
Sam
off
looked
too
toward the
early,
service
management will
stairwell.
rush everything.
After the
But if they
drive.
wait too long,
If we
Maya
turn off
remains
the
buried
shield
in
too early,
isolation.
they'll rush everything.
I
If we
cannot
wait
do
too
this.
long,
Do it
Maya
first,
stays
Vi.
buried. Chloe shook
Do
her
it for
head.
the first
I
resident whose
can't
chart
do
you
this.
knew was wrong.
Sam held her gaze.
Go!
Then don't do it
Get
for
to
yourself.
West Hall, Chloe,
Do it
and
for
don't
the
look
first
back.
resident whose chart you knew was wrong. Chloe's eyes filled. He stepped back into the hall. Go. Chloe turned toward West Hall. Sam moved toward the chapel corridor. Inside the reflection room,
This
Maya
is
marked
completely
another minute
unacceptable.
on the paper.
Maya needs to
She had
stand down.
counted 14 since
We have a
Raymond gave the
situation
order.
report due in 10
Maybe
minutes.
15. Sound traveled
We
unevenly
want to
through
assure the
walls.
public that this is being
Time did
treated
not.
as suspected
Time
fraud,
was honest
and we
if
are
she kept
taking
it
every
close.
measure for
She stood
resident
near
protection.
the door again. Raymond's voice returned
Should the
in
family be
fragments
cleared
as he
from the
passed
lobby?
the hall.
No.
Press statement
I
ready.
want witnesses to
No,
see
don't
Maya
mention
taken out.
federal.
Keep the residents
Say
in their
suspected
rooms.
fraud. Say residents protected.
What about the elderly
Yes.
resident who keeps
Sheriff
asking
Briggs
questions?
is present.
Denise is handling
Maya
her.
stepped closer. Another voice answered him. Harold Pike, the security supervisor. Do you want the family members cleared from the lobby? No, Raymond said. I want witnesses. I want them to see her taken out. And the residents? Keep them in their rooms. What about Miss Jenkins? She keeps asking questions. Raymond
I believe
paused.
this belongs to us
Denise
now.
is handling her.
You are in
The
my
footsteps
jurisdiction.
moved away. Maya took the dull
The
pen
sheriff still
and
has
wrote
not
3
made the
words on
verification
back
call.
Of Raymond's statement.
I made a judgment.
Nora, Sam,
You accepted Raymond's
Chloe.
version
Then
instead.
she crossed them out. If someone found the paper, it
A
could
little more
expose them.
respect downstairs
She
might
tore
have
the
changed
corner off
things.
instead, chewed it quickly, and swallowed it. No record.
Look, Inspector.
No names.
We appreciate
lock
the concern,
opened.
but perhaps
time,
this is a
Sheriff
bit out
Briggs
of your
came in
depth.
without Raymond.
We handle
Deputy
things
Lanier
differently
stayed
here.
at the door.
Sign
Briggs
this,
held
Maya.
Maya's credential
We can
card
frame this
between
whole
2
thing as a
fingers.
misunderstanding,
You're making
and you
this
walk
harder
out of
than
here
it
without
needs to be.
handcuffs.
And if I
Maya said.
refuse?
You still haven't called. I
You
made
are
a
facing
judgment.
serious local
No.
charges if you don't
You
comply.
accepted Raymond's.
This is a federally
Briggs
funded
slipped the
care
card
facility,
back into his
Sheriff.
pocket.
Interfering with an active
You know,
inspection.
It will be
if
hard
you'd
to
shown a
prove
little
without a
respect
recording.
Downstairs, maybe this wouldn't have gone this way.
Truth does not
Maya
always
stared
need
at
a
him.
microphone.
Respect is not surrender.
Sheriff,
Briggs's mouth
we have a
tightened.
situation down here.
You
Need you in
people
the lobby now.
always want to turn simple things into history. Maya did not blink.
Think about what I
Deputy
said.
Lanier looked down. Briggs stepped closer. I'm going to give you one more chance. Sign Raymond's statement. I'll write
Good
this as a
morning, Nora.
misunderstanding. You can walk out without
I'm
cuffs.
just popping in to do
And
the
if I don't
quarterly
sign,
inventory check
then
on your
you'll
supplies.
be removed for
Won't take long
trespass,
at all.
obstruction,
I'm clearing
and
clutter,
disorderly
including
conduct
papers,
in a
notes, and
federally
calendars
funded
that might
care
confuse the
facility.
care team.
During
My
an
care
active
team does
inspection,
not read what I write.
after my documents were seized,
You've been writing things
and
in
my
here that aren't true.
communications were
This
cut.
is a clinical chart,
Briggs
not a
smiled
diary.
thinly.
Excuse me,
Hard to
Denise.
prove with no
It's time for
recording.
the pharmacy
Maya
count.
looked toward the dead
That can
camera
wait.
in the
I need to
corner,
focus on this
then
now.
back at him. People always think truth
But the
needs a
pharmacy
microphone,
needs approval immediately,
she said.
Supervisor.
Briggs stared at her for a moment, as if trying to decide whether she knew something he did not. Then his radio crackled. Sheriff, Mr. Cross wants you in the lobby.
Victor asked
Briggs
for
backed
Denise.
toward the door. Think about what I said. He left. The lock clicked again. Maya marked another minute.
I will
in
be
West
back.
Hall,
I will
Denise
still be
Carver
there.
entered Nora Jenkins's room without knocking. Nora sat in her wheelchair near the bed, hands folded in her lap. Denise smiled. Miss Jenkins, we're doing some housekeeping. Nora looked at the plastic bin in Denise's hands.
Close the door, Chloe.
That's so?
Just halfway,
Just
mind you.
clearing clutter. Papers, notes, calendars. Anything that
She
might
mustn't
confuse
find
your
this.
care
It's
team.
all written here.
My care team doesn't read what I write. Denise
What
moved
if
to
Miss
the bedside
Carver
drawer.
returns?
That's because you write things that aren't
If I
always
give you
accurate.
the calendar, Denise
Nora
will
watched
take
her
it.
open the drawer.
It must
Chloe
stay with
appeared
me
at
for
the door
now.
with a supply tray. Denise, pharmacy needs
you
account
scared?
confirmation.
I
Denise
am.
did not turn. Later,
Fear means
they
you
said
still
now.
know right
Denise
from
pulled
wrong.
out a stack of greeting cards and shook them. Nothing fell. Nora's right hand moved slowly to the edge of the seat cushion beneath her. Chloe saw it. Denise did not. Denise,
Go help the man
Chloe
who fixes
said,
what everyone
louder
else
this
breaks.
time. Victor asked for you. That made Denise stop. She looked from Chloe to Nora, then to the cushion. Nora placed both hands flat on her lap. Denise's eyes narrowed. I'll be back. Nora smiled
I'll need
faintly.
those reports by noon.
I'll be here. Denise
And make sure
left
the
the
new
room,
resident data is
brushing
updated
hard
immediately.
past Chloe. Chloe waited 1 second,
Sam!
then stepped inside.
Sam Whitaker!
Nora whispered. Close the door halfway.
Are you in here?
Chloe did. Nora reached beneath the cushion and pulled out a small
grabbing these
calendar
old
with
cords,
a blue
Victor.
cover. If I give
Had a
this to
flicker
you,
down in the West
she'll
Hall. Thought
take
these
it.
might fix it.
Chloe shook
You know
her
how
head.
the wiring is.
Then
Just
don't
checking
give it
this
to me.
chapel outlet here.
Nora studied her.
The monitors
Are you
down in the
scared?
West Hall have
Yes.
been flickering
Good.
all morning.
That means you still know right from wrong.
Sam was told
Chloe
to help
swallowed.
with the auxiliary
Nora
drive.
tucked the calendar back beneath the
Victor
cushion
also
and sat on
warned
it
about
again.
avoiding another
Then
electrical
go help
fault.
the man who fixes what everyone else
Open the
breaks.
cabinet, Sam.
In the
I wanna
chapel
see what's behind
corridor,
every single
Sam
one of
opened
these.
the hymn
Yes, sir.
cabinet and found the seam in the wall behind it. Behind him, Victor shouted from the administrative wing, Sam, where are you? Sam froze with one hand on the panel. The timer in Maya's locked room
Go to the
passed
server
20
closet.
minutes. Raymond Cross still had 10 left. Inside the Federal Command van parked 2 blocks from Rose Harbor. Agent Daniel Reeves stared at a black screen. Maya Williams's signal had vanished 23 minutes earlier. Not weakened, not delayed, not interrupted by normal interference.
We move through the staff
Gone.
entrance,
Daniel
neutralizing
stood over
camera
the
4.
operations table with both
Is
hands
the judiciary
planted on
approval
the edge.
confirmed for that
A
sector?
map of Rose Harbor covered the center of it.
Every exit
Marked
is
with
tracked.
exits,
We
staff
move through the staff
entrances,
corridors,
camera
bypass the
locations,
cameras, and
utility
extract via the
rooms,
rear service
and
drive.
the service drive behind the kitchen. 3 agents sat at monitors along the wall.
Check the secondary
None of them
channel
were
again.
speaking now. Try the secondary channel again, Daniel said.
The body recorder
An
is
analyst
dead.
typed fast.
The watch beacon
No
is dead.
response. Body recorder.
And we have no tower
dead.
ping.
Watch beacon. Dead. Phone. No tower ping since signal loss. Daniel looked at the timestamp on the screen. He had worked with Maya on 4 federal healthcare fraud operations. She did not lose equipment. She did not forget check-ins. She did not go quiet because a conversation became uncomfortable.
We're
Eleanor
losing the
Brooks
signal.
stood near the
ETA
rear
on the
door of the
warrant.
van, holding a folder against her chest. She had not opened it in 10
We still do
minutes.
not know the inspector
federal
is in immediate
prosecutor's
danger.
face remained
We don't have time to wait
controlled,
for the legal threshold.
but her eyes kept
He's out there
moving
alone
to the
because of
clock.
this.
We still do not know
The
that
inspector
she is in
entered with a
immediate
valid
danger.
federal inspection
Eleanor
order
said.
and disappeared
Daniel
inside a
turned.
facility
We know
already
she
under
entered with a
investigation
valid
for
federal
destroying
inspection
records.
order and
Breaching
disappeared
without a
inside
clean
facility
trigger could let
under
the facility
investigation for
argue
destroying
intimidation,
records.
overreach,
We also know
and
that if
evidence
we breach
contamination
without a clean
before
trigger,
trial.
Cross's attorney
If we
will
wait
argue
too long, there may be no
intimidation,
evidence left to
overreach,
contaminate.
and contamination of evidence before we ever
I have
reach
new
trial.
traffic camera information.
Daniel looked back at the dark monitor.
The local sheriff
If
entered
we
the
wait
facility
too
front
long,
lot with 2
there may
deputies
not
and
be
made no
evidence left to
verification
contaminate.
request to federal
One of the
offices
agents
or the
at
court
side
clerk.
station raised a hand.
The facility manager
Traffic
likely called the
camera
sheriff.
caught Sheriff
The
Briggs
inspector
entering
warned
the
us
front
they had
lot
local
8 minutes
protection.
ago.
Now the
Daniel's
inspector
head
is dark,
snapped toward
and the
him.
sheriff is inside.
Local sheriff?
The food service
Yes.
truck arrived at the rear
2
entrance
deputies.
2 minutes ago,
No call
but they
to our
haven't started
office.
unloading
No
yet.
verification
Why is it
request
just sitting
through
there?
HHS OIG.
Zoom in on the cab.
No inquiry
Look at his
to the court
hands.
clerk.
He's
Eleanor
annoyed.
closed her eyes for half a second.
Can we get a closer look at the
Daniel said,
manifest?
Raymond
clearly
called
wasn't
him.
expecting the
We
door
don't
to
know
close.
that. Eleanor said, no.
Two
Daniel
staff
said,
members moved a
but
covered
Maya
cart
told
toward
us
the
Cross had
administrative
local
wing just
protection.
before the truck arrived.
Now our inspector is dark. and his
Concentrated
sheriff
thermal
is
movement
inside.
near the chapel
The
corridor and
analyst at the
administrative
monitor
wing.
spoke
More
again.
than normal morning
We
staff
have
traffic.
movement at
Mobilize
the
on
rear
the chapel
service
corridor
entrance.
now. Go.
No exit yet.
Why would
A
they
food
move
delivery
records through
truck
the chapel
pulled in
corridor?
12 minutes ago.
Because it's not
It
listed
hasn't
as
unloaded.
record storage.
Daniel leaned over the screen. Show me. The feed came from a street camera at an angle. Grainy. Partial view. A white delivery truck sat near the rear of Rose Harbor. The driver stood by the cab.
The door opened and
smoking,
closed in less than 2
looking annoyed.
seconds.
The rear door
Rewind
of the
that
facility
sequence,
opened
analyst.
once,
Focus on the
then
transfer
closed
point.
quickly. What went
Two
in?
staff moved a covered
Daniel
cart
asked.
toward the administrative
Can't see.
wing just before the truck
two staff
arrived.
members moved a
They're
covered
removing
cart
evidence.
toward the
We have to
administrative
move
wing
now.
just before the truck
The
arrived.
cart movement could be
Daniel
routine.
looked at Eleanor.
Thermal activity
Eleanor's
near the
voice was
chapel
low.
corridor and
That could be
administrative
routine.
wing.
Daniel did not answer. Another agent
Look at the
said,
chapel corridor. That's
thermal
way above
shows
normal traffic.
concentrated movement near the chapel corridor and administrative
What
wing.
is the thermal reading on the
More
lower
than morning
level?
staff traffic.
Excuse me, Miss
Daniel
Williams,
pointed
but I
to
don't
the
believe
map.
you have jurisdiction here.
Chapel
This is a
corridor.
federal matter, Mr.
Why would
Kessler.
records
I am
move through a
authorized
chapel
under Title
corridor?
18, Section
Eleanor stepped
3052.
closer. Because
The
it
chapel
is not
corridor
listed
is
as
not
record
listed
storage.
as record storage.
The van went quiet. Daniel straightened. How long since Maya went dark? 24 minutes.
How long has Maya been dark?
The analyst said.
24 minutes.
Daniel picked up his radio. Team 1.
Front team,
hold
hold
front
approach. Rear team,
2,
cover the service
cover
entrance.
rear service.
I'm ordering
No
the
entry
rear
without
service
my
entrance
order.
covered.
Confirm
no
no
entry
civilian
without my
exits.
command.
A
And
voice
confirm
answered.
that no civilians are
Team
exiting.
1. Holding. Another followed.
Front and rear
Team
teams are
2
holding.
has rear
Local
covered.
units are visible
Local
at the
units
front.
visible at
No
front.
confrontation has
no
begun.
confrontation. Daniel lowered the radio but did not
We need a
release
clear
it.
trigger,
Eleanor
Daniel.
watched him.
I know you're worried about
Daniel,
Maya, but we
he
must
knew what she
protect
was
the
going to
case and
say.
adhere to federal
We
standards.
need the trigger.
We can't
She
risk the
said.
trial.
I know.
If Maya is
If
detained,
Maya is
communications
detained,
were intentionally
if
blocked, or
communications
evidence
were
destruction is
intentionally
underway,
blocked,
they have cause,
if
but we
evidence
need something we can
destruction is
articulate
underway,
clearly.
we
This
have
blackout
it.
is something.
But we need something
It
we
is
can
not
articulate.
enough by itself.
Daniel pointed at the dark monitor. That is something. It is not enough by itself. He turned away, jaw tight. Outside the van, the street looked ordinary. A lawn crew worked half a block away. A woman walked a small dog past the corner. A mail truck stopped at the curb. Rose Harbor's front entrance remained clean
It's
and
almost
quiet
too
from the
clean.
outside.
That's exactly what we're here
the
to
kind of
prove.
place families wanted to trust. Daniel hated that most. Inside Rose Harbor, Sam Whitaker kept one hand on the hidden panel behind the hymn cabinet and listened to Victor's footsteps coming closer. Sam!
Sam?
Victor shouted again.
What are you doing over here?
I asked where
Just
you were.
checking the chapel outlets,
Sam
Victor.
pulled his hand
Making
away
sure
from
we
the
don't
seam
overload
and
the
stepped
circuits.
out from behind the cabinet, carrying a bundle of old extension
I'm checking
cords
the
he had
chapel
grabbed from
outlet
the shelf.
because the
Chapel
West
outlet.
Hall monitors
Sam
had been
called.
flickering.
You said the West Hall monitors were flickering last
I told you
week.
to help with the
I was
auxiliary
checking
drive.
load.
Yes,
Victor
but
stopped at
stabilizing the
chapel
bypass
entrance.
capacitor
His
prevents a
eyes went to the
cascade
cabinet,
failure in the
then
primary
the cords,
conduit.
Then Sam's face.
Open the hymn cabinet
I told you
now.
to help with the auxiliary drive. You also told me the last thing we need today is another electrical fault. Victor looked past him. Open that cabinet. Sam's grip tightened around the cords. Nothing in there but hymn books and Christmas candles. Open it. Sam obeyed slowly. Victor stepped in, pushed aside the hymnals, and stared at the back wall. For one terrible second, Sam thought he saw the seam. Then Victor's phone buzzed. He checked the screen and
Sam,
swore under his
get to the
breath.
server closet now.
Raymond.
Harold is bringing
Sheriff
the cart.
Eddy. Need status. Victor looked back at Sam. Get to the server closet. Now. Harold is bringing the cart. Sam nodded. On my way. Victor left first. Sam waited 2 seconds, then pulled a small strip of blue painter's tape from his pocket and stuck it under the hymn shelf, near the hidden seam. Not enough for Victor to notice.
I told you to
Enough for
restock
Sam
room
to find it
3B an
fast when
hour
he came
ago.
back.
Why is this
In
tray
West
still
Hall,
full? Move it!
Chloe walked away from Nora's room with her supply tray.
I want every
held
room
steady
checked.
in both
That
hands.
includes drawers,
Denise
bedside
was at the
tables,
nurse's
cushions,
station,
and picture frames.
barking orders
I
at a
want
staff
anything the
aide.
residents have
I
written
want
down.
every room checked.
But the families.
Denise
The families
said.
are not there.
Drawers, bedside
Denise,
tables,
sorry to interrupt,
under
but Dr.
cushions,
Evans is asking
behind
for you up in
frames.
West.
If a resident wrote it, I want it.
Victor asked for the
aide
controlled
hesitated.
medication discrepancy
Families
report.
won't like that. Families aren't here. Chloe stopped near the medication
What
cart.
discrepancy do you mean,
Denise,
Chloe? And where is
Victor
the paper?
asked for the controlled
Victor said you
medication
had it.
discrepancy report. Denise turned sharply. What discrepancy? Chloe held up the tray. That's
Stay
what
there.
he said. Denise stared at her. Where is the paper? He said you had it. For the first time, Denise looked uncertain. Chloe kept her face blank. Denise snapped. Stay here. She left toward administration. The moment she turned the corner, Chloe moved. She stepped into the small alcove near the linen shelf, pulled the unsigned statement from her pocket, and wrote 3 words on the back with a shaking hand. Chapel. Blue tape. Then she folded it again and slid it beneath the rubber edge of the medication card handle. Sam would check that card if he had to cross West Hall.
We need to
He
secure the
checked
perimeter
everything.
now.
In the reflection room,
I told you this would
Maya
happen.
heard
Where
the
is he?
hallway shift. The voices
went down
were
the
thinner
east
now,
corridor.
more spread out. Raymond had left the immediate corridor. Victor was farther
205.
away. Denise was moving hard, angry. Briggs had returned toward the lobby.
The manager needs the
Maya
sheriff for
marked another
legitimacy.
minute. 25.
Operations
She looked
needs
at the
30 minutes
closed
for
door and
evidence.
spoke softly.
Nursing supervisor needs
Not
the
for
notes.
anyone outside, but to keep her mind ordered. Raymond needs the sheriff for legitimacy. Victor needs 30 minutes for evidence. Denise
If the
needs
room
Nora's
shield was
notes.
installed after
Chloe
construction,
needs
it
courage.
must need power and a
Sam
local
needs
controller,
access.
and that the
She
controller
stopped.
would be close
Sam
but not
needed
inside the
access.
reflection
Her
room.
eyes went to the wall plate near the floor. If the room shield had been installed after construction, it needed power and a local controller. The controller would not be inside the reflection room. It would be close enough to cover the room. Utility closet, hall cabinet, maintenance panel.
We have a
Sam would know that.
microburst.
If Chloe
The
reached
inspector's
him,
signal just
if
spiked.
Nora held long enough, if Daniel understood silence, Maya marked another
It was not a
minute.
full signal, but a
Outside,
flicker under
in the
1
command
second.
van,
An
the
encrypted device
analyst
trying to
suddenly sat
reconnect and
forward.
failing.
I have a microburst. Daniel
The signal
crossed
location
van
is
in
still
2
inside
steps.
the facility,
From
east
Maya,
interior, possibly
not
the
full
conference
signal.
wing. This
A
confirms
flicker.
the inspector is
Less than
inside
1
and being
second.
blocked, not just missing.
Encrypted
That's
device
intentional
tried to
blocking.
reconnect and failed.
Say that
Location?
again.
Still inside Rose
Are
Harbor.
you sure that's the legal
East
threshold?
Interior. Maybe conference wing. Daniel
If the
looked at
device tried to
Eleanor.
reconnect from
Eleanor's
inside the
face
building and all
changed.
channels are suppressed,
Intentional
they have probable
blocking.
intentional
Say it
interference,
again.
giving the team a stronger
If the
legal
device tried
footing.
to reconnect and failed from inside the building, and all channels are suppressed, we have probable intentional interference. Daniel lifted his radio.
Enhancing the
Before
feed.
he spoke,
They're moving the cart now.
The rear camera feed
Track
changed.
it. I
The
want
delivery
eyes on that
truck's back
package until
door
it's
opened.
secured.
Harold Pike and another guard appeared with
Team
a locked
2,
cart.
if that cart leaves the
Daniel's
building,
voice
stop
went
it.
cold.
Not
Team
yet,
2,
Daniel. We still need
stop
one
that
more
cart if it
confirmation.
leaves the building, Eleanor said.
They are
Daniel.
moving evidence.
Not yet. He looked at the screen.
I
They are
insist on
moving
one more
evidence.
confirmation.
Then, get one more confirmation.
We have a
The
local
analyst
news van,
said.
Channel 6, approaching the
Incoming
facility
local
on Front
media.
Street.
Van approaching Front Street. Daniel
He's
stared
playing
at
the
him.
media.
Media?
It's a setup.
Yes.
The facility
Channel
manager is
6.
staging something.
Logo. Daniel's face hardened. Raymond is staging something. He grabbed his vest from the wall. Eleanor did not
There
stop
must be
him
no
this time.
entry until the
She
trigger
only
is
said,
unmistakable.
No entry until the trigger is unmistakable. Daniel pulled the vest on and looked at Maya's dead signal on the monitor. Then
must
let's
be ready when she gives them
it
the
to
trigger.
us. Sam reached the server closet with the extension cord still in his arms and his pulse beating hard in his ears. Victor was already there. Harold Pike stood beside him with the locked cart, and a second security guard waited near the rear hall. The cart had a gray cover pulled over it, but Sam knew the shape underneath. Fireproof file boxes, external drives, the kind of equipment nobody
Open it
moved
now.
unless they knew exactly what it contained.
Should the
Victor
auxiliary
pointed
drive
at the
be
access
removed
panel.
or erased?
Open it. Sam set down the cords.
It
You
needs
want
to be
the
removed
auxiliary
and
drive
sanitized
pulled
right
or
now,
wiped?
Sam. That is
Victor
not
stared
how
at
this
him.
system works, Victor.
Both.
We
That's
can't just
not how
wipe
it
a
works.
drive like that.
It works, however, I tell you it works. Sam opened the panel with his maintenance key. Inside, a small server rack blinked in blue and green. One black drive enclosure
This is
sat
the
on the lower
Archive
shelf,
Backup B.
labeled with a plain
Extract
white
the contents
sticker.
now.
Archive Backup B. Victor
Removing an
stepped closer.
active drive could
That
destabilize
one.
the array,
Sam
sir.
kept his hand on the cabinet
We risk
door.
system-wide
If I pull
corruption.
it while it's writing, you could corrupt the
You
whole
are
system.
deliberately delaying
Victor's
this
eyes
process,
narrowed.
aren't you?
That sounds
It
like
is
a delay.
simply electricity.
That sounds like electricity. Harold Pike looked uneasy.
The facility
Mr.
manager
Hale,
will be angry
it
if the
corrupts,
system is corrupted.
Mr. Cross
The
will be
manager will
mad.
be worse if
Victor
the records
turned on
remain
him.
readable.
Mr. Cross will be worse if it stays readable. Sam looked down at the rack and saw the second enclosure behind the first, almost hidden by bundled cable. No label.
These are the primary
no inventory
archives right
tag.
here.
Just a
The
red
audit
dot
trail is
marked on the
centralized
side with
and
permanent
completely
marker.
transparent.
That was the one. Victor was pointing at the decoy
Every
or
movement,
the partial backup.
slow
The real
and
archive
visible.
sat farther back, Sam reached toward the front drive. Victor grabbed his wrist.
Sir, I need you
Not
to
hard
stand
enough
over
to hurt
here,
him,
where I can
but
see
enough
you.
to stop him. Slow, Victor said. I want to see every step. Sam looked at Victor's hand
35,
until Victor let
36,
go.
37,
Then stand where
38,
you can
39,
see.
40,
Sam
41,
said.
42.
Victor moved beside him. Sam powered down the front enclosure. He let the progress light blink. He counted under his breath, not for the drive, but for Maya.
Here it is, Mr. Hale.
27 minutes
All
since
secure.
Raymond's order.
Good. Let's get
Maybe
this logged into
28.
the card immediately.
If the room
right away,
shield
sir.
stayed on much longer, the federal team outside would still
Erase
be
the
blind.
server now.
He pulled the front drive free.
I only have
and handed
maintenance
it to
override
Victor.
for the cabinet,
Victor
not
turned it
permission to
over,
erase the medical
checked
data.
the label, and placed it into the
This is
cart.
taking too long.
Now wipe the
We're losing
server,
the connection.
Victor said. Sam
But the
shook his
medication
head.
logs, are they
Need
compromised?
admin access. You have maintenance override. That opens the cabinet. It doesn't erase medical data. Victor took out a tablet. Then I'll do it. Sam watched him type. Across the building, Chloe reached the medication cart and saw the folded statement still tucked beneath the rubber handle. For 1 second, she almost took it back. Then she see Denise coming from administration with a hard look
Chloe
and empty
Martin.
hands. Chloe.
Is
Denise
there a
called.
reason you're idling by
Why
this
are you
cart,
standing
nurse?
there?
We have inspectors
Chloe
arriving.
pulled open the
97,
cart drawer.
98, 99.
Counting.
Vial count
Counting
verified.
what?
Dr. Evans' order
Controlled
confirmed.
medication.
You know you can't
Denise
count
came
without permission,
closer.
Miss Martin. That's a
I didn't
serious
tell you to
breach.
do that.
I know, but Mr.
Victor
Hale
asked for
specifically
discrepancy
requested I confirm the
confirmation.
discrepancy
Victor
immediately.
asked me.
The
Chloe
logbook
lifted
shows
the
a
logbook.
discrepancy in the dotted
Then
count.
you should sign
Will you
the
sign
count.
here to take
Denise
responsibility for
stopped.
the count during
If
your
she
inspection?
refused,
That's unacceptable.
Chloe
We
could
need
say
to recount
Denise ignored a
immediately.
medication discrepancy. If she signed, her name went on another live record while federal inspection materials were in the building. Chloe had never trapped
Policy.
anyone
I need you to
before.
sign here for the waste.
Her voice
I know the
almost
policy,
failed,
Chloe. Let me see
but she
that.
held the logbook out. Denise snatched it. Give me that. As Denise looked down, Chloe slid the folded note from the handle into her palm and tucked it under the medication tray. Not enough to hide forever. Long enough for Sam.
Stay away from
Denise
Mrs.
signed
Jenkins
one
in the
line
West Hall.
without
Is that
reading
clear?
and shoved the book back.
Why?
Stay away from Nora Jenkins. Chloe met her eyes.
Confused
Denise's
residents
face
become more
changed.
confused
Chloe
when frightened
instantly regretted
employees
the
put
word,
ideas in their heads.
But it was too late. Denise
The resident
stepped
knew
closer.
exactly what she was asking,
Because
Denise.
confused
Mrs. Gable
residents
was
get confused faster
I suggest you
when
focus on your
frightened
duties,
employees put
unless you want to
ideas in their
jeopardize your
heads.
position here.
She asked a question in the
You need
lobby.
to be very
She
careful
doesn't
with
know
this.
what she asked. Yes, she does.
am
Denise's voice
careful.
dropped. Be very careful, Chloe. Chloe's hand tightened on the cart handle. I am. Denise stared at her for another second, then turned toward West Hall. Chloe waited until she passed, then pushed the medication cart toward the service corridor. Slowly, not running, not suspicious. Just another nurse moving through a bad morning. In the reflection room, Maya heard the cart. Not the heavy one from administration. Lighter. Medication. Wheels. Rubber. Not metal. It passed near the door. Slowed. Then continued. Maya stepped closer. A soft scrape came from outside. Something slid beneath
What
the door.
exactly was it that
A
came under
folded
the
piece
door?
of paper stopped
Just a
near
building
her
falling
shoe.
apart, Inspector.
Maya picked it up.
Happens all the time
It was
here.
blank on one side.
The
On
court
other,
order can
written
now
in
be
shaky
verified
letters.
here, in front of
Chapel.
all present
Blue.
witnesses.
Tape. Maya folded it once and put it in her blouse cuff. Then the door opened so quickly, she barely had time to turn. Victor entered. His eyes went to her hands. Maya kept them visible.
This false
and
summary
empty.
goes to the sheriff,
What was that?
the licensing
He asked.
board, and the press.
What? He
Your
looked at the
accusation
floor,
regarding the
then
medical
at the door
record is
gap.
unfounded.
Something
The staff
came
will say they
under
were
here.
pressured.
Maya
They were
looked down as
threatened.
if seeing nothing. Maybe
We
your
pay them.
building is falling apart.
do what we say.
Victor stepped inside and shut the door behind
We'll
him.
issue a public
He carried
statement,
the tablet
arrange
now.
for your local
The thin
removal,
folder
and
was
circulate
gone.
a story
You
that
think
paints
you're
you as an
clever,
employee who
he said.
overstepped.
I think you're running out of minutes.
By tomorrow, your
He smiled,
supervisors will be
but his
answering
face was
questions, and
tight.
by next week,
No,
nobody will care
Inspector.
what you came to
You
inspect.
are. He placed the tablet on the table
Where
and
exactly
turned it
is the
toward
fraud
her.
documentation?
The screen showed a document with her name
This
at the
accusation.
top. Maya
It's meant to
Williams'
place a
unauthorized
suspicious
access
packet near my
summary.
name.
Below it were
An
bullet
earlier
points.
folder had no custody
Unauthorized
record
entry.
and no source,
Attempted
and the
acquisition
new
of protected
summary
records.
falsely connects me to
Staff
systems I
intimidation.
never touched.
Refusal to provide verifiable credentials.
Somewhere in the building there must
Maya
be a
read
packet designed to
silently.
make me look like
Victor
the person
said,
who mishandled
this
data.
is what Sheriff Briggs will receive. This is
I don't
what the
believe you're being
licensing
entirely
board will
truthful.
receive.
You should stick to
This
paperwork,
is what the
sweetheart. This is a
press will
man's
receive.
job.
I dare you to
Licensing
repeat that
board,
during the public
you
inquiry.
investigate healthcare facilities. You touched medical record
sheriff
systems
wants the
without
inspector brought out.
authorization.
A
I
news
touched
crew is
nothing.
setting up outside.
Victor tapped the screen. You
The
demanded
facility
access.
manager wants it now.
Several staff members will say you pressured them. Staff you threatened. Staff Raymond Payee. Maya looked at him.
This is highly
That sounded
inappropriate.
more honest
You are
than you
overstepping your
intended.
authority,
Victor
and I won't
leaned
have
over
the
the
facility
table.
jeopardized
Let
by
me
these
explain what
baseless
happens
theories.
next. Raymond
needs more
releases a
time.
statement. The sheriff removes you.
I only need her
By
in
afternoon,
cuffs.
the story is a young federal employee overstepped, tried to bully a senior care facility, and got caught.
You're making the
By
exact
tomorrow,
same
your
mistake as the
supervisors
facility
are answering
manager.
questions. By next week,
What mistake do you
nobody
mean?
cares what you were
You are
actually
confusing
here to
control
inspect.
with
Maya
evidence.
looked at the tablet again.
Turn
Where's
around.
the fraud documentation? Victor's
Ma'am,
mouth twitched.
you need to step back inside
What
the room
fraud?
now. Ma'am.
The one you're trying to put near my name. He said nothing. Maya continued. You brought me a folder earlier. No custody record. No source. You wanted my fingerprints on it. Now you have a summary accusing me of unauthorized access to systems I never touched. So somewhere in this building is a packet prepared to make me look like the person who mishandled data. Victor watched her with flat eyes. You are not as good at this as you think, Maya said. His face hardened. You people never know when silence would save you. Maya held his stare. Say that in the lobby. He stepped closer. You are not walking back into that lobby as an inspector. The door opened behind him. Harold Pike stood there. Mr. Hale, Sheriff Briggs wants her brought out. News crew is setting up. Victor turned. All ready? Mr. Cross said now. Victor looked back at Maya. For the first time,
Did they activate the room shield?
uncertainty crossed his face.
Maya is being
The
transferred.
data was not done. The drive was not fully secured. Sam was still near the server
Handled.
closet. Chloe was moving. Nora still had the calendar. Raymond was rushing the performance. Maya saw Victor understand that. You need more time, she said. Victor shut off the tablet. No, I need you in cuffs.
Let's step back
He
inside
nodded
now,
to
sir.
Harold.
Everything is quite
Harold
all right.
stepped
But who
aside,
is she?
And Deputy Ford appeared with a pair of handcuffs in one hand. Maya's eyes moved to the cuffs, then to Victor. You're making the same mistake Raymond made, she said. Victor said, which one? You think control and evidence are the same thing. Deputy Ford entered. Turn around. Maya did not. Harold shifted nervously. Ma'am. Maya looked past
Keep
them
walking.
into the hall.
Move it.
At the far end, Chloe stood beside the medication cart. Her face was pale, but her eyes did
Frame the
not
shot
drop.
right around the front
Behind
desk,
her,
gentlemen. Let's make sure
Sam
everyone
emerged
sees
from
the
service
inspector.
corridor pushing a cart of folded linens.
Did she
A
claim to
strip
be a
of blue
federal
tape
officer?
was stuck to the back of his
She was
hand.
highly
He had
suspicious.
seen the message.
This is a local
Maya turned
matter
around.
until we confirm
Deputy
her
Ford
identity.
closed the cuffs around her wrists. Victor exhaled, satisfied too soon. In the chapel corridor, the tablet on the server rack flashed.
He's watching the south
Wipe
exit. We have maybe 30
initiated.
seconds.
Sam pushed
Understood.
the linen cart
I'll
past the
divert the
medication
feed.
cart without looking at Chloe. As they crossed,
We
Chloe
need to
whispered,
talk about the room shield.
The room shield?
It is next.
Sam kept walking. Next, he said. Deputy Ford guided Maya out of the reflection room with one hand on her elbow and the other near his belt. He did not pull hard. He did not need to. The handcuffs were enough for Raymond's performance. Victor walked ahead, tablet tucked under his arm, face composed again. Harold Pike followed behind, his eyes moving from Maya's cuffs to the floor and back again. The hallway felt different now. More doors
Mr.
were
Henderson,
closed.
let's go
More
back
staff
inside
had
now.
disappeared. A few residents watched
But
from
what
open
happened to
doorways
her?
until aides quietly moved them back. Maya kept her pace steady. Every step gave her another angle, another count, another sound. From the service corridor, she heard the linen cart. Sam, he was still moving. Near the medication station, Chloe stood with a chart in her hands. She looked like she was reading, but her eyes followed Maya the whole time. Maya did not turn her head. She only slowed for half a step when Victor looked away. That was enough. Chloe saw the folded note tucked inside Maya's blouse cuff. Maya shifted her wrist slightly, letting the paper drop. It fell near the base of the medication cart. Deputy Ford did not notice.
Keep moving.
Chloe moved her shoe over.
We have confirmed that
Victor
Inspector
looked back.
Williams was present
Keep
during
walking,
the incident.
Maya did. When they reached the main corridor, Raymond's
Rose Harbor
voice
Senior Living
carried
Center
from
is
the
fully
lobby.
cooperating with
Make
the
sure
authorities.
camera gets
We take
the
these
front desk in
accusations
the frame.
seriously and will
I
ensure
want
full
people to see where
transparency
she
throughout the
tried to force her
investigation.
way in.
Did the cuffed woman
A
claim
local
to be a
reporter
federal
asked.
officer?
This is
Mr.
clearly
Cross,
a case of
are you
impersonation
saying
and
she claimed
fraud.
to be a
We
federal
take the
officer?
safety of our residents
I am
very
saying
seriously.
She entered
She used
my
suspicious
facility with
documents
suspicious
and
documents
frightened our staff
and attempted
to gain
frighten my
unauthorized
staff into
access to
handing over
private medical
records.
records.
Sheriff Briggs added. We're
The matter is
handling
being handled locally
until
until the
her
inspector's
identity
identity can be
Maya
confirmed.
heard that clearly. Until her identity can be confirmed.
call
He
this
still
whole
had
thing
not
a
made the
confusion,
call.
Inspector.
Victor stopped
It's the
before
only
lobby
way you're
entrance
walking out
and
of here
turned to
clean.
Deputy Ford. Wait here. Then he leaned
You can
toward
still
Maya.
walk out of here,
Last
Inspector,
chance.
before your name
You can
appears on
still say
every
there was
local
confusion.
channel.
You can still walk out without this becoming your name on every local channel.
We appreciate your
Maya
patience
looked
as
past
we
him at
address
the
these
lobby.
unfortunate
Raymond
allegations.
had brought in lights, cameras,
Everything is under
and
control.
witnesses before the server wipe was complete.
You need to
He
check
was
the main
impatient.
server logs, Administrator.
Men like Raymond
They're
could plan
wiping the
corruption
data.
for years and still ruin themselves with pride in 30 seconds. You should check your server, Maya said. Victor's eyes sharpened. Maya gave him nothing else. A phone buzzed in Victor's hand.
Whitaker,
He pulled it out
it's
and
Victor.
read the alert.
Call me
His
back
face
immediately.
tightened. Wipe paused.
Sam, are you
Admin
there?
override required. Maya saw just enough of the screen. Victor turned away fast and called Sam. No answer. He called again. Still no answer. In the service corridor, Sam had parked the linen cart beside a janitor's closet and slipped into the chapel hallway. He moved slower than he wanted. Old knees did not care about federal investigations. His hands knew what to do, but his body made him pay for every crouch, every twist, every hurry. The blue tape still marked the hidden panel behind the hymn cabinet. Sam opened the cabinet, removed the lower shelf, and pressed the seam. The panel shifted inward. Behind it sat a narrow rack with cables running through the wall. One red-marked drive enclosure, and a small network switch blinking steadily. The real archive. Sam pulled a spare maintenance tag from his pocket and stuck it over the red mark. Then he reached behind the rack and disconnected the data cable from the drive. Not power. Not yet.
It's showing
Cutting
as
power
interrupted.
might trigger a failure alert.
Was that an
Disconnecting
override
data
command?
bought time. The wipe process paused because the system could no longer reach the target. Victor would think it was an admin issue. Sam took the red drive from the hidden rack and slid it into the bottom shelf of his linen cart beneath folded towels. In its place, he shoved in an old dead enclosure he had carried for months because he never threw anything away. He closed the panel, replaced the hymn shelf, and pushed the cart out. At the
You
corner,
shouldn't be here, nurse.
Chloe
It's not
appeared.
safe. You need to
Breath
leave.
shallow. Sam stopped. You shouldn't be here. Chloe held out the folded note Maya had dropped. Sam opened it. 2 words were written inside. Shield location? Sam looked up.
The
She's
cuffed
asking.
inspector is being
Chloe
taken
nodded.
to the lobby.
They're
The
taking her
news
to the
cameras
lobby.
are waiting.
News
We have to
cameras are
hurry.
there. Sam folded the note once and put it in his
Can
shirt
you shut
pocket.
off the hidden device?
Then
I
we're
can do
late.
it.
Can you shut it
But
off?
will the administrators
I can.
know?
Will they
If you
know?
do this, there's no
Yes.
going back.
Chloe glanced back
Once
toward
the
the
device
lobby.
is disabled,
Then what happens?
whatever has been kept
Then
outside
whatever
will
they've
finally
been keeping
hear what is
outside
happening inside.
finally hears what's inside. Chloe's face changed.
Do
Outside,
you really think the
Sam
federal
looked at her for a
inspector
second.
entered the
He
facility
had
with
not meant
nobody
to say
knowing
that,
outside?
but she had already chosen. Do you
Go
really
back to
think
West
she
Hall.
walked in here with
The clinical
nobody
supervisor
knowing?
is going
He
after the
asked.
elderly
Chloe
residence
swallowed.
calendar
Sam
again.
pushed the cart toward the utility hall. Get back to West Hall. Denise is going for Nora's calendar again. Chloe turned immediately. In Nora Jenkins's room, Denise had returned
We
with
need
2
you to move
aids
your hands,
and a
Mrs.
plastic
Jenkins.
inventory bin.
You know
Nora
that
sat
calendar
in her
isn't
wheelchair,
approved.
both hands resting on the cushion beneath her.
We're going to
Her
help you
face was
stand for a
calm,
moment, Nora.
Too
No.
calm for Denise's liking. Miss
Oh,
Jenkins,
dear, she's refusing
Denise
to
said,
cooperate right
We're
now.
going to help you stand for a moment.
The resident is
No.
being resistant.
Denise smiled
I
at
am
the aides.
simply being
She's
seated.
being resistant. I'm being seated.
Should we wait?
Nora said. One aide
We
looked
need to get the
uncertain.
resident standing
Miss
now.
Carver, maybe we should wait. Denise
Excuse me, the
snapped.
administrator
I
needs
said,
to see you
help her
immediately.
stand. Chloe entered with
I
a
am
chart.
done chasing your
Denise,
little diversions,
Victor
Chloe.
needs you in admin.
This one is not
Denise
from me,
turned.
Denise.
I am
Please,
done
just look at the
chasing your
chart.
little messages. Chloe
This
stepped
form
deeper
shows the
into the
discrepancy,
room.
Supervisor.
This one is not from me.
I know the
She held
procedure.
out the chart.
Wait, this
Denise
signature.
snatched it. The front page showed a medication
supervisor signed
discrepancy
a live
form,
controlled
signed
medication
by
count with
Denise
an
10
unresolved
minutes earlier.
variance.
Chloe said,
It's right here.
you signed a live controlled
If
medication
federal
count with an
auditors
unresolved
ask why the
variance.
signed medication variance
If
was left
federal
unattended,
auditors ask why you
she will
left it
not be able to
unattended,
explain it for
I
the
won't be able to
supervisor.
explain it for you.
You can either
Denise
search the
stared at her.
residence room
Nora
or fix
watched
the medication
silently.
count before the
Chloe's
problem
voice
becomes
shook,
attached to my
but
signature.
she did not stop. You can search her room.
Do you think
or
you are
can fix
safe?
your count before it becomes your signature.
None of us
On
are.
another problem. Denise's face darkened.
Stay with the resident.
You think you're safe? No, Chloe said. I think none of us are. The aides looked at Denise now. For once, Denise could feel the room turning. She shoved the chart against Chloe's chest. Stay with her. Then she left.
You bought
Chloe
me
shut the
time.
door halfway
It was
and
not
turned to
enough.
Nora. Nora's hand slid beneath the cushion and pulled out the small blue calendar. You bought me time.
Thank you
Nora
all
said.
for coming.
Not enough.
We are fully
Nora
cooperating
held
with the
calendar
authorities
against her
regarding this
chest.
unfortunate
Then
incident involving
we
Miss
make it
Williams.
count.
What should
Back in the
families
front
know right
lobby,
now?
This is
Raymond
an incredibly
positioned
difficult
himself before
time,
the camera
and our
with
hearts go
Sheriff
out to
Briggs
everyone
at his
affected.
side and Maya
We are
in cuffs
cooperating
near the
fully with the
reception
authorities.
desk. The
I want to
reporter from
assure
Channel
everyone
6
that this
raised the
facility is
microphone.
safe. We will
Mr.
not
Cross,
allow any false
what do you
authority to
want
frighten our
families to
residents
know?
or exploit
Raymond
their
took a breath
vulnerability.
and
Would you
spoke
like to
with
apologize
practiced
to the
sorrow.
families before the sheriff
I want them
removes
to
you?
know Rose Harbor is safe.
Make the verification
I
call.
want them to know we will not allow anyone,
We are past
no
the
matter
call.
what false
You are
authority
not
they
past it.
claim,
You are afraid
to
of it.
frighten our residents or exploit their vulnerability.
Excuse me, everyone. If we could just
Maya stood
refocus.
silent.
You destroyed
Raymond
a
turned
federal
toward her.
order,
Miss Williams,
seized my credential,
would you like to apologize
and blocked
to these
my
families
communication.
before the sheriff removes you? Maya looked at
Records
Sheriff
were
Briggs.
moved and a public
Make the
accusation
call.
was staged
Briggs said,
before
"We're
verification.
past that."
These are more threats.
No, Maya said.
It is simply a list.
You are afraid of that.
This list
The
seems
reporter's
largely
eyes
procedural,
moved to
Sheriff.
Briggs.
Mr.
Raymond
Cross,
stepped in quickly.
a word, please, urgently.
This is the behavior we've been dealing with all morning. Maya
Server
said,
logs for the last
you
quarter,
destroyed
they're
a
gone.
federal order.
It looks like a
seized
breach.
my credential, blocked my communication, moved records, and
Fix
are
the
now
problem.
staging a public accusation
I need the maintenance
before
worker.
verifying anything.
Find him.
Raymond smiled for the camera. There it is. More threats. No, Maya said. A list. Victor hurried into the lobby, trying not to look hurried. He leaned close to Raymond. We have a server issue. Raymond's face stiffened. Fix it. I need Sam. Then find him. Victor looked toward the service hall.
Not yet.
At that same moment, Sam opened the utility closet near the reflection room and found the gray metal
had no
box
right to come in
mounted
here.
behind
I
the
am
electrical
authorized
panel.
by federal
It had
mandate.
no facility label.
You are
no
obstructing an
inspection
investigation,
sticker,
Mr. Cross.
and no reason to be there except one.
You are out
the
of
room
line,
shield.
Inspector
He opened
Williams.
his tool pouch,
This administration
pulled out
will not
insulated
be
pliers,
intimidated by
and
these
stared at the
tactics.
power feed. Not yet.
We have
He
definitive
told
proof
himself.
that the transfer
If he cut
logs
it
were
now,
altered right here
they
in
would
this
still
office.
need a few seconds, maybe more. He needed Maya in the lobby.
Your actions
He
today
needed Raymond
constitute
talking.
nothing less than
He needed
intimidation
the
of my
outside to
staff
hear
and
enough.
interference with our
From the lobby
operations.
speakers,
We will be
faint
reporting
but
this
clear through the
misconduct
hall.
immediately.
Raymond's voice rose. This
The
woman
inspector came
here
to intimidate
us.
the facility.
Sam placed one hand on the breaker. Chloe, in Nora's
If
room,
everyone could
heard
just
the same
remain
voice from the
calm.
hallway. Nora closed her fingers around
The
blue
manager
calendar.
always liked
That
an
man
audience.
always did like an audience.
We are
Chloe looked
addressing
toward the
this
door.
situation
I think
internally.
he's about to get one.
Let me be perfectly
Sam did
clear.
not cut the power.
Any unauthorized
Not
interference
yet.
with the main
He kept
systems
his
will be
hand on the
considered an
breaker
act of
and
sabotage
listened to
with
Raymond
severe legal
Cross through
consequences.
the lobby speaker.
Let me be perfectly
Every
clear.
word clear enough
Unauthorized
to carry
access
through
to
the
resident
utility
information
hall.
is a gross
She walked in
violation
with
of
fake
policy
authority.
and, frankly,
Raymond
an
said.
abuse of your
She
authority.
tried to frighten nurses.
Any unauthorized
She tried
access
to
to medical
force her
records
way
will be
into
met with
confidential
immediate
medical
termination
records.
and prosecution.
And when we asked
We will
reasonable
not
questions,
tolerate this hostility.
She became hostile.
I want to
Sam's
assure
fingers
everyone
tightened
that the
around
recent
breaker
reports are
handle.
completely
He wanted
unfounded.
to pull it then.
We operate
He
with
wanted the
total
whole
integrity
building to
here.
hear what Raymond had done. But he knew timing mattered. If the signal came back before Maya's emergency system had enough audio, before Raymond trapped himself in front of
I've
witnesses,
already addressed the board,
the man would
making
pivot.
it clear this
He would
was an
blame
unfortunate
Victor.
incident,
He would
not a
blame
systemic
Sheriff
failure
Briggs.
on our part.
He would blame a misunderstanding. Sam had watched men like Raymond survive
We
for
understand
years
this is difficult,
by making every
but the
crime look
unauthorized
like
changes
bad
to the electrical
communication.
system are
He
a
forced
serious-
himself
You have
to
the
wait
right to
in
remain
the lobby.
silent.
Channel 6's
Anything
camera
you
light
say
glowed
can
red.
and will be used
Maya
against
stood in
you in
cuffs
a court of
beside the
law.
reception desk.
We want to
Still
assure the
and
public
straight
that
back.
Rose Harbor maintains
Sheriff
the
Briggs
highest
stood
standards.
close enough to control
We will
her,
not tolerate
but far enough to look
unauthorized
clean on
interference with our
camera.
operations.
Raymond stood
Are
in
you
the
truly
center,
a federal inspector?
using the
I am with the
entire
punny.
lobby as his stage. The
Excuse
reporter
me,
glanced
she
at
is
Maya.
not authorized to
Miss
speak on
Williams,
behalf of this
Are
facility.
you claiming you are a federal
I am Federal
inspector?
Inspector Thorne, and I am
Raymond cut
identifying
in.
myself clearly.
She
We have
claims
no
many
confirmation
things.
of that. She is
Maya
currently
spoke
resisting.
before he could
My
continue.
credentials are on file,
Yes.
Sheriff.
Why won't you
Supervisory
verify her
Federal
identity?
Inspector Maya Williams.
We are conducting a
HHS
thorough review.
OIG Healthcare
It takes
Fraud
2 minutes
Division,
to confirm my
Briggs
status.
said. Identity
We are looking
has
into
not
the
been
matter and will
confirmed.
provide updates
Maya
as they become
turned her head
available.
toward him.
The funds were illegally
Because you
diverted from the
refused to
public
confirm
trust.
it. The reporter looked
That
at
is all for
Briggs.
today.
You are
Sheriff,
twisting standard
did your
procedure
office
into
call
a
the federal
baseless
contact
accusation to
number?
further your
Briggs's
career.
face
This
tightened.
isn't about my
We
career,
are
sir.
handling the
It's about
situation as it
accountability.
develops.
I was
That means
detained
no,
without cause and denied
Maya
access
said.
to counsel.
Raymond
We are
stepped
handling this
between
internally.
them.
This is
This
inappropriate.
is exactly
They
what she
attempted
has
to
done all
confiscate
morning.
all physical evidence.
She twists procedure
Destroyed
into
inspection order,
accusation.
seized
Maya
credential,
looked at the camera.
confiscated
Mr.
case,
Cross tore a federal
blocked
inspection
communications,
order in
and
half,
windowless detention.
Seized my credential.
We have evidence
took
you
my
ordered the
case,
movement of the
blocked
sealed
my
records.
communications,
That is pure
locked me in a
fantasy.
windowless
You have
room,
no idea what you're
and
talking
ordered
about.
staff to move records.
The reports are
Raymond
being
laughed,
finalized as
but
we
it came
speak.
too fast.
There's absolutely
That
no
is
cause for
fantasy.
concern.
Victor
Just hold
appeared
on.
near the hall entrance, phone in hand, face pale under the lobby lights.
The maintenance
Raymond
worker is
caught his
missing, and the
expression
archive drive
and
is
lowered
not
his voice.
responding.
Not now. Victor leaned close.
Look, this is
Sam
just
is
routine
missing.
technical
The white
maintenance, nothing to
paused.
worry about.
The archive
We
drive
require
is not
that the server
responding.
be preserved
Maya heard
immediately
it.
as
So did
evidence.
Briggs.
It's
So
the
did
archive, it's
reporter's
not maintenance.
microphone. Raymond's smile froze for a fraction
No,
of a
this
second.
is just routine system
Then
maintenance,
he turned
nothing to worry
sharply
about.
to the camera. Technical
The server
maintenance
issue has nothing to do with the
nothing to do
inspector.
with this woman's trespass. Maya
Preserving
said.
the server should
Then
therefore
you will
not be a
mind
problem.
Preserving the server. Raymond's eyes
You do not
cut to
give
her.
orders in my building.
You don't
That
get
is
to give
exactly what he
orders
keeps
here.
saying.
Maya answered.
Start the
That is
search
what
for
you
the
keep
missing
saying.
maintenance worker.
At the edge of the lobby, Harold Pike whispered into his radio.
We have a
Find
missing maintenance
Sam.
worker.
Maintenance.
Search maintenance, Chapel Side, and West Hall.
In West Hall, Chloe heard the call
searching
on a
for the
spare
maintenance
security
worker.
radio clipped to a
He
charging
must
station.
be doing something worth
She looked
finding.
toward Nora. They're looking for him, Chloe said.
Whether she can
Nora
do
held
that.
the blue calendar in both hands. Then he's doing something worth finding. Chloe moved to the door and looked out. Denise was coming back.
probably cannot lock the
fast,
door. Open this
with
door
one
now.
aide behind her. Chloe shut the door halfway and turned
resident
the lock.
is receiving care.
Nora looked at her. Can you
I
do
am
that?
receiving protection.
No.
Chloe,
Good.
open this door.
Denise knocked once.
I can't until
hard.
someone from outside
Open
the
this
facility
door.
is present.
Chloe stood in front of it. Miss Jenkins
Open
is
this door,
receiving
Chloe,
care.
or I promise
She is
you, your
receiving
career is
interference.
over.
Nora called out, clear enough for the hall to hear. I am receiving protection. Denise rattled the handle. Chloe, open this door now. Chloe's voice shook. Not until
It's not in
someone
the cabinet.
from outside
Check the
this
closet.
facility
Yes,
is
sir,
present.
nothing here either.
Denise went silent. Then she said,
Keep searching,
low
Harold.
and cold,
We have to find it before
you just
Sam
ended
returns.
your career. Chloe looked back
Open
at
it up,
Nora.
Harold.
Nora
It's the
nodded
access
once.
panel.
Chloe stayed where she was. In the chapel corridor, Victor moved faster than he had all morning. Harold Pike followed with a guard. They checked the chapel, the hymn cabinet, the storage closet.
What is
Victor
it,
saw
Victor?
the blue
The
tape
drive.
under the shelf. He stopped.
red tape, it's covered.
Open this, he said.
He knew.
Harold pulled the cabinet away from the wall.
It's
the
a
hidden
fake.
panel was closed.
They switched it.
But not perfectly. Victor pressed the seam.
Where
It
is the
shifted open.
archive, Harold?
The rack behind it was still blinking. Victor dropped
The maintenance
to one
worker
knee
took
and
the
reached
drive.
for the red-marked drive enclosure. His hand stopped. The red mark was gone. A maintenance tag covered it. He ripped the tag off, yanked the drive free, and stared at the dead enclosure in his hand. This isn't it, he said. Harold swallowed. What do you mean?
Stop right there!
Victor turned,
Get your hands
fury
off that
rising.
panel!
Sam took it. From the utility hall, Sam heard Victor shout his name. He was out of time. He flipped open the gray shield box and studied the power feed again. If he cut the wrong line, it might only reboot. If he pulled the main breaker, it might drop other systems and create confusion. He
I need
needed
only the shield dead and nothing else.
Nothing else. He traced the cable with 2 fingers. There, a dedicated feed.
Sam, stop!
Victor's footsteps pounded into the corridor. Sam, Victor yelled. Stop where you are. Sam pulled the insulated pliers from his belt. His hands trembled once, then steadied. He thought of Nora holding that calendar. Chloe standing behind a locked door she had no authority to lock. Maya in cuffs, still telling the truth in a room full of cowards.
Put the tool
Victor
down.
rounded the corner and saw him. Put that
Victor,
down.
You
Victor
always
ordered.
hated records
Sam
you
looked
could
at
not
him.
edit.
You always hated records you couldn't edit. Victor lunged toward the box. Sam cut the feed. The shield died with a sharp click. In the lobby, Maya's watch
These documents
vibrated
are
against
federal
her
property,
wrist,
Mr.
even
Cross.
through the cuffs. Her phone, lying somewhere among her seized
Your authority here is
materials at the
suspended,
reception
Inspector.
desk,
We're losing
lit
the
up.
signal on the third
Her
level.
hidden
She's moving
recorder
fast.
blinked once.
This
Then
is
again,
Maya.
Connection
I am at the main
restored.
atrium.
Inside
They are
the federal
everywhere.
command van. Every
Maya's
dark
live
monitor
signal is coming
woke
from
at
the
once.
lobby and the emergency
Audio
package
flooded
is
through the
uploading.
speakers. Raymond's voice
Go,
came
move
in
to the lobby.
mid-sentence. No one in this town
Destroyed
is taking
order,
orders from that
seized
woman.
credential,
Daniel Reeves
confiscated
turned so
case,
fast,
blocked
his chair
communications,
slammed backward.
locked room,
The analyst
and moved
shouted,
records.
"We have Maya.
All teams, prepare
Live
to
signal.
move.
Agent
Lobby
Reeves,
position.
emergency metadata
Emergency
confirms
package
forced
uploading.
signal suppression.
Eleanor
We have a
Brooks
shield drop
stepped
inside the
forward.
facility.
Playback 30 seconds.
Local law enforcement is
The van
detaining the
filled with
inspector
Raymond's
without
voice,
verification.
then
The
Briggs's,
trigger has been
then
met.
Maya saying,
All units,
"He
execute
destroyed a
federal hold
order,
now."
Seized my credential.
Execute
took
command
my
for
case,
front and rear teams
blocked
to
my
secure records,
communications,
secure
locked
residents,
me in a
and secure
windowless
Inspector
room,
Williams.
and ordered staff to move records.
What
Daniel
just
lifted
happened?
his radio. All teams, stand by. The analyst spoke over him.
What just happened?
Emergency metadata confirms forced signal suppression. Shield drop detected
Kill the
from
feed.
inside facility.
Somebody cut the feed right now.
Audio
Where is
includes
the
local
drive?
law enforcement detaining inspector without
The
verification.
shield has been cut.
Eleanor's eyes locked on Daniel's. That's
Stop
the trigger,
talking!
she said. Daniel did not wait another second. All
Shield.
teams, execute. Front
It
and
is the
rear.
communications
Secure
shield
records.
used to isolate
Secure
me.
residents. Secure Inspector Williams. At Rose Harbor,
That is enough.
Raymond heard nothing of the command. He only saw him look down at the watch. His smile faded. What was that? He asked.
Federal agents.
Maya raised her eyes to him.
Open the
Before
door.
she could answer, Victor came
Station
rushing from the
starting.
corridor with Harold behind him.
Please, Sheriff, you have to
Victor's
help
face
us.
was no longer
Sheriff's taking
controlled.
the door,
He
Sheriff.
cut the shield.
You should open the
Victor
door,
said.
Sheriff.
The words reached the reporter's microphone. Raymond
Nobody
spun.
opens the door, they
Shut
will.
Up. But it was too
They
late.
will?
The Channel 6 reporter stepped back, eyes wide. The shield? Maya looked at the camera.
Attention
The
all
communication
personnel.
shield
The
used
West
to
Hall is
isolate
now
me.
secured.
Sheriff
Stand down.
Briggs moved toward her. That's enough. Maya did not
cut
move
the
away.
connection.
Briggs reached for her arm. The front doors
you hear
shook
that?
under a heavy command knock.
They've arrived.
A voice outside boomed through the glass. Open the door. The lobby froze. Raymond stared toward the entrance. The security guard at the door looked at Raymond.
Federal agents,
then at
move!
Briggs,
Get down,
then back
now!
at the glass. No one moved. The voice came again. Harder.
Hands where I can see 'em.
Federal
Clear.
agents. Open
This
the door
area is now under federal
Raymond
control.
whispered.
Secure the exits.
Calvin. Briggs's
I want a
hand
perimeter
hovered near
established
his radio,
immediately.
But he did not speak.
Keep
Maya
your hands
looked
where I
at
can see him, Sheriff.
You should
Everyone,
open
hands
it.
visible now.
Raymond's face
This
twisted.
is Channel 6 News live
Nobody
at Rose
opens
Harbor,
that
where
door,
federal agents have
Maya
just
said.
confronted the sheriff.
Then they will.
Breaking news from
In
Rose
West
Harbor
Hall.
as we see the
Denise
dramatic
stopped
arrest of
pounding
Raymond
on
Cross
Nora's door.
unfolding live.
Chloe heard the
Federal
command
agents
from
are
the
now
front of the
escorting him
building
from
and
the
covered
building.
her mouth with one hand. Nora closed her eyes for a moment. Took them long enough. In the utility
Federal
hall,
help took long
Sam
enough.
stood with the cut feed in his hand as Victor's guard grabbed him by the shoulder. Sam did not resist. He only looked toward the sound of the front entrance. The first
We are
impact
live
hit
at the
lobby
scene where
doors.
federal
The
agents are
glass
massing
rattled.
outside the main
Raymond
entrance,
backed away.
demanding entry.
Maya stood
The
still in
situation
cuffs,
remains extremely
eyes
tense.
fixed forward. The second impact came louder. The security guard stepped aside at
Federal
last,
agents, get back!
but too late.
Clear the door!
The federal entry team breached the front entrance and moved into Rose Harbor with controlled speed, black vests, raised commands, and the force of an authority Raymond
Hands
Cross
visible.
had spent the entire
Everyone
morning
step away from Maya
pretending
now.
did not exist.
The scene is secure.
Hands visible. Step away from her. Sheriff, hands where we can see
Federal
them.
agents!
Sheriff Briggs
Freeze!
froze. Raymond lifted both hands halfway.
Get your hands where I
Face
can see him
drained of
now.
color. Victor stopped at the corridor mouth.
Clear the area.
Channel 6
Secure the
camera kept
perimeter now.
recording. Through the doorway,
We are
Agent
live at the
Daniel
Rose Harbor,
Reeves
where
entered
federal
behind the
agents have
first
just
line
stormed
of
the
U.
building.
S. Marshals. His eyes moving once across the room before landing on Maya. For the first time that morning, Raymond Cross had no one left to perform for.
Federal agents!
Daniel Reeves
Hands
moved
where I
through
can
the
see 'em.
breached
Do not
entrance
move.
with his weapon lowered but ready. His
Sheriff,
voice
step
steady
away
over
from the
shouted
detainee.
commands around him. Federal
All personnel,
agents.
secure the exits.
Nobody moves unless instructed.
We have a warrant for
You.
inspection.
S.
Sir, keep your hands
Marshals
visible.
spread across the lobby in seconds. 2 secured the front desk. 2 moved toward the main corridor. Another pair stepped between Maya and Sheriff Briggs before Briggs
Sheriff,
could decide whether
keep
to
your
reach
hands
for
where
his
I can
radio
see 'em.
or his sidearm.
Do it now.
Sheriff, one marshal ordered. Hands visible. Briggs lifted his
This is a
hand
county
slowly.
matter.
This
You
is
have
a county
absolutely
matter.
no jurisdiction
Daniel
here,
walked
Agent.
past him without stopping. It stopped being a county matter when you detained a
Now,
federal
hold on, gentlemen. I
inspector
think
and
there's been a
refused
misunderstanding.
verification. Briggs opened his mouth, then saw the body cameras, the tactical team, the federal
What about the
insignia,
federal investigation,
and
Mr.
Eleanor
Cross?
Brooks entering behind
Are the
them with a
rumors
court
true
folder
about
in
the
her
missing
hand.
money?
He shut it. Raymond stood near the reporter's microphone.
I am
both hands
deeply
raised
concerned for the
halfway.
safety of our
His
elderly
face caught
residents.
between outrage
This aggressive
and
display
panic.
by the agents
This
is nothing short of
excessive.
reckless.
This is a private
You think this
care
changes
facility.
anything? You're still under
You are
arrest.
terrifying
My arrest
elderly
reveals your
residents.
corruption, not
Maya
mine,
looked
Mr.
at
Cross.
him from where she stood
We
in
need to get
cuffs.
these off her now.
You remembered them now.
Remove the restraints.
Daniel reached her.
Secure them and process
His
the
eyes
transfer
went
now.
first to the cuffs.
Wait, Agent, that's not
then to her
protocol.
face. You injured? No. Restrained
Deputy,
by local
those belong
law
to the county. We
enforcement?
handled it.
Yes.
Stand down.
Daniel turned
She's
to
under
the
federal
marshal
authority
beside
now.
him. Remove them. Deputy Ford stepped forward.
The archive
Those are
confirms the
counting.
data wipe attempt.
Back up,
The real drive is
marshal
secure.
said.
We need
Deputy
immediate
Ford backed
protection
up.
for the
The
witnesses
cuffs
named in the
opened.
metadata.
Maya brought her hands
Seized
forward
credentials,
and flexed
confiscated
her wrists
case,
once. She did
missing
not rub
inspection
them.
materials,
She did not
and
look
the
at
torn
Raymond.
order in the sheriff's
She looked
possession.
at Daniel. The auxiliary archive
Secure the
is in
front
motion,
desk.
she
Recover
said.
the inspector's
Sam Whitaker
credential,
has the real
case,
drive or knows
devices,
where it
and
is.
all seized inspection
Victor Hale
material.
initiated a wipe. Denise Carver
Detain the
is targeting
systems
Nora
manager.
Jenkins's calendar.
Find the maintenance
Chloe
worker.
Martin is
Protect the elderly
cooperating
witness
under
and the
threat.
young nurse.
My
And lock
credential
down
and
server
case were
room,
seized
utility
at the
closet.
front
No
desk.
one can take over my
The
building.
torn
This is
inspection order
completely
is in Sheriff
unauthorized.
Briggs's possession. Daniel nodded once, absorbing each point. Then he
This
turned
is a
toward the
federal
room.
inspection order
Secure
and a
the front
preservation
desk.
directive.
Recover
We are
Inspector
invoking
Williams's
federal law
credential,
to secure
case,
this facility
devices,
immediately.
and all seized
I was only
inspection
trying to protect the
material.
residents from this
Detain
fraud.
Victor
The order
Hale.
is verified.
Find Sam Whitaker.
You are in
Protect
contempt,
Nora
Mr. Cross, and
Jenkins
the media
Chloe
has the
Martin.
record.
Lock down all server rooms, utility
I
closets,
believe you have my federal
admin
credential.
offices, and record storage.
Could I please have it back?
Teams moved immediately. Raymond found
Place
his
the
voice
evidence in the
again.
bag, Sheriff.
You
The
can't
card,
just take
now.
over my building. Eleanor Brooks stepped beside him and opened the folder in her hands. Raymond Cross.
As of this
building
moment,
is
Rose
subject
Harbor
to a
is subject to a federal inspection order and a full preservation
by the
directive.
United States District Court.
We were merely
You
trying
were
to
given
protect the
lawful
residents from
notice
one.
and
The
refused
federal review
verification.
confirms widespread
I was
misuse of
protecting
funds.
residents
The
from
facility
fraud.
is now under.
Eleanor looked at
The
the
court
Channel
order
6
can now be
camera still
verified
recording.
here,
Then
in
you
front
will
of
be
all
relieved to
present
know
witnesses.
The order can now be verified in front of your witnesses. Raymond's mouth closed.
I'm here to pick up my
Maya
federal
walked to
credential.
the reception
I-
desk. The receptionist
can't.
backed away with tears in her
He
eyes.
has it.
Maya did not accuse her.
Put the
My
credential in the bag, Sheriff.
The woman pointed
heard the
with
marshal.
a shaking hand.
That is federal
Sheriff
property.
Briggs
Move it.
Took it. A marshal turned to Briggs. Credential.
Is this your federal credential,
Briggs
ma'am?
hesitated.
Yes, it is.
Daniel's
Confirmed.
voice cut across the lobby. Now, Briggs removed the card from his breast pocket
Where
and
is the
handed
inspection
it over.
case that was seized
The
this
marshal
morning?
placed
It's right
it in
here,
an evidence
underneath the
bag,
counter.
then passed it to Maya for visual confirmation. Maya looked at it. That is mine. Case? Daniel asked. The receptionist pointed under the counter. A marshal retrieved the leather case, opened it on the desk, and began photographing each item before moving it. Folders out of order, notepad displaced, sealed envelope handled.
Sheriff,
Evidence sleeve
where is the
missing.
torn order?
Maya looked at Briggs. Where is the torn order? Briggs did not answer fast enough. Eleanor turned to him. Sheriff. Briggs reached into the folder under his arm and pulled out the clear sleeve. One
The evidence
marshal took
recovery
it
is
from him
theater.
and sealed it
The real
inside a
theater
larger evidence
was
bag.
calling the news.
Raymond said. This is theater, Maya answered.
Forget about the
No.
lobby. We found the
Theater
evidence in the
was what
maintenance
you called
corridor.
the news for.
Federal team!
The reporter's
Let's go!
microphone remained lifted between them. Raymond realized it and turned away. From the main corridor
Corridor
came a
clear.
shot.
Apprehension
Federal
team, report to the maintenance junction
Maintenance
immediately.
hall. Daniel moved immediately. Maya followed.
You cut the feed.
At the utility
I knew it
corridor,
was you, Sam.
a guard stood
You're in
beside
serious
Sam
trouble.
Whitaker, one hand still on Sam's shoulder. Sam held both hands in view.
You were seen tampering
The
with this
severed feed
equipment.
to the room shield hung from the
Furthermore,
open gray
you removed
box.
sensitive property
Victor
from
Hale
this
stood
facility
10 feet
without
away,
authorization.
pointing at Sam as agents
property
approached.
Victor means is the
He tampered
archive
with
they were
building
trying to
equipment,
wipe.
Victor said.
Where
he
is it?
removed property. Sam looked at Daniel. The property he means
The real drive
is
is
the
hidden on the
archive they
bottom
were trying
shelf
to
under
wipe.
towels with
Where
no
is
label.
it? Daniel asked. Sam nodded toward the linen cart. Bottom shelf.
Evidence secured.
Under the towels.
Unmarked external
Real
drive
has no
recovered.
label. Red dot
Confirmed.
was covered. A
Get it to the
technician
lab.
moved to the cart, lifted the towels,
Step
and
away
found
from the wall
drive.
right now.
Victor's face changed.
I was just following internal
Daniel saw
security
it.
protocol, sir,
Victor
I swear.
Hale. Step away from the wall. Victor lifted
Your
both
excuse
hands.
was following
I was
Raymond's
following
30-minute
internal
clock.
security protocol. Maya looked
That
at
timing
him.
confirms the
You were following
obstruction.
Raymond's 30-minute clock.
You have
Victor
no
glared
idea
at
what
her.
was on the drive.
You
have
shouldn't
no
have tried to
idea
erase
what was
it.
on that drive. Then you shouldn't
The
have
archive
tried
has
to
been
erase
recovered.
it. The technician bagged the drive and called
Did you
out.
disable the communications
Archive
shield?
recovered. Daniel
Yes,
turned to Sam.
because they locked Maya in
Mr.
a dead
Whitaker,
room and started moving
did you
red
disable
files.
the communications shield?
You're lying
Yes.
about the tablet, Sam.
Why?
You know exactly
Because
where it
they
is.
locked her in
The
a
admin
dead
tablet
room
will show
and
the command
started
trail,
moving
Agent
red
Reeves.
files.
Check the logs.
Victor snapped. He's lying. Sam looked at him. Then
Give me the
showed him
tablet right
admin
now, Chloe.
tablet.
You don't know what
Victor's
you're
eyes
doing.
moved to his left hand. He was no longer holding it.
Keep your
Chloe
hands where I
stood
can
at
see
the
them,
end of
ma'am.
the corridor with the tablet
Victor
pressed
left this by
against
the
her
cart,
chest.
sir.
She must
showing
have
the
picked
wipe
it up
command
when
right here.
Victor rushed toward the lobby. A marshal stepped toward her. Ma'am,
Stand down, sir.
hands visible.
You are
Chloe
not to
lifted
make
the tablet
contact with
carefully.
protected staff
He
or
left
evidence.
it near the medication cart.
I didn't open
It
anything
shows
else,
the
I
wipe
promise. I
command.
only saw the screen.
Victor lunged one
Understood.
step. Two
We will
marshals
document the
blocked
chain
him
of
before he
custody.
got farther. Don't touch her.
The wipe
Maya
process
said.
was initiated
The words
remotely,
were
but it's
quiet,
currently paused.
But every person
Admin
in the
override
hall
detected.
heard them.
It
Chloe
appears your
handed
attempt
the
to destroy
tablet
the
to
data failed,
technician.
Mr. Hale.
I didn't
Escort
open
Mr.
anything
Hale
else.
now.
I just saw the
It
screen.
was Raymond.
The
He
technician
made me do it.
examined it. Wipe process initiated. Paused. Admin override
You're a coward,
attempted.
Victor!
Daniel looked at Victor. Detain him. Victor's shoulders dropped. Raymond ordered it. Raymond's voice
You
exploded
demanded 30
from
minutes
behind
to
them.
clean the system
You
before Maya
coward.
got out.
Everyone turned.
I did no
Raymond
such
stood
thing.
at the
You're
corridor
lying.
entrance between two agents, face red again.
I had nothing to do with this,
Control
I swear.
gone.
All right, let's go.
Victor
Move.
pointed at him. You said 30 minutes.
The
You
system,
said clean
however,
the system
may
before she
disagree.
got out. That is not what I said. Sam laughed once.
Forget the servers.
Dry and bitter.
Where is Nora?
The system may
Is she
disagree.
safe?
Daniel
We have to
turned
move
the
her now.
agents. Separate
She
them.
went to Nora's room.
As Victor was
the
taken
hallway.
toward the
Move.
lobby,
Clear the hallway.
Maya
Move.
turned to Chloe. Nora? Chloe's fear returned all at once. Denise went for her room. Maya did not wait. She moved down West Hall with Daniel and two marshals behind her. Chloe followed, nearly running but catching herself at each step. At Nora Jenkins's door, Denise Carver stood with one aide and a plastic bin.
Ma'am,
The
I need
door
you to
was
step
shut
away from the door
halfway.
now.
The
Denise's
resident is under
hand
my
was on the
professional
handle.
care. These are the policies.
Step away from the door.
She is not alone
Daniel
anymore,
ordered.
Denise.
Denise turned, startled, then recovered. This resident is
Is
under
the government
my care.
woman there?
Maya came beside Daniel. Not alone anymore.
They took long enough.
Inside the room, Nora's voice came through clearly. Is that the government woman? Maya opened the door. Nora sat in her
This
wheelchair
calendar
with
is
both hands
facility
folded
material,
over a
Nora.
small
Give it
blue
to me.
calendar.
It's mine.
Her chin
You
was
can't
raised.
have it.
Her eyes went first to Maya's freed hands, then
The
to
calendar
Daniel's
is
vest,
resident material.
then to
It
Chloe
belongs in
standing
the
near
facility
door.
chart.
Well, Nora said.
It was never
Took
for
you
the
all long
facility.
enough. Chloe let out a breath that almost
Miss
became
Jenkins,
a sob.
would you
Denise
like to
pointed
give the
at
calendar
calendar.
to the federal
That is
investigators?
personal resident material. It should remain in the facility chart.
Yes, you
Nora
can take
tightened
it.
her hands over it.
But
It
everyone
was
must
never
see me
for
do
the
it.
facility. Maya stepped closer but did not take it from her. Miss Jenkins, do you want to give that to federal investigators? Nora looked at Denise. Then she looked at Chloe. Yes, she said.
They called her
"But I want
confused
everyone
every
to see
time
me
she
do it."
remembered something
Maya
they
nodded.
wanted forgotten.
Daniel gestured to the marshal with the evidence bag. Nora lifted the calendar slowly. Her hands trembled.
Thank you
but
for
her voice
trusting
did
us
not.
with this, Miss
They
Jenkins.
said I was
We
confused
truly
every time I
appreciate it.
remembered something they wanted forgotten. The marshal held
Do
the
not
bag
thank me
open.
yet.
Nora
Read it
placed the
first.
calendar inside. Chloe covered her mouth. Maya said, "Thank you, Miss Jenkins."
You're coming with us, Miss Carver.
Nora looked up at her.
I was only
"Don't thank
following
me
the
yet.
clinical policy.
Read it first.
I assure you,
Daniel
I
turned
adhered
to
to all
Denise.
protocols.
Denise Carver.
Denise
you will
was
come
following
with us.
Raymond.
Denise's face went pale. I was following clinical policy. Nora said, "No, honey.
At Rose
You were
Harbor,
following
we provide
Raymond."
the highest
No one in
quality
the
of
room
life.
corrected her.
As you
Back
can
in the
see,
lobby,
our
the
residents are
television
always
screen
smiling.
Still showed Rose Harbor's promotional slideshow. Smiling residents, clean rooms, Raymond standing at charity events. A federal
What are you doing
technician
with those
connected a
cables?
secure
Stop this
device to the
immediately!
front desk control system.
Raymond,
Eleanor
you are the
Brooks
one who invited
stood
the press
beside
here
him.
to watch.
Raymond saw the cables. What are you doing? Eleanor looked at the Channel 6 camera, then at him. You invited the press to watch your version. The first screen went black, then the second, then all of them. Maya stepped back into the lobby, just as the screens lit again.
We are
This
live
time,
at the Rose
they
Harbor
did
lobby
not
where
show
the
Rose
screens
Harbor's
clearly show Mr.
advertisements.
Cross
They
destroying
showed
the federal
Raymond Cross in
document,
the lobby,
directly contradicting
tearing
his
the federal
earlier
inspection
statements.
order in half. The lobby screens played without sound for the first few seconds. Raymond Cross stood frozen beneath them, watching his own hands
The
tear
security
federal
footage
inspection
clearly
order
shows
in
the
half
destruction
again
of the
and
federal
again from
inspection
3
order.
camera angles.
We are waiting for a
The front
statement from
desk
the
camera,
sheriff.
a hallway camera, a visitor-facing security camera he had forgotten existed because he had spent years deciding which recordings mattered and which did not.
She has absolutely
Then,
no authority
the audio
here.
came
I will
in.
not be
That
undermined
is
by
what I
her.
think of your
Stop
authority.
it!
The
Turn it
words
off
filled
right
the
now.
lobby. Raymond turned toward
Turn
the
it off
technician.
now. I said turn the
Shut
footage
that
off.
No one
This
moved
inspection
to
is
obey
legally
him.
mandated
The
under
next
Federal
clip
Code
played.
32A.
Maya's voice remained calm.
Here are the credentials.
You were instructed
You must
to
verify them
my
now.
credentials. Then Raymond's voice.
I will not
don't
verify anything you
scams.
present.
Channel 6's reporter took one step closer
Sheriff,
to the
can
screen.
you explain why
Her
this
cameraman
evidence
raised
was
the
withheld?
lens. Sheriff
We are
Briggs stood
conducting
near
a
the
full
front
review
desk,
of the situation.
face hard, hands still visible. Deputy Ford and Deputy Lanier had been separated by 2 marshals. Neither of them looked at Briggs now.
What is this?
The screen changed
I demand
again.
you hand over those
Raymond
documents
leaned
right now.
toward Maya in the
You have
lobby
no
recording.
authority here.
His voice came through clear enough for every
I will
resident,
not have that woman,
employee,
especially
agent,
one of
and
her
camera
kind,
to hear.
poking around
I don't
my
call
finances.
Washington every time
This is
some
completely
angry black girl
inappropriate.
walks through my door with a fake envelope. A low sound moved through the lobby. Not loud, not organized. A collective intake from people who had been told all morning that Maya was the threat. Chloe stood near the West Hall entrance with both hands clenched at her sides.
This
Sam
recording
Whitaker
is
stood beside a
completely
marshal.
taken out of
The recovered
context.
archive drive now sealed
The recording
in evidence.
is the context,
Nora Jenkins
Mr.
had
Cross.
been brought to the lobby in her wheelchair
The
at
federal
her own
team has
request.
secured multiple
The blue
sources of
calendar
video,
already bagged and
audio,
documented.
server logs,
She watched
staff
the screen
communications,
without blinking.
and physical evidence.
Raymond pointed
The
at the
evidence is
display.
being displayed to
That is
preserve
taken out
public
of context.
accountability because
Maya
Raymond
looked at him.
invited media
It
into
is
the
the
facility to
context.
accuse a federal
Eleanor
inspector
Brooks
of
faced
fraud.
the room.
This
The federal
facility
team has
operates under
secured
federal
multiple
grant money,
sources
Mr.
of video,
Cross.
audio,
Your position
server
requires
log,
absolute
staff
public accountability,
communications, and
effective
physical
immediately.
evidence. These materials are being displayed to preserve public accountability after Mr. Cross invited media into the facility to accuse
The
a
data
federal
is live on
inspector of
all
fraud.
screens now.
Raymond's attorney
We have
was
full
not there
access
yet.
to the encrypted
His
ledgers.
friends on city council were not there. The donors, the pastors.
We're uploading the
board
transaction
members,
history to the
people
main
who
screen
smiled
now.
in photographs with him every December. None of them were close enough to pull him out of the story he had built for himself. Another screen lit up with Victor Hale's admin tablet recording. A timestamp appeared. Then the message. Wipe auxiliary server. Move red charts. 30 minutes. Victor, now seated
I had
under
nothing to
guard
do
near
with
the
this.
hallway,
Victor
lowered
acted
his head.
completely outside of my
Raymond shouted.
instructions. I
Victor
swear,
acted
I
outside
didn't
my
authorize
instructions.
any of it.
The next audio clip answered
You have
him.
30 minutes to
Raymond's
wipe the
voice.
auxiliary server
30
and destroy
minutes.
physical
Wipe
files.
the auxiliary server. Burn the physical files. Move anything
All personnel
marked
move
red.
anything marked
The
red
lobby
immediately.
erupted in whispers. A woman near
Did
the
they say
entrance
West
covered
Hall?
her mouth.
My
A
mother
man
is
in a
in
work
West
jacket
Hall.
turned to the person beside
My
him
mother's
and said,
room is in West Hall.
My mother's room is in West Hall. An older visitor leaned on a cane, shaking his head slowly. Maya
Secure the
turned to
families.
Daniel.
Personal
Secure the
information may be
families.
heard.
Some may
Right away.
hear personal information. Daniel nodded. You heard Inspector Williams.
Maintain the perimeter.
Clear
Families
resident
remain in the
names
lobby
unless
area.
already redacted.
All digital displays must
Keep
be
families
redacted.
in the lobby,
Clear
but
every
protect
resident name
confidential
unless already
identifiers.
privileged.
The technician
We've applied the
adjusted
resident
feed.
privacy filters as
Names
requested.
blurred.
The names are blurred and
Faces of
faces
residents
redacted.
were hidden
Good.
unless they
Let's
were
see the
staff or
access logs for the
management.
West Hall.
The next files
It's
appeared
clearly
as
a pattern.
documents, billing
Every
entries,
time a family
medication
called with a
logs,
complaint,
care notes
the incident
changed after
reports were
complaints.
revised.
Incident reports revised within minutes of family phone calls. The words confused, forgetful, agitated, unreliable appeared again and again beside the timestamps from
Do you
the
wanna
archive
step out,
drive.
Nora?
Nora's hand tightened on the armrest. Maya moved to her side. Miss Jenkins, do you
I
want
want
to
to
step
see
out?
what my memory
Nora did
looks
not
like
look away
when
from the
someone
screen.
stops calling
No.
it confusion.
I want to see what my memory looks like when somebody stops calling it confusion. The reporter turned her microphone toward Nora, then hesitated. Maya saw it and held up one hand.
Let's be
Not
clear,
yet,
your actions
Maya
constitute
said.
a serious
She
breach
is a
of patient
witness, not a
confidentiality.
soundbite.
We will not
The
stand
reporter
by while you
lowered the
violate the
microphone.
privacy rights of our
Raymond
residents.
saw the exchange
The
and
displayed
tried to regain
materials are
control.
redacted,
This is
and
a violation of
unredacted
patient
evidence is
privacy.
preserved
This
under
is
federal
exactly
custody.
the kind of reckless federal behavior I
The
warned
evidence is
people
enough
about.
to establish
Eleanor
obstruction,
answered without
attempted
raising
destruction
her
of
voice.
records, and
The
retaliation
displayed
against
materials
witnesses.
are redacted.
I acted on a local
The
trespass
unredacted
complaint.
evidence
I
is
provided you with
preserved
her
under
name,
federal custody.
title, credential,
What
and
you are
repeated
seeing is
instructions
enough
to
establish
verify.
obstruction,
Your failure is
attempted
visible to
destruction of
everyone in this
records,
lobby.
and retaliation against
Sheriff,
witnesses.
Your
Sheriff
refusal
Briggs
to
said,
answer speaks
I was acting on a
volumes about the
local
lack of
trespass
procedure
complaint.
here.
Daniel turned toward him. You were given
You
her
had less
name,
than 2
her
minutes of
title,
work between
her
yourself
credential,
and the truth.
and repeated instructions to verify. You did not call. Briggs said nothing. Maya looked at him. You had less than 2 minutes of work between you and the truth. Briggs's face tightened.
Activate the room
but he
shield
did not
and
answer.
begin moving the red
screen
files.
changed again. This time it showed the hallway outside the reflection room. Raymond's voice
The
was
activation
sharp.
log confirms
No
the signal
performance in it
suppression
now.
device was active
Victor,
here.
activate the room shield. Then start moving the red files. The reporter
The
whispered.
logs confirm it.
Room shield?
This wasn't
The
an
technician
accident.
opened the
It was a
next panel.
deliberate
A
shutdown.
facility diagram showing the concealed signal suppression device near the reflection room. Power feed, activation log, and time of shutdown. Then, a second clip appeared.
This footage is
Sam
inadmissible.
At the gray box.
You tampered
Victor
with
entering
evidence,
the
Sam.
hall. Sam cutting the
He
feed.
did what was right, Mr.
Sam
Cross.
looked down, uncomfortable under
Sam
all the
Whitaker,
eyes.
stand up straight.
Nora called
Yes,
across
ma'am.
the lobby. Stand up straight, Sam. Sam blinked. then almost smiled.
Sir,
Yes,
several
ma'am.
residents are
The
demanding to
room
contact
shifted.
their families. Let
For
them
the
through.
first time all morning,
We need to control the
fear
information
Raymond
flow,
had
but we
used
can't deny
began
them
moving
contact
away
any
from
longer.
Maya and toward
We are
him.
implementing
A
supervised
marshal
resident
approached
calls.
Daniel.
Refuse all facility
We have
phones
additional
controlled by
residents
management.
asking
We
if
require
they can
federal
call
lines or
family.
documented personal
Allow
phones to protect the
supervised
residents.
calls.
We are
Daniel
documenting
said.
all phone access
No
starting now.
facility
Give the
phones
order.
controlled by
The federal
management.
team does not run
Use
this facility.
federal lines
You
or
cannot do
personal
this. I am
phones
still in
after
charge here.
documentation.
Federal
Raymond
personnel are
snapped.
securing the facility
You
because of
cannot
evidence
run my
destruction,
facility.
witness
Daniel
intimidation, and
turned.
obstruction of a
Mr.
lawful
Cross.
inspection. You
Federal
are not in
personnel
control
are
here,
securing the
which
facility
means you
due
are
to
not running
evidence
anything
destruction,
now.
witness
I
intimidation,
want my attorney.
and obstruction
I
of
am
a lawful
invoking my right
inspection.
to counsel.
You are not running anything right now.
You may contact
Raymond's
counsel
face
only
flushed.
after your devices
I
are
want my
logged and
attorney.
cleared for supervised
You may
communication.
contact counsel,
Your phone is now
Eleanor
part of the
said.
evidentiary process.
After your devices
This
are
entire
logged
process
and cleared
is
for
illegal.
communication under supervision.
This is what legal
is
looks
illegal.
like when money
No,
stops answering the
Maya
phone.
said. This is what legal
We are
looks
here
like
to
when
ensure
money
the
stops
safety of the
answering
residents.
phone. The line
Retaliation
landed harder
against
than
staff
she
who
intended.
cooperate with our
Several
investigation
staff
is strictly
members looked
prohibited
up.
by federal law.
Chloe's eyes filled
You
again.
can't seriously be
But
letting
this
this
time,
happen.
She did not
I
look
demand to
ashamed.
speak to my lawyer
Another
right
clip
now.
appeared.
This
It
is
was
completely
audio from
unacceptable.
the lobby microphone captured
Let
after
me
the
be
shield went
absolutely
down.
clear. The
Raymond's
people of this
voice came
town will
through.
not take
No one in
orders
this
from
town
Maya
is taking
Williams.
orders from that woman. The screen froze on Raymond standing before the camera. Maya
According
cuffed
to your
beside the
statement
desk.
here, you last saw the
Channel
victim at
6 reporter
1500
turned to her
hours.
cameraman.
Yes, that's correct. I was
Keep
finishing
rolling.
my shift.
Raymond saw his own face reflected in the camera lens. He had invited it. He had arranged the lighting, the angle, the accusation. Now
Raymond
every
Cross
frame
is being
belonged
placed
to the
under
federal
arrest for
record.
obstruction of a
Eleanor
federal
closed her
inspection
folder.
and
Raymond
attempted
Cross,
destruction of
you
federally
are
relevant
being placed
records.
under arrest for obstruction
Conspiracy
of a
to
federal
commit
inspection,
healthcare fraud,
attempted
witness
destruction of
intimidation,
federally relevant
and
records,
related offenses
conspiracy
pending
to commit
formal
healthcare
indictment.
fraud, witness intimidation,
They are making a mistake.
and related offenses pending formal indictment.
You made the
Raymond
mistake in the
stared at
first
her.
sentence.
You're making a mistake. Maya stepped toward him.
Sheriff,
You made
Calvin,
it in
talk
the
to me,
first
Calvin.
sentence.
Sir,
Two
you
marshals
are under
moved in.
arrest.
Raymond
Move.
tried one last time to find Briggs. Calvin, Sheriff Briggs
You are now
looked
in federal
away.
custody,
that
sir.
broke something in Raymond's
You have the
face.
right to remain
The
silent.
marshals secured his hands behind his back. No struggle, no shouting at first.
Rot
Just
in
the
hell,
sudden collapse
Raymond!
of a man who
How
had
could you
believed
hurt our
every hallway
families?
in the building belonged
You
to him.
monster!
Then the front doors
We are
opened
live at
wider,
Rose Harbor, where
and the
moments
sound
ago
outside
Raymond
rose.
Cross was taken into
Families
federal
had gathered
custody.
beyond
The
federal
families
line.
gathered here are
Some had been
demanding
called by
answers.
staff.
Their mother
Some
had said
seen
she
the
was
Channel
not
6
confused.
live feed. Some had simply driven over after hearing that federal agents were inside Rose Harbor. As
Where is the
Raymond
money,
was led
Rose
toward
Harbor?
the
You claimed
entrance,
he lost it.
The first voice called out.
Look at me!
My mother told you
How
she
could
wasn't
you do
confused.
this?
Then another. You said my father lost his checkbook. A woman in her 50s pushed
Raymond
forward
made
until
her
a
doubt
marshal
her
gently
own
held the
aunt.
line. You made me doubt my own aunt.
Shame on you.
She said. her
How
voice
could you look
breaking.
them in the eye?
You sat across from me and made
You
me
deserve
doubt her.
everything you get, you
Raymond kept his
monster.
head forward. But
Shame
his
on
steps
you. My
slowed.
mother was in your
the
care.
reporter followed at a distance.
How do you
Outside,
respond to the
someone
charges,
yelled,
Mr. Cross?
Shame on you. Another voice rose.
Shame on
Then
you.
another.
How could you
Raymond
live with
Cross,
yourself?
who had spent
Good
the morning
riddance.
demanding witnesses, got more of them than he could bear. Inside
Raymond
the lobby,
looks smaller
Nora
when
watched him
nobody
go.
is afraid.
Chloe stood beside her now. Nora said, "He looks smaller when nobody's afraid." Chloe
It's finally
wiped her
over.
face quickly.
You did good, Agent.
Maya heard it, but did not smile.
We've secured the Sujay documents.
Not yet.
Take a look.
Too much remained unsecured. Too many records needed names. Too many residents needed calls answered. Too many families were about to learn that the people they loved had not been confused, not dramatic, not difficult, just unheard.
The federal
Daniel
team has the
stepped
building.
beside Maya. Inspector Williams, we have the building. Maya looked at the torn order, sealed at last inside a federal evidence bag on the reception desk. No, she said.
Now we start proving
why
why
we
we-
came. Within 20 minutes, Rose Harbor no longer looked like Raymond Cross's facility. Federal evidence tags marked the reception desk, the administrative hallway, the server closet, the chapel storage wall, the reflection room door, and the utility box Sam had
Item
opened.
4, Manila folder.
U,
Contents
S.
secured.
Marshals stood
Moving
at
to
each
bag the
exit.
evidence.
FBI technicians photographed every folder before moving it. HHS OIG auditors began matching paper records against the recovered archive drive. Staff members who had spent the morning whispering now waited in separate rooms with their phones bagged and labeled. Maya moved from station to station with Daniel at her side. Her coat was still creased from the cuffs. Her case had been repacked under federal supervision. Her credential was back in an evidence sleeve, verified and photographed before it was returned to her hand. She slipped it into her inner pocket without ceremony.
Maya,
Daniel watched her.
maybe you should sit for a
You
minute.
should sit down.
I appreciate
I
that,
stood
but
longer
I
than
need to
this
stay on my
before
feet.
breakfast. That is not an answer. It is
source
one
file
I
matches
have.
the manifest
He did
exactly.
not press her.
What about this
At the front
variance on
desk,
page 3?
Eleanor Brooks was
was
reviewing the
reconciled in
first
the update.
printed
Okay,
inventory
very well.
with a federal technician.
The original order is confirmed
Her
with the
pen
court,
moved slowly,
timestamped before
never
entry,
trusting a number
and the
until she
compromised
saw the
certified
source
copy
file.
has been preserved as
Inspector
evidence.
Williams, Eleanor
Where
said.
is the sheriff?
The
He's been
original order
separated.
is confirmed
His
with the
deputies
court,
are giving preliminary
timestamped
statements.
before entry.
No one verified the
Certified
order despite
copy
repeated
compromised
chances.
On site. Full record preserved.
His
Maya
choices will
nodded.
matter.
Sheriff Briggs,
His
separated.
choices will matter.
Counsel requested. His deputies are
Families
giving
are
preliminary
demanding
statements.
accountability
Did
today
either
at
of
the
them
site of the
verify?
Rose Harbor tragedy.
No.
How long
Maya
did they
looked
know
toward
about the
lobby
neglect?
doors,
We want
where
answers
Briggs
now.
sat in a chair
Can you
under
confirm the
watch,
date of the last
his face
communication?
gray. He had every
She
chance.
called Tuesday about the
Eleanor
paperwork.
closed the folder.
We're here to
That
listen
will
when you're
matter.
ready, sir.
Across the
Are
lobby,
you the inspector they
Channel
sent?
6 was still outside the federal line. Their
Families
reporter
are
was
still
speaking
seeking
into the
answers
camera,
regarding the incident.
voice low but urgent.
She
Behind
said her call button was
families
ignored.
stood in clusters, some angry,
And I
some
believe the
crying,
facility when they
some
said she was
silent in the way
confused.
people became silent when guilt
Many
arrived
families
late.
were told the same
A man
thing.
in a brown jacket held a framed
My
photograph
mother
of an
died,
elderly woman.
believing I did not
He had been
trust her.
shouting earlier. Now he
And her
stood with
name
his
was?
hand over his
Margaret.
mouth while an agent
Her name
took
was
his
Margaret
statement.
Johnson.
Maya walked toward him. Daniel followed but stayed a few steps back.
Does
The
writing
man
the
looked
name
up when
matter?
she approached. Are you the
It
inspector?
matters where it is
Yes.
written.
Maya Williams. His eyes went to her face, then to the lobby behind her. My mother told me they ignored her call button. I told her she was probably confused. That's what they said.
His mother's call
They said
button was
she
ignored and that the
sundowning.
facility
Maya
convinced him
did
she
not
was
soften the
confused.
truth.
His regret
Many
visible as he
families were
clutches a
told the
framed
same
photograph
thing.
and struggles
His
to keep
voice
speaking.
broke. She died, thinking I didn't believe her.
My mother died
Maya let the
thinking I
word
did
settle.
not believe her.
No quick comfort would make them clean. What was her name?
What was your mother's
She
name, sir?
asked.
Elaine Porter.
Maya took out her notebook. I will write that down. He stared at her. Does that matter?
Does the written name
Yes,
matter?
Maya said. It matters where it is written.
It
He looked
matters
toward the
where it is
building.
written.
He smiled at me after her funeral. Maya wrote Elaine Porter
According to your
carefully.
statement here,
At
you
the
last
West
saw the
Hall
victim at
entrance,
1500
Chloe
hours.
Martin
Yes,
stood
that's
with a
correct. I
marshal
was
and a
finishing my
federal
shift.
interviewer. She was holding a paper cup of water with both hands. Denise Carver had been taken to a separate office. Victor Hale had already asked for a lawyer
Am I
after
under
trying
arrest?
twice to say
No,
Raymond
Chloe.
ordered everything. Maya
We just need
approached
to talk
Chloe
about what
after the
happened.
interviewer finished the first page of notes. Chloe straightened.
You are not under
Am I
arrest
under
right
arrest?
now.
Not right now.
But that
That's
is not the same as no.
No, Maya said. It isn't.
Giving Sam the
Chloe
message,
nodded,
delaying
as if she
Denise, and
deserved
protecting
that.
Nora long
Maya
enough to
lowered her
secure the
voice.
calendar, it
You
all
gave
matters.
Sam the message. You delayed Denise.
I still signed
You
things,
kept Nora protected
including
long enough
records
for us to
saying
secure her
residents were
calendar.
checked when they were
That
not.
matters. I still signed things. I know.
Denise told
I
me to
signed
backfill
notes
the medication
saying
times. I was
residents were
scared.
checked when they weren't.
Chloe,
I signed medication
the
times
truth can
Denise
still
told
help
me
the
to backfill.
residents.
I told myself it was paperwork.
Tell the truth
Maya
while it
looked
can
at her.
still help the
Then tell
people
the truth
inside
while
those
it can still
rooms.
help the people inside those rooms. Chloe wiped her eyes with the
Will
back
people
of her
know
wrist.
I helped?
Will they know I
They
helped?
will know what the
They
evidence
will know what
shows.
the evidence shows. Chloe gave a small, frightened laugh.
The evidence
That's what
may
I'm afraid
save you
of.
from becoming
It is
someone
also
else's
what may
excuse.
save you from becoming their excuse. Chloe looked toward the hallway where Denise had been taken.
I ended my
She
career.
said, I ended my career.
Maybe you ended the
Maya
wrong
said.
career.
Maybe you ended the wrong career. Chloe breathed out slowly.
We found a second file room behind the chapel
We
panel.
found a second
It has
file
more
room
drives,
behind the
resident
chapel
bank
panel.
copies, power of
More
attorney
drives,
forms, and billing
resident
exports.
bank copies.
Sam
Power
should
of attorney
identify what he
forms,
can,
and billing
signaling that the
exports.
maintenance
Daniel
worker's
looked to
knowledge
Maya.
is now essential
Maya
to the
said,
investigation.
Sam should identify what he can. They found
Are you all
Sam
right,
in the
Sam?
maintenance corridor
The medic
sitting
said you
on
took
an
a bad
overturned
fall.
bucket
I'm
because
fine,
a medic had
Maya.
insisted
Just get me
he
out of here
stop
so I can
walking.
finish the job.
He looked irritated
Don't get
by the
up.
attention. His tool bag
I'm
sat
not
beside
dead,
his
you know.
feet.
I know.
His hands were blackened with dust from the utility box. When Maya reached him,
Did
he
you
tried
find
to
the rest?
stand. Don't.
We
she
found
said.
enough to start.
Sam sat back down. I'm not dead. I noticed.
There is
He
more
nodded toward the
evidence right
chapel.
there
They
in the
found
old
rest.
oxygen storage.
They found enough to start. There's more. Daniel crouched slightly.
See
Where?
this here?
Sam
They
pointed
scrubbed the
with two
oxygen
fingers.
cabinet right here off
Old
the official
oxygen
plans.
storage. Back
It's
wall.
locked tight, hasn't
There's
been
a locked
used in
cabinet
years.
that never made the floor plans.
Victor kept the key
kept
on a
the
ring
key
with
on
a green rubber tag. Search the area
Daniel
now.
turned to a marshal.
Move.
Find it. Sam looked at Maya.
Do you
Nora
still have
got
Nora's
her calendar? Federal
It's in
custody.
federal custody.
Good. He paused.
She trusted you faster than most.
Maya said.
Walter Price
she had
waited
been waiting
too.
longer than than most. Sam's face changed. Walter Price waited too. Maya opened her notebook again.
Walter
Tell
Price,
me.
a former
Sam
Marine in
looked
room
down at his
214
hands.
with no nearby
Former
family.
Marine.
A lonely
Room
resident who just
214.
asked for repairs
No
so someone
family
would talk to
nearby.
him.
He
Walter's
used to
call
ask me
logs
to fix
changed
things
after
that
he
weren't
passed,
broken just so
and that he
somebody would
copied
talk
what
to
he
him.
could.
His call logs changed after he passed. I copied what I could.
I should have
Maya
done more
wrote the
sooner.
name. Walter Price. Sam's
You did
voice
enough
lowered.
to make today
I should have done
possible.
more sooner. Maya looked at him.
It
You
rarely
did
feels
enough
like
to
enough.
make today possible. That doesn't feel like enough. It rarely does. From the lobby came a sudden rise in voices. Not panic.
I
Recognition.
want to assure the
One
public
of the
that I am
television stations
cooperating
outside
fully
had
with the
switched to a live
investigation
feed
and will
from City
continue to
Hall.
do so.
A councilman
The
who had
allegations
appeared
are
in Rose
deeply
Harbor
disturbing,
fundraising photos
and I am
stood before
returning
cameras,
campaign
face
contributions
solemn.
connected
Eleanor
to the
turned up
facility
volume
manager.
on the lobby screen just
The
enough for
councilman was
federal
at
team
Rose
to hear.
Harbor's golf
The
tournament last
allegations
month.
against Raymond Cross
We are
deeply
aware
disturbing,
of the reports
the
regarding the
councilman
golf
said.
tournament.
I am immediately returning
We condemn
all
the
campaign
exploitation of our
contributions
seniors in the
connected to
strongest
him and
possible
calling
terms.
for a full
Those
investigation.
responsible for these
A
heinous
family
acts will
member
be
near the door
prosecuted to the
laughed
full
bitterly.
extent of the law.
He was at their
We are
golf
fully
tournament last
cooperating
month.
with the
Another
investigation
screen
and
showed a
assure the
state
public that these
representative making a
isolated
similar
incidents
statement.
do not
I
reflect the values
condemn
of our
any
administration.
exploitation of seniors
People
in the
find a
strongest
spine
possible
quickly when
terms.
cameras do.
Nora Jenkins, still in her wheelchair near the West Hall, heard it and snorted. Chloe looked down at her.
We have
Miss
a positive
Jenkins,
identification
Nora
on the
said.
Rose Harbor archive
Funny
footage.
how fast people find a
Suspect
spine
located
when
at
the cameras
0700
do.
hours.
Maya heard the comment as
Nora's
she crossed
calendar
back into
entries
the
correspond to
lobby.
altered
For the
care
first
notes,
time that
medication
day,
delays,
she
and
almost
camera
smiled.
outages. At least
Then
18
Daniel's
dates
radio
confirmed in the
crackled.
first pass.
Archive review has preliminary match.
The dates are confirmed.
Nora Jenkins'
The
calendar
evidence is
entries
secure.
correspond to altered care
Repeat,
notes,
calendar is
medication
safe.
delays, and camera outages. At least 18 dates confirmed in first pass. Maya
The
looked
calendar
toward Nora.
is matching
The
the
old woman
records.
sat straight, hands folded now that the calendar was out of danger.
I know.
She did not look triumphant. She looked tired.
You kept the calendar
Maya walked to her.
carefully.
Miss Jenkins, she
I was
said,
a teacher,
"Your
and that
calendar
dates
is matching
matter,
the records."
names matter,
Nora
and
nodded
excuses
once.
do not.
I know. You
Will
kept
you
it
give a
very
formal
carefully.
statement?
I was a teacher.
Nora,
Dates matter.
are you willing
Names
to give a
matter.
formal statement about what you
Excuses
saw?
don't. Maya crouched beside her chair. Would you be willing to give a formal
I will give a statement, Agent
Nora looked
Williams,
at the
but not
lobby,
in there.
the agents,
We will speak
the
right
families
here in the
outside,
lobby.
The staff who had begun to understand that silence would not protect them anymore. Yes, she said.
Where would
But
you
not
like
in
to
that
give your
little
formal
room where they used
statement,
to
Nora?
tell families we were imagining things. Where would
A
you
little
like
more
to
to the
speak?
left.
Nora
Watch the
lifted
cables.
her chin toward
Almost
the
set,
main
sir.
lobby.
Right here.
Right here. Maya stood and turned to Daniel. He nodded. Within
I want the
minutes,
record to
a chair
reflect
was
that I am
placed near the
speaking of my
reception
own
desk.
free will
A federal
today.
recorder was set up.
Chloe is here
Eleanor
only
stood
as my
nearby.
witness.
Chloe remained
I am
at
here
Nora's
today
side,
to provide a
not
full
as nurse
account of the
giving
events
orders,
that
but as
transpired
a
at Rose
witness who had
Harbor.
finally chosen where to
I
stand.
understand this is being
Nora looked at the
recorded.
recorder.
My full
My
name is Nora
Nora
Jenkins,
Elizabeth
and I am
Jenkins,
82
she
years
began.
old.
I
I
am
forget where I
82
put my
years
glasses
old.
sometimes,
I forget
and the
where I
names
put
of
my
some
glasses.
flowers.
I forget the
I did
names
not
of some
forget
flowers,
what happened in the
but
building.
I did not forget what happened in this building.
The lobby is silent
quieted.
now.
Even the families outside
They
seemed
called
to lower their
residents
voices.
confused
Nora
because
continued.
confused
They
people
called
were
us
easier to
confused
bill
because confused
and
people
easier
are
to ignore.
bill and easier to ignore.
Tearing the document was
Maya
meant to
wrote every
humiliate
word.
us. Instead,
Behind
it
her,
serves as
the
undeniable
torn
proof of their
federal order sat
misconduct.
sealed
Let
on
the
the
record show
reception
the
desk.
exact state of this
Beside
facility.
it, Nora's blue calendar waited in its evidence bag. One had been ripped apart in public. The other had been hidden under the weight of an old woman's
They
body.
tore that order in
Both
public,
had survived
thinking it was
long enough
gone.
to speak. By noon, the first transport vans arrived at Rose Harbor. They did not come with sirens. They came quietly.
Are they all
one
being
after
transferred
another,
today?
Marked
We are
with
simply
federal
ensuring a
plates and
smooth
escorted
transition,
by
ma'am.
unmarked vehicles.
Please
the
remain
noise
behind the
outside
line.
had grown, but inside the building,
Attention, Rose
every
Harbor
movement
staff.
had become
Please
controlled.
proceed calmly to the
Families
assigned
stood
briefing
behind
areas.
the federal line.
Your cooperation is
Reporters
mandatory.
stayed near the sidewalk.
This way,
Staff
please, sir.
members were escorted
Right in
one at
here.
a time into separate rooms for statements.
Hello, yes, I
Residents
finally
who
got
wanted
through.
to call relatives
They're
were allowed to
interviewing
do
everyone.
so under supervision.
They weren't getting their
Raymond Cross
medication
was
on
no
time.
longer in the building. That fact alone
saw him change
changed
the
the
charts
air.
myself.
People still whispered, but they no longer whispered
Room
for his
3B,
benefit.
every
They whispered
Tuesday.
names, room
They
numbers,
moved him on the 14th,
dates,
right after the
things they
incident
had
with the
noticed
records.
and buried, things they had been told not to ask about. Maya stood near the chapel corridor, while technicians photographed the hidden storage area behind the wall panel.
We've secured the archive
The first
drive.
search had recovered
paper
archive
trail
drive.
confirms the shell
The second
corporations.
revealed what Raymond had
This is
trusted
exactly
more than
what
his
we needed.
lawyers.
Look at
paper,
this signature on the
bank
power of attorney.
authorization
It
forms,
clearly doesn't match.
copies of
We
resident
need to
checks,
secure all of this
power of
immediately.
attorney
Already sealing
documents
it now.
with suspicious signatures.
These variance reports
Medicare
confirm the
billing
pattern. They were
exports,
altering the
printed
medication
and
data
marked
just
by
before the
hand.
audit. The billing
Medication
discrepancies
variance
match the
reports
manipulated
clipped
figures.
together
It's
with
clearly
sticky notes
intentional
that said
fraud.
correct before audit. A folder marked no family contact. Another marked high payer. Eleanor Brooks stood beside Maya.
This wasn't
watching
careless
the evidence
greed.
team number each box.
Look at how organized
This is
this
organized.
is.
Eleanor
It was a
said.
managed
Yes,
system from the
not
start.
sloppy greed.
Inspector,
No,
look at this.
Maya said.
It's not just a paper
Managed
trail.
greed. A technician
These aren't
held up a
random.
black binder.
They categorized
Inspector
the cruelty.
Williams, you
They
should see
specifically
this.
targeted the
Maya
residents
stepped
marked
closer.
with severe
The
dementia.
binder
Right here.
contained a list
Look at
of
the date of the
residents
asset transfer.
divided into
Get a photo
categories.
of this section immediately.
High family involvement.
These signatures don't
low
match the
family
baseline
involvement,
assessments.
And look here, they
private pay,
categorize them all as having
Medicare
limited
Advantage,
cognitive reliability.
limited
It's
cognitive
systemic
reliability.
exploitation.
Each name had notes beside it. Some were financial, some were medical, some were personal. Nora Jenkins was listed under difficult, but manageable. Walter Price was listed under no immediate family. Elaine Porter was listed under cognitive decline.
This won't be a
Family,
public statement.
uncertain.
We'll ensure
Maya's
real
jaw
people deliver
tightened.
the notifications
Eleanor saw it.
carefully.
We'll
They
need
deserve
every
our
family
respect
notified.
and dignity.
Carefully.
The decision
Not
stands.
by press release.
We notify the
No,
families in
by
person,
people.
and we do
Daniel
it
Reeves
carefully.
entered the chapel
It's the
corridor
only
with Sam
way.
Whitaker beside him. Sam had
Is
refused
this
a
where he
wheelchair,
kept the files?
accepted
Yeah,
a bottle of
these are
water,
the ones.
and
I
complained
knew they were
once
here
that
somewhere.
federal agents walked too slowly for people in a hurry.
You already
He
knew
looked
what
at
was
the
hidden
boxes.
here, didn't you?
That's where he kept the paper trail. You knew.
It's the former manager's
Daniel
paper
asked.
trail.
I suspected. Didn't know
You
enough
knew
to
enough
swear
to
to
keep
it.
looking.
Maya turned to him. You knew enough to keep looking.
Looking
Sam
was
looked
easier
down.
than speaking.
Looking is easier than speaking. Not
It
today.
belonged to the
Before
operations
he could
manager
answer,
and contains
an
message
agent
threads
approached
connected
with a
to the
phone
former
sealed in a
manager,
clear
the
bag.
nursing director,
This
and an
belonged to
outside
Victor
accounting
Hale.
consultant.
We have message threads
I want
with
everything
Raymond,
preserved
Denise,
through full extraction.
and an outside accounting
No
consultant.
shortcuts.
Eleanor took one look at the screen capture and said, "Preserve everything."
The front team reports the
Full
package is
extraction.
secured.
No
Repeat,
shortcuts.
secured.
The agent
We have confirmed
nodded and
contact
moved
with the
away.
political delegation
Daniel's
outside.
radio crackled. Front team to
A
Reeves.
city council member
We
is
have a city
requesting
council
entry.
member outside
And the
requesting
name.
entry.
What is the
Daniel
name
looked
of the
at
council
Eleanor.
member?
Eleanor said, "Name?" The radio answered.
Copy that.
Councilman Avery Lott.
The councilman is
Sam made
confirmed
a
as
sound in
Thompson.
his throat.
Proceed
He
with
cut
caution.
the ribbon on the memory wing.
Advise
Maya
command,
looked toward
no
the
entry
front
at this
doors.
time.
Let him
The
wait.
politician can
Daniel
provide an
keyed the
outside
radio.
statement only.
No entry. If he wants to provide a statement,
Let me be
take it
clear.
outside.
The incidents
A
at
few
Rose
minutes
Harbor
later,
are isolated,
the lobby screen
and we are
showed a
taking
local
swift
live
action
feed
to
from
address the
sidewalk.
situation and support the
Councilman Lott
affected
stood in
families.
front of a
I am
microphone,
shocked and frankly
shoulders
appalled
squared,
by these
face
baseless
arranged into
allegations.
practiced concern.
I have always
I am
served this
shocked by the
community,
allegations
and this
against
betrayal
Raymond
cuts
Cross,
deep.
he said.
We have
If these
overwhelming
reports are
support from the
true,
community,
then the community has
especially
been
our
betrayed.
seniors.
A woman from the crowd
You took the
shouted,
former manager's
"You
money."
took his money." The
Why did
councilman
you
tried
pose
to
with
keep
him?
Speaking. My office
We
has
demand
always
answers,
supported
Councilman.
Senior safety. You posed with him last month. The camera shook as the
We
reporter
understand the
turned toward
concerns of the
crowd.
residents,
Maya
which is why
watched
we
from
are
inside
committed to
with no
full
expression.
transparency
Nora
throughout
Jenkins
this investigation.
Sat beside Chloe near the reception desk.
Transparency.
When the councilman said he had
I
always
always thought
believed
that
in
meant seeing
transparency,
right through something
Nora
worthless.
shook her head. Transparency, she
You
said.
can laugh,
That
because
man
being
wouldn't know
old does not
transparency
mean
if it
being
parked in his
gone.
driveway. Chloe almost laughed, then stopped herself. Nora looked at her. You can laugh, child.
Inspector,
I'm
the
old,
nursing director is
not
asking to
dead.
speak with someone.
Chloe did laugh then. A small laugh. Tired.
Did the nursing director
relieved,
request counsel?
Guilty. Maya heard it.
She
and
instead
let it
asked
pass.
whether the
A
operations
marshal
manager is
approached.
cooperating.
Inspector Williams.
Set up
Denise
a separate
Carver is
interview.
asking to speak with
She
someone.
gets counsel
Did she
advisement,
ask for
but
counsel?
absolutely no
She
promises.
asked whether Victor is cooperating.
We follow procedure strictly
Eleanor
here.
closed the binder in front of her. That means she wants to know who
Ms.
will blame
Carver,
her first.
we need to
Maya
discuss
said,
the discrepancies in the
"Separate
comfort
interview.
care logs.
Counsel advisement. No promises.
I only followed
they
facility
found Denise in
policy.
a small family consultation office. She sat with her arms folded, no longer wearing the hard authority she
Every
had carried
facility
through the
corrects
halls,
charts, just
without
like the
keys,
hospitals do.
staff,
These
or
families,
frightened
they
nurses
just
around
don't
her.
understand the level
She
of
looked
care we
smaller.
provide.
Maya remained
Did
standing.
the former manager
Eleanor
instruct
sat.
you to change
Daniel
resident
stayed
complaint
near the
notes
door.
into
Denise looked at
confusion-related
Maya
language?
first. I followed facility policy.
Did the operations
Maya said
manager
nothing.
instruct backdated
Denise
care
turned to
logs?
Eleanor.
Did the nursing director
Every
search
nursing
for the
home
elderly
corrects
resident's
charts.
calendar because
You
it was
think hospitals
inaccurate?
don't do it?
The
You
former
think
manager
families
hated
understand
the
what
elderly
care
woman
looks
for
like?
writing everything
Eleanor
down,
opened her notebook.
making the calendar
Did
a
Raymond
symbol of
Cross
truth
instruct you
inside
to
the
change resident
investigation.
complaint notes to
The elderly
confusion-related
resident was right
language.
too often,
Denise
and I
looked
can
away.
assure you I did
Did
not
Victor
steal
Hale
any
instruct
money.
you to backdate care logs? No answer. Maya said.
So, Miss Carver, did you know
look for
who was
Nora
stealing the
Jenkins's
funds from the
calendar
resident
because it was
accounts?
inaccurate?
That's enough for now.
Denise's face
Get me counsel
tightened.
for the witness
Maya
immediately.
waited. Denise's voice came out
The
lower.
operations manager will
because
say
Raymond
anything.
hated that old woman writing everything
She
down.
should tell the truth before
Why?
someone else teaches
because
it to
she
her.
was right too often. Eleanor wrote it down.
We're taking over the care
Denise
evaluation
swallowed.
now.
I didn't
Show me the
steal
high-risk
money.
residents
No
on your
one
list,
asked that
and we'll
yet.
start the relocation
Maya said.
process immediately.
Denise looked at her and realized the
Hello,
mistake.
Miss Jenkins.
Eleanor's
I'm
pen
here to review
stopped.
your care
Do
plan
you
and
know who
medications
did?
with you.
Denise pressed
Can
her
we
lips
take a look
together.
at your current
Daniel
schedule?
opened the door.
Good morning, Miss
Interview
Jenkins.
paused.
My name is
Get her
Patricia, and
counsel
I'll be
contact.
assisting you today.
Denise
Are you
leaned
ready to begin the
forward.
relocation process?
Victor
Very well. Let's
will
get this over
say
with.
Anything.
Hello, Miss
Maya
Jenkins.
looked at her.
My name's
Then
Patricia.
tell the
I'm the
truth
new nurse
before
here.
He teaches it to you.
May I have your
They left her
permission to
there.
review your
Back
care
in the
plan
lobby,
with you?
The first resident relocation
Do you
team
believe
had
in
arrived.
knocking before
Not
entering
every
a
resident
resident's
would be
room?
moved,
And what about the
but
call
those
bells?
connected to high-risk
Yes, ma'am.
records,
Knocking is
medication
essential for privacy.
irregularities,
If you're ready,
or
we can
family
go over the
complaints were
revised
being
plan now.
evaluated
Yes,
immediately.
I suppose I am.
Nurses
Thank you,
from
child.
outside
This
agencies
ensures your
came in
rights
with
are protected
calm
moving
voices
forward.
and clean badges.
Do not
They
waste
introduced
today
themselves
feeling
to
sorry
residents
for
before
yesterday.
touching wheelchairs
Only
or
do
charts.
not repeat it
Maya
tomorrow.
watched one of them approach Nora. Miss Jenkins.
Vans 1
the
and
nurse
2 are
said,
clear.
bending
Proceed
slightly
to the
but
depot.
not speaking to her like a child. My name is Patricia. I'm here to review your care plan with you, if that's all right. Nora looked her up and down. You knock before entering rooms? Yes, ma'am. You answer call bells?
Your signal was
Yes,
dark for
ma'am.
exactly
Nora
29 minutes,
nodded.
Maya.
Then we
need
can
to log
talk.
that.
Chloe looked away, ashamed. Nora noticed.
I counted 30
Don't
minutes.
waste today
We
feeling
received a
sorry
flicker
for
at
yesterday.
24.
Just
and
don't
that was
repeat
enough
it
to
tomorrow.
prove communication
Chloe nodded,
suppression.
eyes wet again. By
He gave
late
himself
afternoon,
30 minutes.
The first
He almost
sealed
succeeded.
evidence vans left Rose Harbor.
He lost
Families
everyone,
watched the
one
boxes
person
go.
at a time.
Some cried. Some
I
took
told
photos.
them the staffing was
Some
too low,
stood
but
with arms crossed,
they didn't listen.
as if waiting for
Poor
the building
Nora,
to
she deserves
confess
better
more.
than this.
Maya stayed until the final inventory
The
from
chapel
the chapel
inventory is
storage
complete,
was
Miss
complete.
Brooks. Everything is
Daniel came
logged.
beside her.
Maya,
You know,
these are the warrants.
You were dark for 29
The court
minutes.
signed off an hour ago.
I counted 30.
The signal
We got a
flicker was
at
enough to prove
24.
suppression.
The shield?
The former
Enough
manager
to
gave
prove
himself
suppression.
exactly 30
Maya
minutes.
looked toward the reflection room hallway. Raymond
former
gave
manager
himself
almost
30
got him.
minutes. Daniel nodded. He almost got
He
them.
lost them one
No,
person at a time.
Maya said. He lost them one
But I
person at a time.
specifically mentioned the torn
across
order
lobby.
to him.
And
Sam
you're
signed
certain
his
about the date
preliminary
on the
witness
calendar?
statement.
Yes,
Chloe
absolutely
sat
certain.
with an interviewer. Nora's calendar rested inside a locked
The emergency
federal
preservation
case
order
beside
has
the
been
torn
expanded,
inspection order.
giving the investigation
Eleanor approached
broader
Maya with
legal
a thin
reach.
stack of documents.
The court
Emergency
approved the expanded
preservation
order, the former
expanded.
manager's accounts
Court
are frozen
approved.
pending further
Cross's
review,
accounts
and the
are
outside
frozen
billing
pending
company is
further
now within the
review.
investigation's
Ashland
scope.
Medical
That's the
Billing
name,
Solutions
Global
is now
Health
in
Management.
scope.
And that's
Maya
the
looked at the
laundering
company
channel.
name.
They're hiding the
Outside
money
billing
path
consultant?
behind the senior
Yes.
living brand.
And possibly
The
the
former
laundering
manager's
channel.
attorney is
Daniel's
outside
radio
demanding
sounded again.
access, adding one
Reeves.
more attempt at
Raymond
pressure while
Cross's
the evidence
attorney
is already
outside,
sealed under federal
demanding
control.
access. Daniel glanced at Maya. Maya looked at the sealed evidence case. Let him demand, she said. The records are finally talking.
Mr. Kessler,
Raymond Cross's
how do you
attorney
respond to the
arrived in a
allegations
black
regarding the
sedan
Rose Harbor
and
funds?
stepped out
What
as
about
if
the family,
sidewalk
sir?
belonged to him.
Are the reports
His name
true?
was Martin Kessler. He wore a dark suit, carried a leather
Are the rumors
briefcase,
true about the CEO?
and moved through the crowd outside
My mother
Rose
died
Harbor
there, Mr.
with
Kessler.
the tight expression of a man who had
I am here to
expected
see
a
my
controlled
client.
negotiation
This
and found
barricade is
television
illegal.
cameras instead. He stopped at the
Mr.
federal
Kessler,
line,
can you confirm the
held up a
rumors?
business card,
I am counsel
and
for
said,
Rose Harbor, and I demand immediate
represent
access to
Raymond
my client's
Cross.
facility.
I
Here is
need
my card.
immediate
You are
access to my
violating federal
client's
guidelines by
facility.
blocking
A
entry.
marshal did not
Mr.
move.
Kessler,
The
facility is secured under federal authority. This is a senior
Kessler
care
looked
center,
past him
Marshal,
toward
not a
the
crime
lobby.
scene.
That is a senior care center, not a crime scene.
Mr. Kessler,
Maya
as we
stood
discussed,
inside
this is a
near the
protected
front
search
desk
warrant for
and
Rose
heard
Harbor
him through the
documents.
open door.
We require your
Eleanor
full
Brooks stepped
cooperation.
outside with
His
Daniel
client
Reeves
is in
beside
federal
her.
custody,
Mr. Kessler,
and that the facility
your
is being
client is in
searched
federal
under a valid
custody.
court order
The
and
facility is
preservation
being
directive.
searched pursuant to a valid court order. And
We
an
are
expanded
demanding copies
preservation
of the
directive.
court order
Kessler
and the
smiled
preservation
without
directive
warmth.
immediately.
I want copies of both. You'll receive.
I
what
want the names
court
of every
permits.
federal agent who
I
entered
also
this
want
building.
The names
The
of
search
every
receipt will
agent
be
who
provided
entered
to
this
the
building.
occupant in charge,
Daniel said.
pursuant to Rule
You'll
41.
get a receipt.
This is
Kessler's
nothing
eyes
short of a
shifted to the
politically motivated
reporters.
attack on a
He raised
respected
his voice
institution.
slightly.
We will not
This is a
stand by while
disturbing
these
overreach
bureaucrats
against a
overstep their
respected
bounds.
care provider.
Look at me when I'm
My
talking to
client
you!
has served
You
this
killed my
community for
father
nearly
in
2
there!
decades.
These
From
papers
behind the
prove
press
you
line, a
neglected
woman
them.
shouted,
People
"He
died
robbed my
because of
father."
you.
Another
Allegations
voice
are
followed.
not evidence.
He called my mother confused. Kessler did not look at them. Allegations are not evidence.
Evidence
Maya
exists.
stepped to the doorway. No, she said. But evidence is.
Evidence exists.
Kessler turned toward her. He knew her name.
Excuse me, Miss
Everyone
Williams,
did
but I don't
know.
believe you have
You
jurisdiction
must be
here.
Miss
This is a
Williams.
federal matter, Mr.
Inspector
Kessler.
Williams.
I am authorized
He
under
glanced
Title
at
18,
Daniel,
Section
then back at
3052.
Maya.
Due
I hope you
process is
understand how
paramount here,
serious
Miss
it is
Williams.
to publicly
You should be
accuse a
aware that
private
publicly
citizen
accusing
before
a
trial.
private citizen
I
before trial
understand
can have
how
serious
serious it
legal
is to tear
repercussions.
A federal order,
A federal order
detain an
destroyed,
inspector,
an
suppress
inspector
communications,
detained,
and wipe records.
communications
His smile
suppressed,
thinned.
and records
We
wiped.
will contest that version. You should start with the video. The Channel 6 camera caught the exchange. Kessler saw the lens and chose silence.
Look at this entry.
Inside,
Same
the
dates as
evidence
the
review
withdrawals.
intensified.
The billing codes match
The
the
hidden
procedures.
chapel
It's
files
connected.
had opened the
The
next
chapel
layer of
funds
the
went
case.
directly to the shell company.
Ashland Medical
They
Billing
charged for physical
Solutions,
therapy on the
a company
15th, but
with
the
a
patient was
quiet office
hospitalized. The
downtown
Medicare
and a
claims
website
confirm the
full of
duplicate
stock
billing
photos,
pattern, and the wound care
appeared
notes
on
don't align
hundreds
with
of
these dates at
invoices.
all.
It had processed claims for services that residents never received, therapy sessions that never happened, wound care notes written before the supplies were ordered, and memory care assessments used to discredit complaints. Eleanor placed 3 documents on the reception desk in front of Maya.
Same billing consultant
Same
here,
billing
and the
consultant,
correction codes match
she said.
across all 3
Same
pages.
correction
And the
codes,
reviewer
same
initials are
reviewer
identical.
initials. Maya looked at the initials.
VH.
That's
V,
Victor Hale,
H,
the operational
Victor
manager.
Hale.
And
Daniel
this
added,
email shows the
"But
approval chain goes much higher.
He handed Maya a
Keeping
printed
high
email.
revenue residents
Raymond
coded
Cross had
at
written it
maximum
himself.
support level.
Keep the high-yield residents coded at maximum support level. Families with low contact rarely challenge classifications. Make sure the care notes support billing before quarterly review. Maya read it once,
High
then
yield.
again.
High
yield,
yield.
she said.
In this
Eleanor's
courtroom,
voice
that
was
term
flat.
is unconscionable.
That word will not play well in court. It should not play well anywhere. Across the lobby, Victor Hale sat in a chair with 2 agents near him. His lawyer
Did the
had
owner
not
give a
arrived
statement?
yet.
Well,
He kept
did he?
asking whether
We
Raymond
need
had
to
given
know
a
if the
statement.
facility owner gave
No
a
one
statement.
answered
Tell
him.
me.
Denise Carver sat in a different room, no longer
Will my
demanding
cooperation
policy,
be noted?
now asking whether
I've
cooperation
told you
could be
everything I
noted.
know.
Eleanor had given no promises. Chloe's statement
The
had
drive
already
logs don't align
contradicted
with your
Denise's
testimony,
first
Sam.
account.
We need
Sam's
to address
drive
the
had
calendar
contradicted
entries
Victor.
immediately.
Nora's
Get the
calendar
cameras
had
ready.
contradicted everyone.
Department
By
of
evening,
Justice is aware
the
of the
first
deeply
press
troubling
conference formed
situation at
outside
Rose
the
Harbor.
federal line.
We are here
Eleanor
today
did
to
not
ensure
want
the
to feed
community receives
spectacle,
accurate
but she
information.
understood the harm
Good
Raymond's
evening.
morning performance had caused.
On behalf of the
Families had
Department of
watched
Justice,
Maya
I want to
dragged into
assure the
lobby in
families
cuffs.
present that we are
The
taking
correction
immediate
needed
action.
to be clear. She stood before the microphone.
The operation at Rose Harbor was conducted under a valid federal court order.
Today's
Federal
operation
inspectors
at
and
Rose
agents
Harbor Senior
recovered
Living
evidence.
Center was conducted under a valid federal court order. Federal inspectors and agents recovered
We are looking
evidence
at clear
related to
obstruction of justice,
attempted
record destruction, possible healthcare fraud, and finally, witness intimidation. I want to emphasize that all residents are being protected and their families contacted. Was Inspector Williams falsely accused by the facility owner? The evidence will speak in an open court.
Accused by the facility owner, Eleanor said.
Was racial
The evidence
bias
will
a
speak in
factor in this
court.
case?
Another asked.
Yes, but this
Was
case
race
is
a
not
factor
just
in how
about
she
what
was
was said to
treated?
me.
Eleanor
It's about what was
paused.
done to the
Maya
older,
stepped forward.
quieter, vulnerable
Yes,
people inside
Maya
that facility.
said. Mr.
We are
Cross
talking
made
about
that
residents
clear
who
in
are
his own
older,
words.
quieter, and sicker.
this case is
They were
not only
easier to
about what he
dismiss,
said to me.
but we are here
It
today
is
to
about what
ensure
he
they
did
are
to
not
people who
forgotten.
were older,
Residents were
quieter,
labeled confused
sicker,
after they
and easier
complained,
to
and
dismiss.
families were
The
told
reporters
not to
went
believe
still.
them.
Maya continued. Many residents
Staff
here
were pressured
labeled
to sign
confused
records
after they
that did
complained.
not match care.
Families were told not to believe them. Staff were pressured to sign records that did
The evidence
not
was
match
secured
care.
because some people
Today, we
inside
secured
chose
evidence
truth over fear.
because some
Are you
people
referring
inside
to
this
Chloe
building
Martin and
chose
Sam
truth
Whitaker?
over fear. A
We
reporter
appreciate
asked,
the need for
"Do you
transparency,
mean
but the
Chloe
protocol
Martin and
regarding
Sam
protected
Whitaker?"
witnesses is
Maya's
clear.
eyes
We will
hardened
not be
slightly.
releasing any further
I will
details
not
at this time.
identify
I can
protected
be
witnesses
identified.
beyond what has already
I am
been
here
made public.
to enter the
Nora's
public
voice came
record.
from behind the lobby doors. You can identify me. Everyone turned. Nora Jenkins
Ms.
sat in
Jenkins,
her
why
wheelchair
did you
just
decide to
inside
come
the
here
entrance.
today? What do you have to
Chloe
say
stood
about the
behind
proposed
her,
legislation?
hands on the chair but not pushing. Nora had insisted on
Nora,
coming as far as the
you
marshals
don't have
would
to
allow.
talk to them if you don't
Maya
want to.
walked to her.
We can just wait here.
Miss Jenkins, you do not have to
I
speak
have
to
waited
cameras.
long enough.
I know that. This can wait.
Be
Nora
careful.
looked up
Those
at her.
public comments
I
could
waited
become
long
part of the
enough.
court record.
Eleanor stepped closer. Miss
Put
Jenkins,
my words in the
court may
record.
treat you as a witness.
I am
Public
here
comments could become
to
part
testify.
Of the record. Nora nodded. Good.
Residents were
Put
not
this in the
confused
record.
because they were
We were not
old,
confused
but were
because we
called
were old.
confused
We were
because
called
confused people are
because
easier to
confused people
steal
are easier
from.
to steal from. No one spoke for a moment. The microphones reached toward her, but the federal line held. Nora looked at the families outside.
When a mother said something was wrong, when a father said money was missing, when an aunt said no one answered the bell, they may have been telling the truth.
Maybe they were telling the truth.
The residents needed
Maybe
someone
they just
with
needed
power
someone with power to stop calling them difficult. A woman in the crowd began to cry. Chloe
It was very
lowered her
kind of
eyes.
you to kneel,
Maya
child.
knelt beside
They
Nora's
don't usually
chair.
listen to us
Not
old
for
folks.
the cameras.
Thank
but
you for
so
treating
Nora
me
did
with
not have
respect.
to look up while speaking to
That
her.
is enough
That
for
is
today.
enough for today.
For today.
Nora looked at Maya. For today. Maya nodded. For today. The clip
In the wake
aired
of the
before
Rose Harbor
sunset.
scandal,
By
local
7
officials are
o'clock,
responding.
We are
every
deeply
politician
troubled
who
by
had
these
taken a
reports and are
photograph with
launching a
Raymond
full
Cross
independent
began
review.
releasing
All
statements.
return donations will be
Councilman
redirected
Avery
to community
Lott
services.
This
announced
demands a
he was
full
returning
inquiry. We
donations.
must ensure
A state
accountability for the
representative
systemic
called for an
failures in nursing
inquiry
home
into nursing
oversight.
home oversight.
We understand the
A
concern.
county
The decision to
commissioner
remove
said
the
he
name was
always
difficult but
supported
essential for transparency and
A
institutional
church board
accountability.
removed
The
Raymond's
charity dinner
name
will
from an
proceed.
upcoming charity
The
dinner
speed of the
before
defections
printed
has been
programs could be
unprecedented.
collected.
Sources close to the
Inside
campaign
Rose
say the
Harbor,
governor's former
Sam
allies are
watched
scrambling
one
to
of the
distance
broadcasts from a
themselves from the
lobby
scandal.
screen with his
The
arms
powerful are
folded.
running.
Look at them run, he muttered.
Does it
Chloe
matter?
stood beside him. Do you think it matters? Sam looked toward the hallway where residents were
The
being
next
checked
call
by
bell
outside
matters
nurses.
more than political statements.
Not as much as answering the next call bell. At that exact moment, a bell chimed from West Hall. Both of
Hi
them
there,
turned.
I'm the agency
A new
nurse.
agency
I heard
nurse
your bell.
walked
May I
quickly
come
to the
in?
room.
Oh, yes, please do,
knocked,
dear.
and entered after
This
the resident answered.
is
Chloe
what a
watched
place
until the
sounds
door
like
closed.
when it
Sam
starts
said,
changing.
That's what it sounds like when a place starts changing. Chloe wiped her face.
It sounds small.
It sounds small. Most important things do it first. Near the front desk.
Most important
Maya
things
and
do it
Eleanor
first, Dad.
reviewed the arrest packet.
Obstruction, destruction of
Raymond Cross
evidence,
faced
and conspiracy
obstruction
to
of a
commit
federal
healthcare
inspection,
fraud.
attempted
They tried to shred the
destruction of
patient
evidence,
files right here.
Conspiracy to commit healthcare
The arrest
fraud,
packet expands to include witness intimidation and suspected financial exploitation of vulnerable adults, with more charges expected after
More
financial
charges would
review.
come after the
Look at this.
financial review.
He
Daniel
called his
approached
attorney
with a
right
phone
here,
record
20
printout.
minutes before we breached
Raymond
the door.
called Kessler before we entered. Before that,
Look
he
at this
called
sequence.
Councilman Lott.
He called the
Before
councilman
that,
right here,
Sheriff
and then
Briggs.
immediately called
Maya took
Sheriff
the page.
Briggs. This
Timeline?
proves they were
Briggs
coordinating.
was called before anyone
As you
attempted
can see right here,
verification.
the
Eleanor
sheriff was
looked
called
satisfied.
hours before
That
anyone
helps
even
prove
attempted
intent.
verification.
Maya's eyes moved down the list. One more number appeared repeatedly over the past
They are
week.
getting a warrant tonight.
Ashland Medical Billing Solutions. Daniel tapped it. We're getting a warrant for them tonight. Maya looked toward the evidence case holding the torn order and Nora's calendar.
Rose Harbor is
Good,
not the end
she
of this.
said. Rose Harbor
My
is
client,
not
the
end
administration
of
of Rose Harbor,
Outside,
will be fully vindicated
Raymond's
when the
attorney
truth
stood
comes to
before
light.
cameras
What about
insisting
these
his client
papers?
would be
People are
vindicated.
dying because of you.
Behind him,
We are doing everything we
families held
can, but we
photographs
cannot
of
confirm
residents
these names
and
yet.
shouted
Where is
names
my
he did
mother?
not know.
Evelyn Reed!
Inside,
Please,
Nora had
somebody
returned
help
to her
us!
room under
I
federal
am ready to give my
protection.
full statement now.
Chloe had asked to continue giving
His
a
blood
full
pressure
statement.
is slightly elevated,
Sam had
but
finally
stable.
agreed to let a medic check his blood pressure. Sheriff Briggs had stopped saying county matter. Maya stepped into the reflection room one last time before leaving the building that night. The table was still there. 4 chairs. No window. Dead camera. The place where Raymond had believed silence could be manufactured. Daniel
ready?
stood in the doorway.
Almost.
You ready? Maya looked at the gray walls. Almost. She reached into her pocket and pulled out the small pen she had used to mark time on Raymond's statement. She placed it in an evidence bag and labeled it herself. Daniel watched. The pen matters?
Does it really matter?
Maya sealed the bag.
Everything matters when
Everything
someone
matters
tries
when
to
someone
erase
tries
30
to erase
minutes.
30 minutes. She walked out of the room and did not look back. 3 months later, the courtroom was full before the judge entered. Families filled the left side. Former Rose Harbor employees sat near the back, some with attorneys, some alone. Reporters lined the last row with notebooks balanced on their knees. Federal agents stood along the wall. Maya Williams sat behind Eleanor Brooks at the prosecution table, her hands folded over a yellow legal pad she had barely touched. Raymond Cross sat at the defense table in a dark suit. He looked thinner, not weaker, just
All
reduced.
rise.
The silver hair was still
The United
combed
States
perfectly.
District Court is now
the
in
tie was
session.
still expensive, but no lobby belonged to him here.
Your
No
Honor,
employee
if
waited
it
for
please
his
the court,
nod.
the evidence we
No
present
sheriff
today
stood
will
ready to
demonstrate a
turn his
clear
lies
pattern of
into
overreach
procedure.
by the prosecution.
His attorney, Martin
Mr. Cross
Kessler,
is innocent.
rose first.
We contend
Your
that the
Honor,
government's case is
the
built on an
government's entire
unlawful
case
escalation.
began with an
They sought to
unlawful
frame my
escalation.
client, a
My
young woman
client
who
was
entered the
confronted
premises
by a
without
young
proper
woman in plain
coordination.
clothes
She arrived,
who entered a private
unannounced,
senior care
waving this
facility
official-looking
without
document,
proper
and they want you to
coordination.
believe the staff were
Alarmed
anything
staff
but
and
accommodating to
presented
this
a paper
disruption.
document that was
This
allegedly
torn
destroyed
inspection paper
before
proves
any
that
valid
no valid inspection could occur
The government
before
then
the
stormed
federal
facility,
agents arrived.
seized materials,
The government
shaped a
seized
public narrative
materials
before my
and
client could
shaped a
defend
public
himself.
narrative
Eleanor Brooks
before
did
my
not
client
move.
could defend
Kessler
himself.
continued. The physical inspection
The physical
order was
inspection
torn.
order was
There was no
torn,
valid
and there was
on-site
no
notice.
valid
The
on-site
government
notice.
cannot build a lawful case on a document that no longer existed at the time of
No
execution.
lawful case can
Maya
be
looked at
built
the
on a
evidence table.
document that
There it
no
was.
longer
The
existed
torn
at
federal
execution.
inspection order, sealed in a clear bag. Both halves
Tearing a
carefully
certified
preserved.
copy does
Eleanor
not
stood.
destroy the
defense
authority
is
of the
asking
court
this court
that
to
issued
believe
it.
that tearing a certified
The original
copy
order
destroys
was
the
signed,
authority of the federal
time-stamped,
court
and
that
filed
issued it.
before the
She
inspector
said,
entered the
"It does
facility.
not. The original order was signed,
The copy
time-stamped,
Raymond destroyed
and
was
filed
notice,
before
and
Inspector
that destroying
Williams
it did not
entered Rose
invalidate
Harbor.
the order, but
The copy
instead
Mr.
became
Cross
evidence of
destroyed was
obstruction.
notice. His
Objection,
act
Your
did
Honor.
not invalidate the order.
Overruled.
It became evidence of obstruction. She placed the court-certified original beside the torn copy. Two documents.
I don't take orders
one
from you,
intact,
you affirmative
one
action
ripped apart.
fluke. Go back to
Kessler
where you
tried to
came from.
object. The judge overruled him. Eleanor then played the first recording. Raymond's voice filled the courtroom. I don't call Washington every time some angry black girl walks through my door with a fake
I've seen
envelope.
enough.
No
Your
one
credentials
spoke.
aren't valid
Raymond
here.
stared at
We're
the
done
table.
talking.
Then came the next clip. Raymond ordering Victor to activate the room shield.
I invited you all here
Then the
today to
30-minute
witness this
instruction.
travesty.
Then Victor's
This inspector
white
has
command.
overstepped her
Then
authority,
Sheriff
and we will
Briggs
not stand
refusing
for
to
it.
verify.
Your
Then
Honor,
the
these
lobby
audio
footage
clips
of
lack
Maya
the
in
necessary
cuffs,
context. The jury
standing
cannot
still
assess
while
them
Raymond
fairly.
performed
We have
for the
prepared a
cameras he
timeline,
had
counsel.
invited.
It will clarify
Kessler stood
everything.
again.
Explain the
These
failure to
clips
reconnect.
lacked
The emergency
context.
data package
Eleanor
activated
turned
the
to
moment the
screen.
signal was lost,
Then,
triggering the
we
federal
will
entry
provide
under
the
Title
context.
18, Section
For the next
2511.
2 days,
Tilkels.
the prosecution did
The
exactly
audit trail
that.
clearly shows
Daniel
the failed
Reeves
reconnection
testified
here.
about the lost
Because
signal,
the system was
the failed
isolated,
reconnection,
the legal trigger for
the emergency
intervention was...
data
I marked the
package,
drive red
and the legal
myself.
trigger for
That's where the
federal entry.
archive was.
Sam Whitaker
It was
testified
behind the
about
chapel
hidden
wall,
archive,
where the shield
red
was
marked
installed.
drive, the room
I checked the
shield,
boiler pressure
and
that
the
morning,
concealed
yes.
chapel storage wall.
But
He wore
as to
his
what
best
happened
jacket,
after lunch,
answered slowly,
I just don't rightly
and
know.
admitted when he did not know something.
Fear
When
works.
Kessler asked why he waited so long to come forward, Sam looked at the jury. Because fear works, he said.
I signed care notes
That's
I
why
should
men
not have
like
signed.
Raymond use it. Chloe Martin testified next. Her voice shook at first. She admitted signing
I was
care
afraid of
notes she
Denise
should not
Carver,
have signed.
of Victor Hale,
She
and
admitted
losing my
being
nursing
afraid of
license.
Denise,
And the
Victor,
jury should
and
believe
losing
someone
her
who
nursing
signed false
license.
records?
Kessler pressed hard.
You lied in
So
the
you
medical
lied
records,
in
Miss
medical
Martin, and now
records.
you want the jury to
And now
believe
you
you.
want this jury to believe
Yes,
you
I
are
am
telling
telling the
the
truth now.
Chloe gripped the edge of the witness stand. Yes, she said, because lying kept the wrong people safe. Eleanor let that answer stand. Then Nora Jenkins entered. She refused a wheelchair for the final few steps and walked slowly to the witness stand with a cane in one hand and the blue calendar
Do you
in
swear
the
to
other.
tell the truth, the
courtroom
whole truth,
changed
and
when she
nothing
raised
but
her
the
right
truth?
hand to be
I do.
sworn in.
Thank
Even
you,
the
Mrs.
reporters
Jenkins.
stopped
We appreciate
writing
you
for a
being here
moment.
today.
Kessler
Miss
softened
Jenkins,
his tone.
we understand
Miss
you're 82.
Jenkins,
It's
you are
only
82
natural that
years
some
old,
details might be
correct?
difficult to recall
Yes.
from that time, isn't
And
that
you
right?
sometimes forget things? Of course.
I may forget
He
where I
nodded,
put my
as if she'd
glasses,
given him
but
what
I
he
do
needed.
not forget
So it is
being
possible your
ignored.
calendar contains mistakes. Nora looked at
Considering
him.
your
I
recent
forget where I
diagnosis,
put my
Mrs.
glasses.
Jenkins, do you
I do not
truly
forget
believe
being
the court
ignored.
should rely on
A few
these
jurors
handwritten
looked
notes?
down. Kessler tried again.
The court should rely
You
on the
expect
dates
this
Raymond's
court to
computer
rely on
agrees with,
handwritten
turning the
notes
defense's
made by a
attack into a
resident
factual
diagnosed
bridge
with
between
memory
memory
decline.
and digital
Nora
records.
lifted the calendar.
Now, Miss Jenkins,
I
if we
expect
look
this
here,
court
we
to
have
rely on
January
the dates
12th,
your client's
followed by
computer
February
agrees with.
3rd,
Eleanor
then we
walked
see
her through
March
the pages.
18th, and finally
January
April
12,
9th. We
February
cross-reference the
3, March
redacted
18,
logs with the calendar
April 9.
close-ups.
Each entry
Every
matched
instance of an
camera
unscheduled
outages,
medication
altered
entry
medication
matches a
logs,
course.
revised incident notes, or billing claims. Nora's handwriting was small, but the pattern was enormous. When Eleanor finished,
I wrote
Nora
things
held the calendar
down
toward the jury.
because they
us
called
confused,
the
she said.
residents
So I wrote it down until
confused.
someone came who knew the difference between
That is the difference
confusion
between
and a
confusion
cover-up.
and a cover-up.
That afternoon,
We, the
Raymond
jury,
Cross stopped
duly
looking at
sworn,
the jury.
find the defendant
verdict
guilty
came
of
after
elder
2
fraud.
days of deliberation.
Guilty on the major counts,
Guilty on the
including
major
obstruction
counts.
of a federal inspection,
Obstruction of a federal
attempted
inspection.
destruction of evidence, and
Attempted
conspiracy
destruction
to
of
commit
evidence.
healthcare fraud.
Conspiracy
Witness
to commit
intimidation,
healthcare fraud.
financial
Witness
exploitation tied to
intimidation.
federal program
Financial
funds,
exploitation
and additional
tied
counts
to federal
connected to
program
false records
funds.
and billing schemes.
Additional counts connected to
The pain
false
of
records
believing
and
the
billing
facility
schemes.
instead of the
At
person I
sentencing,
loved, it
families
tears me
spoke.
apart every
Elaine
day.
reporter's son stood with his mother's photograph.
These
and
missing
said,
checks weren't
"She
just
died
numbers.
thinking I
They
chose
reduced
his
these
word
residents
over
to mere
hers."
revenue
A niece
codes,
spoke
transforming
about missing
financial
checks.
fraud into a
A
human
retired
wound.
pastor spoke about residents being treated like revenue codes. Chloe
I know I
apologized
betrayed your
publicly
trust.
for the
We
charge
just
she
wanted
had
the truth
signed.
to come out,
Sam
Your
said
Honor.
only one
I
sentence.
hope the next maintenance man
I
does
hope
not
the
wait
next
as long as I
maintenance
did.
man doesn't
Mr.
wait as
Cross,
long as I did.
look at me.
Nora spoke last.
You must live
she
with
looked
what
at
you have
Raymond and
done.
said, "You stole more than
He stole
money.
more than money.
You stole trust
because he
between
stole
old people
trust between
and the families
old
who loved
people
them."
and the families
The judge
who loved them.
imposed the maximum sentence
Sisters.
allowed on the principal
The
federal
court hereby
counts,
sentences
with
you to
no
the
early
maximum
release
allowable
provision
term,
beyond what
with no
federal law
provision for early
required.
release beyond what is
Raymond Cross
mandated
was
by federal.
remanded
The
to a
asset freeze is
high-security
complete.
federal prison.
Raymond Cross has
His
nothing
accounts were
left.
frozen.
Good.
Properties tied to the scheme were
Rose
seized.
Harbor is officially
Rose
under
Harbor's
receivership.
assets were placed under
Are
receivership.
these the finalized
A
Medicare
restitution
recovery
fund
figures?
was ordered for
Yes,
residents
and we've attached
families.
the evidence labels
Medicare
to all the
recovery
priority
proceedings
restitution
began
files.
immediately. Sheriff Briggs resigned before his own hearing and was
The
later
evidence is
indicted for
overwhelming.
obstruction-related conduct.
I'm ready to cooperate.
Victor Hale cooperated only after the evidence buried him. Denise Carver lost her license and was permanently barred from working in elder care. 1 year later,
The morning
Rose
went
Harbor
smoothly so
reopened
far.
under a new name, Harbor Light Care Center.
Yes,
the lobby
the new
had
system
changed.
is much easier
no
to
portrait
manage.
of Raymond.
Feel
no
free to
staged
take a
charity
brochure.
photos.
We're here Monday through
no
Friday.
locked reflection room.
That's good
The
to
old
know.
room had
I'll
been
take one of
converted
these.
into an open family advocacy office with glass walls and a posted hotline number. On the wall beside the reception desk hung a framed display. Inside it was a replica of the torn federal inspection order. Beneath it, in plain black letters, were the words, "Dignity does not disappear
Today
when
we'll
a person
focus
grows
specifically
old,
on the
grows
preventative
quiet,
measures
or
outlined
needs
here,
someone else to
ensuring the
speak."
safety
Maya
and well-being
returned for
of
the
every
first staff
resident.
training. She
The
stood at
updated
back,
policy
while
checklist
new
covers
nurses
everything from
learned the
call bell
policy for
response
call
times
bells,
to resident complaints, and,
complaints,
critically, your
medication
whistleblower
logs,
protections.
family
The
access,
whistleblower policy
and
is in
whistleblower
place to protect
protections.
you when reporting
Chloe was there
concerns.
too.
Ensure
No longer
all
wearing
documentation
Rose
is
Harbor's
submitted
old
through the
badge.
proper channels.
She worked under supervision now, rebuilding trust one shift at a time. Sam sat near the side wall, pretending he had not been invited as a guest
Actually,
of
under
honor.
the new
Nora
guidelines,
sat in
that
the front
specific
row,
clause was
correcting the
updated in
trainer
subsection
twice and
3.
being right
You are
both
absolutely
times.
right. Thank you
After
for
the
catching
session,
that.
Maya paused beneath
Do you
the
ever
framed
think about
order.
the moment Raymond
Daniel
tore it?
Reeves stood beside her.
No.
You ever think about the moment he tore it? Maya looked at the paper.
I think about
No.
the bell.
Daniel glanced at her. She turned toward the West Hall. I think about the bell, as if the building had heard her. A call bell
afternoon.
chimed softly from
I heard
a
your call
resident's
bell.
room.
What can I get for you?
A new nurse
Thank you,
immediately
dear.
stepped
I
into
just
the
need
hallway,
some water.
knocked on the open door and said, "I'm here. What do you need?" Nora smiled from her chair. Sam lowered his eyes. Chloe breathed in like someone hearing a sound she had once been afraid of. Maya looked once more at the framed order, then toward the room where the nurse had answered. Justice did not always
It's all right,
arrive
I'm
like
here now.
thunder. Sometimes, it began with a small bell ringing
Did you need
down a
something
quiet
to drink,
hallway,
or are you
and
comfortable?
someone finally answering.
Denise was
The lesson
following
from Maya
Raymond.
Williams' story is simple, but it is not small. Power does not become justice just because it wears a title, owns a building, or speaks louder than the truth. Real justice often begins with the people others underestimate.
I saw the revised
a young
documents.
woman who refuses to be
They knew the
humiliated
risks,
into silence.
and they
An old
deliberately
man
hid the
who
data
saves a
from the
record.
patients.
A nurse who finally tells the truth, and an elderly woman who writes down what everyone else tried to erase. When dignity is threatened, silence protects the powerful. But courage, even quiet courage, can open a locked door. Thank you for staying with us until the very
It
end
is
of
so
this story.
good to see you, dear.
Your time, your attention,
I brought you some
and
flowers.
your heart
They
mean
match
more
your
than
room.
You know. If this story moved you, made you think, or reminded you of someone who deserved to be heard, please share your thoughts with us. We would also love to hear your
Whether the
feedback
pacing
about the way
felt
this
right,
story was told.
whether the
Was the
characters felt
pacing right?
real,
Did the
and whether a
characters feel
moment
real?
stayed with the
Was there
viewer.
a moment that stayed with you? And if you have a powerful true story, a family story, or an experience about justice, kindness, betrayal, or
We
courage,
invite you to send a
please
story
send
that
it to
may
our
help
channel.
someone else
Your
feel
story
seen,
may become the next one
heard,
that helps someone
and
else
remembered.
feel seen, heard, and remembered. This video is a work of fiction created with the assistance of artificial intelligence. All characters, events, and situations are not real and do not represent any actual people or true stories. The content is intended for storytelling and emotional illustration only.